Snark. You're about to get your ears glazed by the great Chris Raygun, Derek Blackman, and Tom Sweeney. Sit back and prepare for some action. Sit back and prepare for some glazing glory.
Welcome to the Snark Podcast, everybody. Hello, it's me, Chris Raygun. It's him, Tom Sweeney. It's him, Derek, some Black Eye Blackman. It's the Snark Podcast. Remember, go over to patreon.com/SnarkTank. I'm going to tell you this right off the bat before you even know anything about the show. If you're new here, it doesn't matter. Go give us money right now. Or else, the show's over.
Yes.
Without you specifically, John. Without you, the show ends.
Blanket statement.
John,
blankets.
Brittany,
Carter, Hunter, Tanner.
I like how we went from
Jacob.
the most common to
I
Carter
was
and Brittany.
Brittany's a pretty common.
I don't know
name.
if it's common now.
You sure? I know a lot of Brittany's.
You know a lot of Brittany's?
Mm-hmm. And they're your age. Think of I don't know a single younger Brittany. I don't know any younger people though.
That's crazy. You don't know any Brittany's at all?
I know Brittany's, but they're all my age or older.
Well, I would hope.
That's true. Yeah, I even said that. I was like, I don't really know any younger.
I know a couple of 15-year-old Brittany's. I'm like,
that is a good point. But yeah, I know. John's on its way out, except for maybe now Jon Snow. Maybe there's a resurgence.
Yeah, it'll be like 4 or 5 years. We'll see a bunch of younger Johns.
I want Norma Jean to come back.
Norma Jean.
Norma Jean?
Exactly.
I think that name sounds really ugly.
I think it sounds ugly because it's old, dude. A lot of old names like
Gertrude,
and Bertha and shit like that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of names
Trudy.
Trudy.
Trudy's a rough one.
But I like Norma Jean. Just sounds classy to me.
Krungus
is
I like Hilda. I've always liked that name, and everybody thinks I'm crazy.
You know
or
why?
Zelda.
You know why I don't like that name? Because it's our address, the first address that we had.
Yeah.
Oh,
but I like the name Broomhilda. I think that's a nice name.
I think Broomhilda is horrible.
To me,
but that's too German.
It's way too German. Sounds like something you want to hit with the broom.
It would be like, oh, look, it's Vacuum Helen.
Exactly how I feel. I feel exactly the same way.
It's a fucking gross name, but I like it.
Broomhilda.
Yeah.
And I like Griselda too.
I like Erica.
That's that German. That's that Nazi song you like so much, right?
It's a German marching song.
Is on a resurgence.
Oh, I bet
it's a German marching song first and foremost. Right? It is associated with the Nazis because of the obviousness. It is sonically good.
Erica.
You cannot tell me it's not sonically good.
It's I've warmed up.
I don't know
to
what sonically means.
I don't know what the fuck's like the hedgehog.
yeah.
Can you imagine? You know what's crazy? I was
having
a conversation.
German creation.
I was having a conversation recently with somebody, and they mentioned patricide.
Oh yeah, I know what that is.
Yeah, you know what that is.
Mm-hmm.
Not exactly.
You know what that is? Patricide is the murder of your, I believe, your father.
Yes.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So like
paternal,
the killing of the patriarch.
Yeah.
And they brought that word up to me, and it's so I had a thought that made me really sad, which is, at this point, I feel like so many people are uneducated. My view of the population is that of a deeply uneducated populace.
Sure.
Almost to the point where it's it's not even necessarily uneducated, but just no common sense or no even vague curiosity about the world around them, to the point where they're even willing to learn anything.
Sure.
Because I'm uneducated, almost subjectively on some level, compared to Ivy League people.
We're not smart. At least we don't consider ourselves smart, because we consider smart, intelligent, something entirely different.
Yeah, beyond.
I think.
However,
I think there's a big difference. There's a big difference between how we consider ourselves and how other people. Because I think the younger generation, their interests don't align in any field outside of what they directly enjoy. They were not forced to kind of do things that were
sure.
We had to exist in a world where we didn't always get things that we 100% enjoyed all the time, We had to
immediate
suffer
access
through things we didn't like, we I didn't like this show, but I'll sit here and I'll watch it, I guess.
Well,
and then you'll develop some sort of fondness to it.
I just mean it's like the kind of thing that happened with our generation too, where it's just we just happen to be sandwiched between two generations that are technically technologically illiterate in comparison. Millennials know how to use computers better than Gen X and Gen Z and below, because we just they're about apps. You know what I mean?
Convenience. Yeah,
and it's but what I'm saying is that word came up, and I was like, my immediate assumption wasn't that this person just knew that word, because it is kind of like, it's one of those like, for those special words that you would get points for in like Scrabble or something, right?
Right.
My assumption is instead, you're not smart and you're just weird for knowing that. You know what I mean? Like you're just
I kind of understand what you mean. Yeah.
I'm probably like not explaining this well, but
No,
like
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
Because there is like a fine line of that. It's like where people say, what is it about like when you're a genius, there's also like there's a fine line between like you being a genius or being like insane or something like that.
Yeah.
It's in a lot, and it's
like, are you well rounded or like well educated enough to just know that that's a word, or are you a fucking
freak.
weirdo who's like really obsessed with like death?
Yeah.
You know,
because there is shit like that. Yeah.
Someone says that word in like conversation.
No way.
no one's
Conversation.
no one's gonna say like, oh, that guy committed patricide. It's like, no, you would say he killed his dad.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly the thing.
But that's the thing is like whenever you're doing something involving like intellectual writing, they tell you not to use it like that unless you're in a field directly talking about that thing. Because it's like, why are you using words that people could potentially not understand? That's how you don't get your point across. That's how you ruin.
Oh yeah,
literature.
I mean, it is. To me, it just always annoys me when somebody. There's some words that become a little bit more in the lexicon, like juxtaposition was one of those words that a lot of people didn't use, didn't even notice people using it, and then it started just creeping up, and now it's like accepted. But before, if I was growing up and somebody said that, like say in middle or high school, I'd be like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
You don't have to say that. There's other phrases, there's other things that you can say.
There's versions of the word that people will understand.
Yeah.
And it's no need to say that.
You can kind of say like in contrast or something.
Yeah, or opposed to.
Yeah. You can, there's things. Yeah, that's the whole thing where I'm like, but now it's pretty normal. It's enough to where most people be like, okay, I don't feel weird about you anymore. You're not a fucking freak.
I'm trying to think of a word that's
fat.
No.
Okay.
I'm always thinking that word.
Okay.
There's always that Dave Chappelle skit coming up and he just randomly yells it and I'm like, dang.
Would that count in Scrabble? Like,
ooh, yeah.
I mean, technically it's a word, but also
literally a word, yeah.
But also, no, don't use that in Scrabble.
Hold on. Wait,
in the British lexicon, it means a couple of things.
We're not in Britain.
Hold on. There's an interesting.
We're speaking their language.
Sort of now. It's different now.
There's an argument to be made there, man.
Yeah.
There's an argument to be made about like, listen, let's just say you have the two G's. And the N in Scrabble. Let's just say you have that, and that's your only. Well, it wouldn't be your only option, but you know what I mean.
Listen, like, it's your optimized option.
It's your optimal option to win. Like, do you put the slur down in Scrabble, knowing? Like, what do you do? I don't know.
Who am I playing with? That's the question.
You are playing with me and various other white people.
Like,
all you would do is ruin the vibe. I mean, like, I would do it because I'm that kind of person. But like, all you're doing is ruining the vibe. Other people shouldn't do that.
An elder, if I'm playing with one of my family members, like my grandma is actually obsessed with Scrabble. There's no fucking way. There's no way I'm doing anything.
You're not putting the N-word in for your what is it? Triple word score or whatever?
Whatever.
I don't think I've ever played Scrabble correctly in my life.
It's pretty good. I like it.
That word's not going to get you a lot of points also because it's so many common letters. That's the thing.
I guess.
So you're not going to get a lot of points for it. You could probably figure something better out. Like, optimal for that word is so nothing. You get like 18 points maybe, and you're like, got it. And
you could also probably do ginger and end up with more, bro.
Yeah. I think, fuck, you guys just opened up a whole new can of worms. It's like, you ever heard of Mad Libs?
Yeah.
So it's the same thing where
I've made that game. I've made that game just slurs.
That's what I'm saying.
Made that game just slurs.
So stay with me. That's what all of us immature assholes did that ever played Mad Libs, like outside of school.
Yeah.
Right? Because you couldn't do it. You couldn't hand it to the teacher and be like, fact. You could,
I would. Knowing, sweating, knowing that it's just like,
you're going to get expelled and your grandma's going to beat the fuck out of you.
I went to Catholic school, so they would have promoted me.
They would have been like, you would be like, you're the duke or whatever.
You're the archbishop. You're the head of the archdiocese, actually.
You would have had a golden robe or those fucking hats on, the dripped out session.
Listen, would it be... first of all, I'm gonna buy Scrabble so we can do racial slurs. I'm gonna do that, so that's over.
It's gonna be way harder than you guys think. I've tried so many times. It doesn't work.
But now, it's been a long time though, hasn't it?
I have played Scrabble.
I feel like our wisdom now with age.
We should do Scrabble, but like we have, we use what letters we have to make a new slur, and we vote on how
good it is.
How good it is.
That's hard. I like that.
And we debate like who it's for.
Like,
I like that a lot. Is that an extra
you don't
ammo,
understand.
dude?
You don't understand.
That's not a bad idea.
You don't understand how good of content that is, but I'm sure it's gonna stay on the floor.
You know what it is? I took an edible 30 minutes ago.
Oh, so now he's like
I've got
starting to-
ideas.
Yeah.
That is such good content.
It's not a lie either.
It's not. He's not lying it even a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But like, we're not gonna
He's
use
ascending.
that.
I think it's a good idea.
No, it's a great idea. That's content. That's pure content.
Would
right there.
it be weird if
Yes.
if I bought? I guess it wouldn't be if I wore frequently a like an archbishop or whatever,
like a headdress.
Yeah, like if you wore stuff like that, like say casually going to a grocery store, is that like, is that not wrong? Because I feel like
technically disrespectful, but like also.
But like
so
say what? Because like say if you were one of those people, what is the like? I guess like say if you're a judge in England or whatever, you know how they wear the stupid robe and the wig,
right? Yeah.
Like
do they still do that for real?
Yes,
the judges? What?
In many countries actually.
What?
They still do that in South Africa. They still do that in
Really?
fucking yes. They still.
Elon's from a place where they still wear powdered wigs.
Yes.
You're lying.
To make crime
I'm not
judgments?
even. I'm not even a little bit joking.
That's crazy. I didn't know they still did
They
that.
still do it.
I've
believe
been
that.
there. I've been there, and I've never seen a judge there.
Yeah,
also.
you've never gone to
I'm
like
not,
a
I'm not
court
get- I'm
case.
not going to court dates while I was
You've
there.
never seen a judge?
Oh, not in London proper. When I was there, I was definitely not involved in any judgery.
I've seen one judge. I've seen
In your
one,
life?
Yeah, one judge because that was when I was.
Yeah, dread.
I was like, I wouldn't be here. If I would not be here if I saw Judge
Stop
Dredd.
moving black, and he would shoot you twice.
There's no reason you should see Judge Dredd other than you're to die, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
They made a character like that, and everybody thought it was cool. That nigga's a sociopath.
Well, actually,
They were like, oh,
imagine if we.
I mean,
Yeah.
I struggle to even think of a character that people love that isn't a sociopath or a psychopath on some level.
Yeah, I feel
Spider-Man.
like you know what's funny about
He's not a
think about
psychopath.
Kratos. Think about Kratos, man. You know how a lot of people are like, oh man, he was such a crazy killer and shit like that. It was so shoehorned in to focus on that when you think about it. Even something like The Last of Us, when you're trying to think about, hey man, revenge sucks and shit, and like it's like, well, who cares? I just killed like 300 people before this.
oh no, I had
Like, who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
Like that's where that moment falls flat.
It would be
It's
like-
like I killed a pregnant woman, I murdered a dog, I killed a little chubby Asian girl that was just scared that I was in a room where she was in out of nowhere. Like it's a bunch of
I don't care
it's-
at all. Like pick a Nathan Drake, who's just an explorer. He's killed hundreds of people.
Nathan Drake is a murderer.
He's
not an explorer. He's a murderer. There's a difference. Lara Croft has killed species that there's maybe 3 of them left, and she's killed 2 of them.
Nathan Drake has a higher kill count than fucking RFK, and that's kind of crazy.
That is pretty crazy. That is pretty
Insane.
crazy.
People are like, oh, Luke Skywalker. Luke Skywalker killed so many people on the Death Star.
Well, this is what I'm. This is
like
what I'm,
it's
So many, like a
dude.
fucking plumber. Ah man, my wife's making space roast. Boom.
It really it really would be like the 9/11 hijackers feel like learning that a baby was in the Twin Towers and then being like,
Oh no!
yeah.
There were families and children on the Death Star that did not want to be there. They were just there because they had to be.
It was just an off-site fucking job. Like normally they do it on their stupid planet, and they're like, "Hey, we got this big opportunity for you. We're building this stupid space moon thing."
What if that person was like, "I'm really trying to do something to really fuck these guys over, and I'm gonna slowly fuck with the plumbing, so eventually there's a bunch of fucking backed up trash on the side of here. I'm gonna make a small difference, but I'm gonna make a difference nonetheless." And all of a sudden, he feels heat and an infinite cold. he feels unbelievable heat and then the cold, and he doesn't even get a chance to bind with the Force.
So he doesn't
some
even get-
stupid 90-year-old dickhead decided to be like, my dad's a Nazi, and he's gonna shoot into
His
a
kill
tube.
count was really impressive.
It's
Yeah.
like in the millions.
Yeah,
dude.
because of how big that thing is.
It was a Bennett.
Because you think about just like even a ship. Like that's the one thing that it always disgusts me about thinking about ships. You're like, oh man, how cool would it be to be a pirate? And you're like, not only the aspect of how all the other disgusting aspects of it, but just how many people you need to maintain the ship. I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, fuck that. No way. No fucking way. So then Now times that by what? A ship by how many? 100,000?
It's insane.
Like as far as the space, I don't know how. I can't even quantify. I can't even really.
Yeah, it's hard to be.
I would need somebody to actually tell me how big the whoever did the calculations.
What size of a moon?
So it's not, but like
I'm sure there's some nerd.
Our moon, or I don't know. I think
it's what size of our moon. I think that was the point. It was the size of like our moon. That's why it looks the way it does.
Okay,
I could be wrong though. I'm not
I
exactly
don't know. I know somebody's done all the calculations.
There's millions.
There is some nerd out there who's done everything. Who knows exactly.
Let me see. I can look it up.
Yeah, look it up.
Yeah.
There's probably
like millions. I remember we went about it before, and we were like, "It's not that much," and I was like, "Nah, dude."
I think you're right. I remember us having this conversation, and it was way more than we thought. And, so Luke Skywalker but I love how if you don't hammer in on it, it's so easily excusable.
Yeah. You don't think about the fact that he's like
he's a hero. That's why
he's an entire society's Osama bin Laden times probably he's Osama bin Laden times the amount of people he killed per person.
I mean,
you know what I mean?
That is a very true assessment. Like it's a very true thing to say because
nearly 1.5 million people.
And how many of those people were bad?
He's got less than he's got less than Hitler numbers.
He's 1/6 of a Hitler, though. That's kind of crazy.
He's got less numbers than Hitler, man.
Right, but like the fact that
died on Alderaan, dog. When Vader blew up Alderaan, there was 2 billion people he blew up. I mean, and he did it with a press of a dog. Imagine being that far gone from some, because we're not heroes.
Wait, think about. Wait, hold on.
We weren't heroes. Right?
First of all, hold on.
What?
Spoilers about Alderaan.
Right, straight through, out the back. It looks like a hairstyle. Imagine being a good, we're not heroes, but we're not bad people, right? Imagine being so upset that you go from being like who I am right now to the kind of guy that's ordering puppies to get murdered and raped. Like, imagine that degree of the descent into oh, I'm really not me anymore.
Can I tell you something? I feel something slightly awakening in me.
Oh yeah, there's a darkness rising in me for sure.
The stuff that's going on, it's really. I was telling Chris before we started. I started rewatching Castlevania, the original Netflix series, because I just finished Nocturne, and the thing that's happening right now is I'm seeing very cathartic things within it. Like, say, Isaac gets harassed at that oasis, and then he just wanted to drink. There's plenty for everybody, and then he kills the shit out of them, right? And I was sitting on the couch, and it felt so good because my mind went to those guys vote. You know who those people would have been in modern day.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And it felt like those guys were being taken care of, and I was
Isaac, oh god,
he's actually
such a good character.
And this is the problem with I watched and finished Nocturne, and Nocturne I liked Nocturne. It was good. Yeah. I liked a lot of
I've only seen the first episode of the first season so far.
Okay, I like the premise. I like the Creole guys that they fucked with. I liked a lot of things that they did and that they showcased, but unfortunately, the writing isn't nearly as good as the original series. That's the only problem. It makes it not as good because the other season. So I was just like, if anyone hasn't seen either, watch Nocturne first because you don't even have to understand. They're barely connected. It's not even say if you.
There's one through line, and it doesn't ruin the other one by.
It doesn't. It really doesn't.
It doesn't ruin the other one. If you know about Castlevania,
you could watch it in a Red Dead kind of.
You
format
could. You 1000% can. And I would highly recommend watching Nocturne first because once you watch the original Netflix series, it is so much. It
spoils some stuff, but not
barely
even crazy.
Nothing.
Not even crazy.
Nothing. It's just as much as say Red Dead 2 would spoil shit in the first one.
Spoilers, because we're going to talk about the series. So people that are watching,
I mean, not crazy.
Yeah, not crazy.
We just want to mention it.
Yeah, I just wanted to mention it and be bro, because.
That first season of Castlevania is so good, though, man.
Season 1 is lightning in a bottle,
It's
dog.
way too good.
And then season 2 is some of the best animated television ever, dude.
It's because it's so. Yeah. It's because it's so tight.
Yeah.
There's no fat on that.
There's no fat.
There's no fat at all.
It reminds me of getting a script and, like you said, trimming the fat. What it feels like is this is why I'm watching it again to try to criticize it. I'm doing an exercise of surely there's I did the same thing with Resident Evil 2 Remake. I talked about it on the podcast before. I'm I can't find any flaws in this game. and that feels fake. That doesn't feel real.
There's the one flaw in.
What do
one
you have?
flaw
What do you have?
At the end of 2, that final boss fight is so silly. I get it, and you earned it because of all the shit you've been through. You've been through too much.
I don't remember.
Like, it's silly in which way?
You just get a rocket launcher and shoot at him one time and blows top him off, and it's game over.
I mean,
but there's nothing wrong with that after the the bullshit journey you have leading to that.
Yeah,
because that entirety of the moment you go underground and you're part with the dogs, that part is so difficult and stressful. Like, it's not fun.
I really do
in that part of the game, but you're moving through it.
I really love endings like that, though.
Oh no, it's
like I like one of my favorite. I remember. Did you ever play or beat Fable 2?
Yeah.
My favorite thing about that game, outside of just like, I don't know, it's kind of a joy. There's something about that game that's got charisma.
It's magic. It's like lightning in a bottle kind of situation.
It's got a vibe. It's the same way that I feel about like the Star Wars soundtrack.
Yeah.
Where it's like there's like a cozy, like there's something about it that just like feels nostalgic, even if you don't have experience with it. But the way Fable 2 ends is awesome because like there's this guy, he's a dickhead the whole game. And then you go up to him, and then you just press Y.
And you kill him.
And you literally just pull your gun out, thinking that it's going to be this boss fight, and it's just some guy. So you shoot him, and he dies. And it's awesome. Like, it's because it's satisfying just to get there, you know what I mean?
I think it's the same as killing Micah. Like, that's one of the fucking... That is so excellent. Because it's not like I had to have some ultimate showdown with Micah. You're killing the bunch.
Now, literally.
He's just like, up, and then you just... kill the shit out of him. Like it's so like what the hell Dutch he helps you. He gives you a pass because he knows he did wrong.
He done fucked things.
He done did not good.
But have you seen that video of like that somebody made of I'm sure the audience is familiar with these videos, but the videos of them fucking with the real-time cutscenes, like placing dynamite before a cutscene happens, and then like it explodes, and then the cutscene happens, and they're just skeletons moving around.
Chef's kiss.
It's good shit.
The fact that game has that is insane in its own right.
Well, a lot of games have that. It's just the issue of like not a lot of games go that in depth about. Like, because Halo has real in-game in-engine cutscenes too that like you can throw a grenade before, but it's not going to like blow Chief's face off.
Right,
you know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's the combination of those two things that make it special. But like, there's somebody did all the craziest ways to kill Micah.
I've seen that. I 100%.
Where like he's just a skeleton. He's a skeleton.
You can blow him literally just. Like he's just
with a cannon.
Gone. His fucking top half is gone. So then he's just speaking he's just legs and he's speaking. He's and then just falls. His legs fall down. It's so funny.
It's awesome stuff.
Oh my god!
The skeleton.
He is one of my least favorite people ever.
Axe
I really
in his
can't
fucking
stand
forehead.
that dude.
Yeah, the axe. The cannon is my favorite.
The cannon just blowing into the skin of con. And so that felt great. So. Again, and so for like Resident Evil 2, that felt fine for me. I didn't feel bothered for it. Like I understand it's technically like kind of goofy, but also I don't want to fight that thing anyway. It's not
nothing's wrong.
Like,
nothing's wrong.
If I was
with
like agile and like I like bosses that fill up a stage when you're like say you're riding in fucking the thing,
Rising.
Like when there's something like really huge and amorphous and shit, and then like you just and it's like stage stuff, and you use the in a Resident Evil setting. I'm just like, what is this? Like, it's not. I can't really move. I can't really do so.
Yeah, the thing about Resident Evil is like combat's not.
Yeah, exactly.
Really, why?
So So I'm like, I don't really want to fight like a boss like that. Doesn't do anything for me.
Y'all don't do mercenaries and just scream at the TV.
I don't think
because I do that shit. I've
been wanting to play mercenaries.
In mercenaries in Resident Evil 4, I've beaten every stage to the point there's just no more people left. I've done that, but I'm not fast enough to get any like crazy numbers on it.
The thing that bothers me about Mercenaries
There's
is
like
that
no one left. It's insane.
Mercenaries is the weakest part of the Resident Evil experience. You know what I mean? Like I don't like.
It's just sugar candy.
Like if I'm playing a horde mode shooter, like Resident Evil is like the last thing I would want it to be modeled after. You know what I mean? Even Mass Effect 3 plays better than fucking modern Mercenaries.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, I know what you mean. I didn't play Mercenaries that much.
I loved it. Resident Evil 5's Mercenaries is a moment. That is something that is ingrained into.
You don't feel like you're too stiff in that game.
You're definitely not like you're not a mobile character in Resident Evil. And I think that's kind of the part like that you can't be mobile.
That's the point. But then that also kind of puts it into a position where it's like, well, combat's not going to be that engaging.
I think it's fun. It's fun beating the fuck out of Spaniards. It's fun. It's fun. She'll smash person in the knee, and then she's like, and you look up, and then you high knee her head off her body. So that shit is mad fucking funny, dude.
Since we're on the subject, Resident Evil, I do want. So just a brief touching of stuff that's happening. I saw Assassin's Creed is in the news again.
Oh, right.
Or in the zeitgeist again. Have you seen do you know the thing I'm about to...
I saw it and I was like, this is stupid.
Let me set the stage.
Yeah, do it.
So there's this sentiment going around about the new Assassin's Creed, about how it's like woke because it has Yasuke in it. Like, whatever. You know, that's kind of beside the point.
Yeah.
One of my favorite...
That's right, brother. I'm prepped for this segment.
You Ku Klux.
Fucking Yasuke. There's no such thing as a black samurai.
So
keep going.
A lot of people are talking about. Well, not a lot of people. Loud people.
The same people.
More people than you would hope, but not a particularly large amount.
100
are talking about. They're sharing clips of Yasuke fighting, and it's like amazing that Ubisoft in 2025 made a game where you're just a black guy killing Asians. And is it not?
Finally.
No, but like I saw it and I'm like, oh, this is cute because this is almost exactly to a T, the Resident Evil 5 situation.
Yeah.
I can't wait for that game to come out. I cannot wait for the remake of 5. That is going to be a moment in time.
It's going to be dope. Yeah. But I'm going to
feel young again. Like, I'm going to feel like a kid again. And be like, oh, man, I remember doing this.
You know what's so annoying about that talking point was... It was talking point from the Resident Evil 5 one was from the people that you expected to criticize it. It was from some outlets that you really didn't pay that much attention to.
Yeah.
Like I'm like reading some articles and I'm like, this is funny because people who actually play these games, I didn't even think about how many Spaniards I killed in Resident Evil 4. It didn't cross my mind. I was just killing Spaniards. I'm in the village. I'm in this region. I'm killing the people that are there. Resident Evil 5, not until it was brought up did I really focus on it, and it just made it way funnier. Yeah. Like it kind of enhanced the experience of like, oh, this is kind of funny now that I think about it, and it wasn't problematic at all.
Well, dude, it is a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation, right?
Yeah.
Like, let's say you make them all white zombies, and you're whitewashing Africa.
Yeah, well, totally,
which is crazy,
totally.
Or
what makes it so funny? There's only one part of the game where I'm like, it's the tribal part. Like
that's
part's
the hilarious.
Part where I'm like, all right. I'm still having fun.
The only say, because like it's no matter how you look at it, it's like what they should have done. Let's say if we're gonna be like a realistic thing, Sheva would have been like, we got to find another way around that gate. Like, because otherwise we're gonna have to go in that village and kill everyone. And
it's the metal gate.
Maybe,
right when you're
maybe
on the
there's
boat, right?
because you got to get those pieces to open up the gate. And so it's like, we got to find another way around this gate. Maybe we can blow it up with something because they have weapons or something. Because we're going to have to decimate that fucking tribe.
That's just there.
Dude, that's what always bothers me about those games, man. Like, the thing that bothers... Like, I love...
Every single game that has stages, every single game that just has this problem.
Well,
Master Chief can climb a mountain. Don't fucking look at me and tell me he can grab into the mountain and break his hand into it and go up the mountain.
No, but sure. But the thing about that is, like, in those games, you kind of can. Like, you can find, you know what I mean? Like, you can get over the mountain and break through the, you know what I mean?
Way around it, right? You can do
I
that,
see.
But like, it'd be like, I don't have to break mechanics and be stuck on geometry to do that. Like in
no. But what I'm saying is, like, in a Halo game, like, you're on a linear path, but there are ways that you can do shit. You can find your place in situations where you can do the things that you couldn't do in lore. Like, I'm at the top of a building by jumping off a fucking ledge onto a lamppost up into the top. You know what I mean? Like, that's some crazy shit that you can do, despite how limited you're supposed to feel. It bothers me about those, like, Resident Evil, specifically God of War, specifically the new God of Wars are ridiculous about that, because I'm in a cutscene flying off a mountain, landing on a dragon. Doing this crazy shit. And then, like, oh, how am I going to hit that lantern from over here? You know what I mean?
It is, it's been a problem since the beginning. Game, and they, especially in the God of War series, but they try to make things slightly better. Because one of the things that we all criticized back in the day, the OG ones, was opening the chest to get your orbs and stuff like that, your health, your magic. Like, the struggle. And, like, I just watched, especially in number 2, I watched him throw a statue, a Colossus statue. He tosses the motherfucker and it goes flying back. And then, I got to heal. And I'm like, what is this? Why are like at some point somebody in that studio had to be like, this is stupid.
Well, yeah,
this is dumb.
It's always like the thing is like, yeah, this is dumb. Does it look cool? Kind of, yeah.
Yeah, it's probably yeah.
Leave it in.
Like
Does that fit?
Like,
Yeah.
hey, it's cool though. It kind of makes you feel.
It feels like it tricks you into feeling rewarded.
Yeah. Like this is a tough thing, and I'm like, that's stupid. But I want to go back to. Do you remember the guy, the guy's name that brought up we're killing Asians as a black guy?
The Korean guy.
Yeah, there was do you remember his name?
Amazing, a Korean defending.
This is this guy that,
activity.
Especially around that period of time that the game's around.
Wild activity.
Very interesting.
Wild activity.
Let me see if I can find, because this guy
People don't read or understand things anymore. People just choose not to try to understand things.
A Korean.
So this is what
Korean coming to the defense of that period of Japan is like.
This is what
It's
he
like
actually
me
looks like.
defending the British.
Have you ever seen a clip
like a
of this
Jew
guy
tweeting
before?
Elon.
This guy look familiar at all to you?
Who is that?
That's the guy.
That's the guy?
So that's just the guy. He does. I just discovered literally last night that he does content, I guess, too.
Let me just say this. You asked if he seems familiar to me. The answer is yes.
That's crazy.
I wasn't gonna go there, but
crazy.
I wasn't gonna go there.
I'm
But
just
hey,
saying-
That's
Look,
crazy. You made that joke in.
I was gonna
modern
go there,
times.
but
I told you, man.
That
I
is-
told you the last couple episodes. I'm on my racist era.
I
That
was
is
not gonna go
insane.
there, but I completely understand why you went there. You know.
This is wild activity. Like I haven't heard a Asians look alike joke in literally like a decade.
Okay, so this guy, his name
Outside
is.
of my head.
I mean, it is one of the more.
Anyone
compared
listening to this? Anyone listening to this? You might have heard of this guy on Twitter. At least if you're on Twitter, Kangmin Lee. He pops up every once in a while. Calm down. But this guy has popped up. If you're remotely interested in video games, you have come across that guy. Calm down. Calm down. It's okay.
We shared the most. That was such an office, stupid. Like that was just the lamest way to communicate a mutual racism.
Yeah, I'm clipping that for sure. Like
good,
that's we're definitely because I clearly don't mind. Cash.
I love Koreans.
Yeah, Koreans are great. They're making some good media now.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Although I will say,
Squid Game, good.
I don't know if you've. I will say.
Squid the game.
Okay, so
didn't do that.
Hold on.
You wanted to though.
Let's settle something.
Yeah.
Japanese or Korean barbecue?
You can't beat bulgogi, man.
That's kind of so.
J barbecue is good, but K barbecue is more abundant, and I think there's more better.
I actually disagree.
Really?
I think Japanese barbecue, the stuff I've had at Japanese barbecue, most of it is really good to the point where, like, I think most of what you get from Japanese barbecue is better than most of what you get with Korean barbecue. But bulgogi, man, like, is such an S tier.
Great flavor.
Like, I like bulgogi more than anything I would get at a Japanese barbecue. Like,
It's a great-
easily,
it's a
especially
great- it's a
spicy
great
bulgogi.
flavor.
Oh,
Spicy bulgogi
dude,
chicken
bulgogi-
is awesome.
It's
Bulgogi,
crazy.
rice and just corn. It's a perfect meal.
Yeah, like that's kind of like I've overall enjoyed like more because most of the time like at Korean barbecue it's like we'll entertain the brisket.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? We'll entertain the the whatever other cut of meat we're getting. But by the end it's always bulgogi,
Yeah.
more bulgogi, more bulgogi.
The problem with all
best.
the other things is like they're not marinated. So I like
Exactly.
them infinitely less.
There's spicy chicken I've gotten from a few of them that's really, really
Like
good.
I like the bulgogi is marinated. They bring it out fucking marinated. So then when I cook it, it's delicious. And then they bring out brisket, they bring out the pork belly, they bring out everything else. It is fucking no season has touched it. And then we put it on the grill and then we dip it in season that's on the table. And I'm like, when have we as human beings, us, ever cooked like that? Like imagine getting like a piece of chicken, slapping it on the fucking skillet, and then having your sauce. You're like, all right, you're like,
I don't have to imagine it because that's exactly what what these places do.
yeah. And I'm like, no, I like to season my shit before I slap it on the grill, seal in the flavor, and then I like to have a little extra something on the side. So to me, that's why the bulgogi is. I really only go to Korean barbecue for that, and I love the paper rice. The like, I know
the
a lot
paper
of
rice
places
is
don't
good,
have
yeah.
them sometimes, and I'm like,
The paper rice.
Where's
is
my
good
paper
shit.
rice? I fucking love it because it's almost like a little taco. Like it's like a rice taco.
It feels.
I mean, I just like rice in general. So like, I'll eat that by itself.
Yeah,
I'll take everybody and eat it like a stackable, stacked lunchable.
It's great, man. We've been dude. What's your favorite grain of rice? Do you know?
Grain? Probably.
I actually don't know the answer.
Probably.
I didn't have one until Jojo started buying basmati.
Basmati is good, long grain.
Basmati is fucking. I've tried a lot of different ones.
Is that the thin one that you get with Mediterranean food?
No, these ones are a little bit. These ones are a teeny bit thicker. A lot of the Mediterranean ones.
I prefer thicker rices.
They're long
personally.
grain though. They're long grain. I'll drive them. It's like the most Mediterranean rice.
The ones that I would get the most was jasmine and basmati, but basmati, especially like when it's ready, I haven't. All the other ones that I've tried doesn't have the same smell. Like it has this smell and flavor that I can't replicate with something else.
I think I buy
I eat brown rice
basmati.
more often and not now, like in the house.
That makes me want to vomit.
But it's not bad. It's really not.
It's
bad.
fine. It's just the texture does not hit for me.
The texture of what?
Brown rice. The texture is not nearly as satisfactory to me.
It's isn't like as good. I can admit that. But like I don't.
I mean,
the best rice that makes sticky rice. I'm trying to remember what the rice is. Uses sticky rice, but whatever that rice is my favorite.
I have no idea.
That's a short grain, I think.
It is definitely a short grain.
Yeah,
I have no idea, but I know how you can kind of cheat and make a version of sticky rice.
You can make it with pretty much any kind of
rice.
rice.
You could pour glue on your rice, I guess.
Yeah, you
can like marshmallows, but yeah, glue works.
Marshmallows and rice.
Yeah.
What?
Opposed to glue?
That marshmallow. I mean, I guess you could use. Ew,
like Rice Krispies.
So
sweet rice is
Rice
gross.
Krispies.
Yeah, but I just sweet, but like Rice Krispies.
You're disconnected. The fact that's not rice anymore. That's Rice Krispies.
No, the way
that's no
I kind of feel that.
Once it becomes that, it's like I know popcorn is corn and I know corn nuts is corn, but it's not like say have you just have like corn cooked.
Right.
And a corn nut, it is so vastly different.
Yeah, they are so different as to essentially not be the same. Like Rice Krispies and rice are not the same thing.
Like
to me.
I feel like
not even slightly.
But they are.
But they're not
like
though.
it's from the same thing. It's kind of like
that's like in the same way that like
a caterpillar and a butterfly are the same thing.
Well,
but
Kingston,
they're not anymore.
Somebody kill him.
That first of all,
someone kill him. Someone kill him right now.
Here's the thing about it is like it's the same thing in the sense that like if I took you in this moment and then shot you in the head and melted you.
That's still Kingston, technically.
That's not. No, it's not. Though.
That's Kingston. That was Kingston.
It's ostensibly so different as to not be you anymore.
That was me. I think they both started at the same place. This argument's really fucking stupid. I don't want to have it.
So
I don't want to have it, but like I don't want to give up.
I'll eat a caterpillar or butterfly. It's fine.
Eating a butterfly is a monster.
But the thing is,
as a human,
they probably taste a little different.
Insidious, like eating a butterfly as a person consciously.
I start with monarch butterflies, and I start with the wings.
You're like, ooh, dude.
There's some freaks that like that's a delicacy, like probably in Thailand or something, where they're like
freaks. That's crazy.
Just get a stick with a like a big paper towel soaked in like adhesive. And you're just like waving it around and then you just eat it like a fucking turkey leg.
I forgot what I saw that somebody put webs on the stick and then caught a bunch of flies and then ate the web.
Oh yeah, that's I know that's a cartoon. Yeah. I know exactly. I see it in my head. But I don't see
like a cartoon reptile or something.
It was like Cartoon Network.
Was it like a cartoon animal?
It was
like
some sort of animated
like it was a
animal.
creature. Oh, see, I'm okay with that. I was thinking it was Bobby Hill or something.
No, it was like something.
Dad, look what I got.
Look what I got, Dad.
I want to say it was like something like
cats on it.
There's cats on it.
It was like a vaguely horror-related thing, right? Like it was supposed
to be something scary, but I don't think it was.
Like
maybe Billy and Mandy?
It might have been Billy. Like it was the idea of like two characters were out doing something. They, almost like the play was like a date but spooky, or something. And they were getting cotton candy, but it was just like spider webs. And
was it Billy's son?
I don't remember. Maybe. You know what's really bothersome about this is that I can see this scene really vividly in my head, but I can't see the art design of it or who the fuck it is.
I'm seeing a hill. I'm seeing people laying on a hill. There's some sort of
whatever. I'm sure,
I have no idea.
If you are 29 to 32 and you're listening to this, and you might know the answer to this, please link this to me because this is gonna bother me for a long time.
You'll get it. Somebody's gonna find it.
You were saying something about Nocturne. I forgot.
I was into my Nocturne, and then we actually went way past that.
Let's move on.
We were talking about that guy. No, we're
the Asian fella.
we were talking about the Asian, the Korean feller. He just fell into the same as a what's his name, Grumps or Grums?
Oh, Grums.
Yeah. He fell into that same lane. He saw that he got like a big audience, right? He got a big ass audience. He's like, oh yeah, I can grift and make some money on Twitter now because you can monetize everything. So now you look at his past. Some people start looking into him. He has many pictures with black people, even though he exclusively only shits on black people now. That's like his existence and right now he doesn't play video games either because he wasn't criticizing any of the cultural stuff going on in any of the other Assassin's Creeds because they've been doing it many times. Because a lot of people are saying things like, oh, it's the historical inaccuracies. There's this one guy, he asked, like, why are people so mad about this one specifically? And this is what this guy said. Asura, because they disrespected the shit out of Japanese people and rewrite their history for them. I don't remember, but I believe they even made some comments blaming their consumers too. I think the nitpicking is just all that frustration manifested. And when he was saying that, it was like, you clearly have never played one Assassin's Creed. Because what do you mean?
Most of them do that?
Not most of them. Every single one.
Well,
it's the purpose of
I guess
that.
I just don't know how rooted in history the origins or you know what I mean? Like because there used to be more historical fiction I think than they are now.
No, it's very much the same.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. It's very much the same. They use historical characters. There are kings and people that like say I played Odyssey I beat it like 3 times and like
crazy work. You beat that game 3 times.
It's actually it's good. Like I feel like there's a lot of things. There's especially when it comes to Ubisoft. There's a lot of uncharitability that like say that people give to it, and then so they'll just not try something. Versus like say I think like From Software has like over charitability to where the problems that they have people ignore.
Yeah,
and there's
100%.
So there's like a thing where I'm like Ubisoft has issues. Everybody knows that, but then there's some diamonds in the rough. And they have some games that are actually pretty fucking good.
There's Ubisoft, but why is it there We Be Hard?
Wow.
There We Be Hard.
why does that exist, huh? That's bad.
We Be Hard. That is so stupid.
Well, it's also just like I've heard that so many times.
Yeah.
Like macro hard, you know?
Macro hard is fucking funny.
Macro hard.
Yeah.
Macro hard is funny.
Macro hard is unironically like a bad like if I were to ever have a band.
You call it macro hard?
Macro hard goes. I love that.
Macro
so
hard goes macro hard.
Macro. It does, dude.
In fact,
Macro Hard is my favorite band ever. I love that they're Jewish and they've said they are, but I don't
they're
really
Jewish
know.
And they claim they're not gay.
From the river to the sea.
From
Yow.
Bro. Ooh, Yasuke will be free.
But yeah, so like I don't know. I love the circle back to the Resident Evil 5 stuff with this.
Yeah.
It's just the other side doing it. It's great.
Yeah,
I
just
love
being
it.
I love just standing in one place and watching everybody like just twirl around me. And then they look at me as if I've moved.
Yeah,
forever.
you're crazy. You're a grifter or something. I'm like, what?
It's true.
No, I like video games and I still like them and I have nothing. I can't say anything about Yasuke or
I like
Assassin's
video
Creed.
games and hate retards.
I mean, that's always been consistent.
I like video games, and I've always been a little racist, and that's it.
And that's it.
Yeah, me
What's
too.
wing with that?
I'm not mean to anybody. I just have thoughts.
That's default gamer experience.
Yeah. What was that Wonder Chosen thing that you remember that we gotta celebrate our differences?
That shit wasn't even funny to me. It was just like, this is kind
You
of
don't remember that?
I might
Shit was
have.
crazy.
It was.
I might have
at
seen
the
it.
time. It was unbelievable.
Yeah, it was like a Comedy Central show.
I might have seen it. I just kind of. It sounds familiar. I'm not sure.
It was a Comedy Central show that looked. They were trying to give like a Sesame Street kind of
Right.
thing.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's got some that song about the slaves. Slaves built the pyramid, and he's like, "Thank you, slaves," and it's like, this is crazy.
That's
amazing.
You can't stuff like. I'm not like a oh man, I miss the old days kind of person, but I think having the ability to put shit like that out there, you would give you the chance to see who's a fucked up person.
You
who
gotta
really
exercise
isn't.
your demons, man. Like
I
I
don't
think
even-
that's
I
like
don't even think-
I think it's a good thing.
It's not even demons in a sense. I don't laugh at prejudice because
Well, I don't believe
I'm
in
prejudiced. I laugh at the fact that someone could believe that. That
It's
is what
right.
you laugh at. You don't laugh at like.
Or just laugh and me more simply, just laugh because it's fucked up. It's just dark.
Yeah, but like that's the thing. It's like I'm laughing at the insanity of it.
Right.
I'm not laughing at the like.
The funniest part about it is that it's a real person and how silly that is.
Yeah, exactly.
Like this is a real like every caricature that we've invented, even the most over the top ones here, are real. Like that's a person that exists.
100%. Yeah.
You know,
look,
somewhere.
I
even
have
if it's only 20 people on the planet.
Look, I have a clip on my phone of me. I was playing Resident Evil 5 on
of course.
And it's just I'm in the village. I'm in that tribe, and I'm just with the stun gun just going to town, and I'm like saying certain things. I'm having the time of my life.
Put the gun down. It's a zombie with a stick.
with a zombie with a frying pan in his house cooking.
Zombie.
The motherfucker doesn't even have the Ouroboros. He's fine.
He's just no one there has Ouroboros. In fact,
Hey,
Chris is just tripping.
Hey,
and
friend.
Sheva's just like,
Hey,
Chris.
friend, welcome. Just
Triple barrel shotgun to the fucking dome of this poor future track running star. He has a beautiful future ahead of him. And he's like, "Oh, sir, I don't know what's going on, Mr. White Man. We love you because for some reason Africans are Stockholm into loving
He was
white
like,
people.
oh,
Get him, Mr. White Man.
Mr. White Man, you are white like ivory." Boom. It's just they were getting hostile, Chevy. You saw it. Chevy, you saw it. I want to keep my job, so yes, sir. Yes,
You're
sir.
a good one, Sheva.
You're one of the good ones, Cheva.
Your lighter skin tone doesn't frighten me, Sheva.
Sheva is trembling the entire time. She's on edge the whole game. Standing next to Chris fucking Redfield.
Making her attack other fellow Africans.
You are white like ivory. It's crazy.
While there's just a fucking gun that is like 10 feet
You remember
long.
the one with the snoot,
Like-
the gun with the snoot, the Magnum? The last one you get, the one after you unlock, you upgrade the first Magnum all the way, and
dude.
it has the barrel looks like, I'm not gonna, that was so
you
racist,
are
I was
white.
thinking.
Oh.
The
You
barrel-
are white like Ghost of Christmas Past.
Oh, well, thank you.
He didn't even mean to do it. He was just like, it was just like, yeah, what's happening?
Oh, what's happening?
Oh no!
It just takes over.
Oh no, my heart,
Dude,
Dude, I've been playing fucking Mafia.
Oh, yeah.
Mafia 1.
Game's
Yeah.
crazy.
You got like the definitive edition.
Yeah. I figured, I think it was on PlayStation Plus, and I was like, oh, I have this. I might as well play it.
Yeah.
It's unreasonably well written.
I've heard great things. I just haven't played them yet.
No, I know. Me too. I'm like, but it's always sitting in the background. I'm like, and I think about like, when did the fuck did this game come out initially? That was like, what, like 2005 maybe?
Forever ago.
That's a 360 one, right?
Mafia 1, I think, is
It might have been PS2.
original Xbox.
Was it OG Xbox?
Maybe. I don't know. I might have to fact check that.
Three keeps blurring in my brain. I keep thinking
Three
Mafia
is-
3.
Three is
That
the one
one's a
with the
360, right?
Negro.
The New Orleans,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That apparently was really
Okay.
good too.
Well, I mean, that's what he was.
That's what they called him for
That's
sure.
what I'm
100% they
saying.
called him that.
What was I gonna look
They
up?
didn't call him a black man.
No, they did not call him.
a-
They called him boy and Negroid. What?
What was I gonna look up? I completely-
Why isn't there,
Mafia 1.
Oh yeah.
why isn't
Really
there a
state.
game where you play as a slave, a freed slave? Like, why isn't that a game yet? Like, I'm surprised it hasn't happened.
Huh.
Yet.
There probably some indie shit that we don't know about, and I want to play it.
Like, why?
It was like that Aztec fucking game
Yeah, like
where you're
game called
killing
like
the
Run Nigga Run.
conquistadors.
Like, why isn't that a game yet? Like,
Whoa.
Why would you say that?
Yo,
like
that's-
something like what's like? Why don't we have like
See, you may that game exists on like fucking.
it's somewhere on Steam?
It's like a flash game on a fucking racist website.
Yeah.
What
Like,
do you
there
say?
has to be-
Stop! So I don't entertain that. What are you gonna say?
So dude, 2002, the original Mafia came out.
Wow.
what?
So that was PS2.
Did
That was
remake
PS2.
it?
That was PS2.
That makes
I guess
sense
three
because I
is right.
have memory of people doing that thing of like, oh, what did you like better, Godfather or Mafia? I never played
Godfather.
I never played Mafia. I played Godfather, and I was like, why
that
do
was
I need?
on that was on PS2 as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I was like,
remember
why
that
do I
game
need
being
to?
insane? 'Cause
That
came out
game
on-
is
that
awesome.
game came out in between. It came out it came out a little after San Andreas.
Something
I remember that.
Definitely after.
San Andreas.
Yeah.
The only thing
Remember
I remember
that game being insane.
Dude, that game was so fun.
You had the slow down time thing, right? You did. You had the.
I don't remember that.
I think you did.
That was the
Yeah.
first game I got from GameFly.
Really?
Was The Godfather. I can't remember if it was the second one or the 360 one.
There's one for 360?
Apparently.
I mean, maybe Godfather 2, or maybe they put it on that.
They might have. Maybe
they might have ported it. I don't know.
I have no clue.
I just remember I had no interest in playing Godfather, and my friend was like, "You need to play this," so he let me borrow it. And I
that's not very much not a you need to play this game.
But here's the thing: when you had nothing else like this,
right?
It was very much like a great experience. It was just like most Rockstar games, for example. Well, you were like, I don't need to play the Warriors.
I'm thinking of
and
Scarface.
then you fucking play the Warriors. Oh,
the Godfather action. So the Godfather game came out in 2006. So that was 360. Yeah, that's about the same time.
I'm thinking of the Scarface.
Wait,
game.
there's a
there might be a PS2 version also.
There's for sure. I played well before I was because I was 8. I did not play that game when I was 18 years old.
PS2.
Like I played a PS2 Godfather game for sure. Dude, it
says initial release date March 26, 2006 on PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3, Windows, PSP, Xbox 360, and more.
I was 18 when I played that.
Did you guys play the Scarface game?
I didn't play
the Scarface game.
Holy shit, that game is just Vice City. It's the same game as Vice City.
I mean, Vice City is
yeah.
That would make sense.
Jesus Christ, I really
it was amazing.
Okay, no, I mean I'll take the word for it being I'll mean it would make no sense that I'm correct. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah.
But like I just don't remember. I remember being much younger when I played that. But like I was thinking like 16 years old or something. But anyway, bro, what?
Apparently, the Scarface game is a really good game.
I mean,
apparently it's a great game.
I think there's a lot of
course, people that are reviewing it probably like it way more.
But I feel like there's a lot of like, say, did you ever play the Warriors?
Of course.
And like, say, like that to me, it was one of those games that doesn't get talked about at all, really. Mm-hmm. But every person I know really enjoyed playing that fucking game.
Yeah,
I think it's like that.
But everyone that would play that game would really, really enjoy it in the first place. It's like one of those things where it's like, you'd really enjoy that game if you played this. If you played this game, you're like,
it is kind of like Doom. Like you're not gonna
like people are not gonna say Doom 1 has like I think the first Doom that came out, the remake one, is a very good game.
Sure,
but people are like, this game is flawless. I'm like, it's a good game.
I think I actually think it's really damn good.
I think the shotgun in that game it validates every other weapon.
It's exactly
and
what
I think that's a design problem, but it's not a bad game. That does not ruin the game at all.
Yeah, to me, it's not. To me, it's because I think even like fighting games, people talk about that as an issue a lot of times. I think that multiple weapons are specifically always just an option, and usually, especially a lot of these games are designed to be played on harder modes. There is a particular weapon that is going to carry you through that game, usually. And other things is more for, a lot of times, the more of a casual sense of just having fun and experimenting.
It's like the battle rifle in Halo. Like, that's kind of like
there's certain, like, if a lot of times, it's like a lot of times in other shooters, it's like, well, you're gonna get your sniper rifle. If you're going to play on the hardest setting, you'd be kind of silly to not just headshot people.
Yeah,
because that is
distance.
Yeah, so it's like it's going to ensure really keep you alive.
Beating Gears of War without a sniper is impossible.
I don't know how you do that. I don't know how that works.
So it's like,
for me. So I think my always design is that you have one or two weapons, but you can change the way you play with them. That is my design. I prefer a few things.
Well, if you play on the hardest settings, you're probably not. You're going to find the most efficient weapon versus I'm going to play around. And I feel like, say, if you're playing on like the setting of normal, you can probably beat the game with just the pistol, like in Doom. You can. I mean, who the fuck would do that? But I'm just saying, like on a normal setting. I
don't remember using the pistol. I remember using it in the very beginning.
The pistol's the worst gun in Doom. In the first,
doesn't feel good.
They didn't even bring it back for Eternal. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure the pistol's not even. Because why the fuck would Doom guy have a pistol? Also,
I guess like it's fine to start with, but yeah, as soon as you get the shotgun, you're like, why am I going to use it?
Yeah, and you get the shotgun immediately.
You do.
Like
you do. I think you jumped out of the thing, and the shotgun's like waiting for you down there or something.
Yeah, you take it off somebody's body, right?
Something like that. Yeah, I think
someone else had that shotgun and died. It's crazy.
I think before you jump down, you get it. Yeah, I think you're right.
It's something like that.
I think you like grab it and then you jump down and start blasting people or something.
But I think, Doom Eternal actually is really well done in that way. Where like you can't, that actually is a game where you can't rely on any one gun actually.
That's cool. See,
which is amazing. It's really well done.
If you design it in that way, it's a way to force people to engage. Because I know there's a lot of people that are like, autistic the way they play games. They're like, I don't want to use anything else because I love this particular thing, but I like the idea of when you make people use other things. I think that's actually kind of like, it probably pisses them off. But it's like, oh, I can't beat this. I love what Dark Souls 3 did with what's his name?
The Giant.
The Giant. I love what you get that specific sword to beat him. Otherwise, you're gonna fight him for 30 minutes because you're chipping nothing. I love that idea.
Sucks right afterwards. Like,
yeah, you can't. It's only for him. It's only for him, and I love that like bit of just that little thing where encouraging people to like switch it up, use something else.
In Elden Ring, the fucking spear sword that you fight the Rykard with.
Yeah.
That you have to like fucking beat him. You have to beat him with this particular weapon. You want to fight him with something else. Have fun walking in lava. Like that.
Right. Good luck. And I think that's cool. To me, that's cool design. It's like that's when you okay, like let's utilize a lot of these weapons within the gameplay. Other than say like God of War, I feel like one of its major issues was, especially in the older games, was that
a billion weapons.
Nothing. The blades, nothing came close to being as good as the Blades of Chaos, except for maybe in God of War 3 when you get Hercules' gauntlets. That shit felt fun. Yeah. There's the Nemean gauntlets.
The line, right? The Nemean lines.
Yeah, so you get those gauntlets.
Breaking.
That shit felt great.
You'd hit a giant and he would slow down and be like, ow.
The impact games used to be better at it actually than they are now.
I agree.
I feel like there's the diversity in weapons was dope as shit.
Yeah, like I'm playing through like the original Medieval also right now.
Yeah.
Because they did a remake of it. I finished the sequel. And so I was like, oh, I should finish the remake of the first one. But like that game has a ton of weapons and they're all useful for very specific.
Yeah, same thing like Ratchet and Clank.
Like exactly. Yeah. Like you need the hammer. You need the hammer to break through these things and then these specific shields. You need the lightning to get people from a distance. You need this arrow to deal maximum damage to flying. Like you know what I mean? Like everything had a reason to use it.
That's how game design worked. Because it was more like, ah, man,
that game also has like 500 enemy types. I'm like, I don't know how they fit all this.
I'm feeling really old right now thinking about that. Yeah. It's like, holy shit. Remember when games were like that where you're like, oh, this gun does a lot of damage. This gun is going to like turn people into cows. And this one will free people to help me move through surfaces. It's like this stuff like that where it's like,
I got to say, the more I'm thinking about God of War 3, actually, specifically, they balanced that out extremely well. Now, when I really do think about it, They did, specifically in that game, they did a fucking really good job with the weapon types and using them for specific things and all that shit.
Where will those weapons go?
That is my biggest criticism of 2018 is that, well, first of all, the amount of retconning they did, because you don't have the Blades of Chaos anymore within the original series. Like you have blades, but they're different blades.
You're the Blades of Hades now.
Yeah, the Blades of Chaos were the first ones to get. Then you got the Blades of Athena, then the Blades of Exile.
Exile's one to Hades.
That was the last one you got, the Blades of Exile.
The purple ones, right?
No, they had a little bit of reddish on them or something.
Which were the ones?
You had Hades' fucking hooks. He had these hooks. That was just a rudder weapon, but your actual blades. So they just made it that they always follow you now. They did a lot of things that don't make any sense. I don't really care about that anymore. But the biggest thing was just the lack of weapons. That was such a major staple in that series of having like a lot of, and some of the weapons were stupid, but it was cool that there was even some variety.
Yeah.
But this one, I was like,
sometimes the staples don't matter. Yeah.
The same thing with like fucking like in Devil May Cry, they give a very good entrance where they're like, Dante sells off his shit because he's terrible at money. So like he kills these demons, he's like, fuck, I'm really down bad on money. Here's these 2 swords that have a fire and a wind demon in it. I swear to God.
Is that what that was?
I swear to God, that's what they explain why he has the
I respect that arms. At least. I respect the
fact that they did that, like in the second game. They were like, yeah, like he's terrible at money, so he kind of just sells them off and gives them to people. And it's like,
I like that.
People are just running around with those weapons.
Look, I like a good reason. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Just that right there. The good reason is I will concede to a good reason, not just any reason, but a good one.
That's the most annoying thing about
funny.
That's the most annoying thing about games like that, though. Where it's like it's where I didn't find in like shooters, right? Where it's like because you're not building a skill tree throughout like a Halo game or like a Call of Duty game. Like you are who you are regardless.
Right.
So like you're never losing anything from sequel to sequel. You're always starting off as capable as you are.
Yeah.
Versus like, I don't know, there are those like platformer combat games where like you accumulate all these abilities and then the sequel comes and you're just fucking weak again. It's like I understand it. I get why.
Yeah.
From a literal like I'm gonna build this perspective.
Yeah.
But like in game I'm like, what the fuck? This is so dumb. At least give me a dumb reason.
Yeah.
What
like that.
What is the game I remember?
God of War 2 did it really well, actually.
You have all the same weapons as you did.
All the same ones?
I don't think I've ever seen one.
I don't think
there's a particular game.
I feel like a lot of people would complain about that.
I feel like there's another game where you start off with the same abilities. Like game 1 to 2, you have all your abilities. You just get more of them throughout the game.
I don't know.
I can't think of anything.
I can't even imagine
My brain's trying to remember it, and I'm just coming up with like blanks.
Maybe this is a good thing. Maybe somebody listening right now might have an example of playing a game where I can't think of a single game like that either.
All your abilities still.
You have everything, but you're just more.
You just gain more ridiculous ones as you play the game.
It would probably have to be something just like you don't
I'm
necessarily.
Zelda, but not. It can't be Zelda.
It's not a game that you level up stuff. It's like I'm trying to think of something like Crash Bandicoot. Like it's just an example. Like you have a certain move set, and then maybe you just
that's more common, I think.
Yeah.
Like, but I mean, like all your like crazy abilities, you know?
Yeah.
It's always gone. It's always back to like I'm back to punching and kicking.
Am I thinking Ragnarok? Ragnarok couldn't have been it because you're missing some stuff between.
It's the main thing is just your lack of badass armor, or because like the thing that's really stupid is
the armor's not real change, bro. It's an idea of your perspective, bro.
That's shotgun shit to me. Like just shut the fuck up. That's not
worth a shotgun. But yeah, I get it. I get the passion. I like the passion. I like the passion.
It is now. I'm ready.
Yeah, there's gonna be a picture of your fucking dark version too. The bestial version of you out there.
He's just gonna end up being this fucking dude who was it that new black shooter that we mentioned in the last episode.
The Blotzy.
We learned more about him.
Oh right.
I don't know what's happened. Hit me, please. Let me know.
Oh no, so it turns out he was a big fan of Candace Owens.
Oh, jackpot.
Which is really fucking funny.
That's what's
the list of his influences are vast and weird.
Let me see. Let's hear him.
Well, I couldn't find him because Google is unusable.
It sucks so bad.
It actually is crazy.
Yeah,
like
minus AI thing immediately, bro.
No, it's not even the AI. It's just like the world's populate. Even without the AI, there's so much noise that it's like it's impossible to even just rely on keywords anymore.
Yeah.
Because it's just a bunch of people either spamming or it sucks. It's all bots or losers.
Right.
But.
So this guy, right?
Yeah, this guy.
So all I know his last name's Henderson because when I was reading an article, I didn't see his first name, but they kept referring to the guy as Henderson, the Blotzy, which is I'm still. There's something. It's so hard to take this case seriously because of just the black Nazi aspect. It always reminds me of there's Black Hitler in there's two things. So first there's the commentary. There was the commentary community, Godzi Quozo, people call them Black Hitler. Oh
yeah, Black Hitler. That's right. Yeah.
Way more near and dear to my heart is the Black Hitler in Community, in the show Community.
Oh my god!
Do you remember that?
Wait.
Yes.
Yeah. What's the context of that?
So the context is I have to watch it again. It's so niche because it's like there's like a secret society thing type of going on, and I can't remember why. There's something going on.
It's gonna bother me the whole time.
It is. It's not. I wouldn't say a secret society, but there is something going on, and it's been too long that I can't remember why it happens. And there's just behind this secret door or secret something, there's just a Black Hitler.
What the hell? Oh, it's the air conditioning. It's the air conditioning.
It's the air conditioning. That's what it is.
Put a sack over your head and drag you here in the middle of the night. Why is there an astronaut in the corner making paninis? Simple. We don't want you to tell anyone
What?
about this. And if you do, we don't want them believing you. Isn't that right, Black Hitler?
Isn't that right, Black Hitler? Fucking John Goodman, man.
That is crazy.
Did he pass away or no?
No, he's still alive.
Thank goodness.
Yeah.
Thank Goodman.
Yeah, dude, that it's so hard for me to take this case seriously because I think about like these silly characters and shit. And
I just think about the black Klansman from the Dave Chappelle.
Oh, fucking Clayton Bigsby.
Yeah.
Classics. That was like the first episode.
Remember when that used to be like, wouldn't this be crazy?
I know, dude.
Oh god,
what an insane concept.
Yeah, man.
It could never happen. Never say never, man.
It would be so stupid, such as to be impossible.
Now we're here to the point where this black kid was like, I hate myself. Literally, everybody would always accuse like Candace Owens and I can't remember. Larry Elder was a guy, and Jesse Lee, all the people like that. They would always accuse them, saying you guys are self-hating and all that shit. And I'd be like, no, those people are grifters.
Yeah.
Here's a literal self-hating black kid that fell into the wrong crowd, hilariously started watching Candace Owens and thought she rules. She really speaks to me. He wrote about this. And somehow he said he wrote about iDubbbz, or he was a fan of iDubbbz.
I saw like some weird list. His lists are pretty, because there's a lot of right wing stuff in there for sure, but then there's just like random shit that like I don't know. It's weird. He's a weird guy.
Yeah, which to me,
but if there's anything that's consistent about crazy people, is that their beliefs don't always. They're not exactly congruent.
It's not everything needs to be like say liking, like it might have been like, oh, I also like Bill Burr or something. Like I bet that kid might have found something.
I found some of the sequels that actually do the thing, but continue.
Oh, okay.
Your piece.
But like that. That kid. Yeah, we touched on it in a second. That kid. Like I said, I'm sure he probably likes some Bill Burr segments or something like that. If you know what I'm saying,
yeah.
Like if he was like, oh, one of my favorite comedians, that doesn't say that Bill Burr. Obviously, it has nothing to do with that type of shit that the kid was into politically. Yeah. So the iDubbbz thing, I don't really see as someone would probably try to make a connection, but iDubbbz for me, especially. iDubbbz lately now, who's been like he's
not even lately over the last like 6 years.
Yeah, the last however many years is like he's done like Atonement or something
since before, like way before COVID.
Or what I mean is whenever he started putting out content about like kind of atoning, he was kind of doing like an atonement. You know what I'm saying? Like he made that. Yeah, I forgot what it was called. I missed the old iDubbbz. Yeah, like that. What I mean is that kid clearly, if he was a fan of like. You know what I'm saying? Like,
of course, no, yeah.
So it's I'm just trying to put it out there that if anybody's trying to make like, see, like if they're trying to say that's iDubbbz and Candace Owens have the same amount of influence on that kid, I'm like, let's not be silly. Let's not be silly.
Let's be real.
Not on his action.
Like that's all purely what I'm talking about. Like his ideology and what he was all about and shit with his Burzum shit. Like I don't even think iDubbbz know what the fuck Burzum is. I'm just saying as an example.
Yeah, the kid.
I feel like with less overtly political people, it's really like a Rorschach test at a certain point. You know what I mean? Like you really have to try to get a narrative or like an ideology out of a lot of content that you see. Yeah. But then there's people like Candace Owens who like that's their entire thing. It's what they're preaching at you.
That's their thing, and his political idea. Like you only watch Candace Owens for one thing. You're not watching her for comedy. You're watching her
for certain. No, well, I mean,
we're laughing at her, but I don't fucking watch her.
No, like, of course not. Who would?
Only black Nazis and racist white people would watch Candace Owens, like legitimately. And there's the proofs in the pudding. And I love that. I just came across a Instagram where it was the Daily Mail was mentioning this Blotzy, right? And all the comments are just retarded people saying that's not true or fucking liberals. And the defamation one. This one is kind of crazy because with the defamation one says Candace Owens, her own Instagram replies with yes. Like, this is type of shit that would, like it says this post reeks with a defamation lawsuit, crying, laughing emoji. And then Candace Owens replies with yes.
Oh, yeah. Just the fact that they're reporting on the guy that the guy had influence. So reporting
sharing
a fact,
facts.
I guess.
Sharing facts. Yeah. Reporting facts. Classic. Somehow, I'm like at the point where we were talking before this that it's clear. I didn't think about it until actually right now that defamation literally doesn't mean anything anymore. No. It's just... because defamation in court, if people didn't know, is extremely difficult to prove.
Oh yeah,
especially if the person's a public figure. It is there's almost certainly you're not going to win.
Also the degree of misinformation that exists now. Defamation is literally not. You can't sustain a defamation case anymore. Like there's so much misinformation about shit that's a fact.
Information
now is insane.
Misinformation
so
it's never been. Defamation is specifically you have to prove that this person is saying something about you maliciously and it also damaged your reputation. Yeah.
There's a core thing too where like they have to know that it's false also, right?
Yeah,
isn't that a big thing?
It's so hard to prove that like
because if you authentically think something based on the facts available to you, it's technically not. It's a really difficult thing.
You're right. It's like a Ronnie Radke.
This is way of slander. You can't do that no more.
The falling in reverse guy, Ronnie Radke. He said he was going to sue Anthony Fantano for defamation. Yeah. But all Anthony Fantano did was report on a story that Ronnie Radke allegedly sexually assaulted a girl, and he just commented on it. I'm like, your defamation is not going to do anything to him. First of all, Ronnie Radke, his reputation has not been tarnished. Yeah. People love him, like in his sphere of music, because there's a bunch of like screamo kids. That's so
crazy to imagine.
It is, but like when you listen to his music, because one night I was like, I'm gonna be charitable. I have never listened to an entire album of Falling in Reverse.
It's rough, man.
So I did it.
It's rough.
I did it.
I tried it. I tried.
Same.
I actually couldn't make it through
It's
the entire.
fucking terrible. I couldn't finish any of the
they that
songs.
bad?
Yeah. No,
I remember them being pretty popular for a period of
they're
time. When we were
very
younger,
popular,
yeah.
but that we know popular doesn't equal good.
That's true.
I would say pop. I'm much more charitable, where a lot of times the most popular stuff is pretty decent. When I listen to pop music, I'm like, I understand the melody. They
Yeah,
hit
like
the
I
right,
get it.
Yeah,
I get what's
it.
catchy about this.
I've listened to their most popular songs. I listened to their recent album, Popular Monster, and I was just like, I'm being 100% honest. This is all bad to me.
It's not even. It's not even
This
as
all
good.
sucks.
It's not even as good. There's not a single song of theirs that is as good as like Blurry by Puddle of Mud.
No,
and I don't even really like Puddle of Mud at all.
Look, I'm gonna be honest. I really like. Say for example, if Blurry is a song that doesn't like remind me of Puddle of Mud. What I mean by that is
It transcends them.
Yes,
Yeah.
1,000%. That's what I should have said. Because when I've heard any of their other shit, it's fucking just the worst dog shit ever. Like, She Hates Me. I hate that song.
It's horrible. Yeah.
There's another song that they started. I can't remember what the fuck it's called. There's a chorus. No, sorry, the bridge. It's the worst bridge I've ever heard, and I mean this. So I'm not no hyperbole. It's
you
something like
don't remember the name of the song?
no. Oh, Control. It's called Control, I think. And
I think I might know
and
that one.
here is the bridge. I'm sure some people. It's like, I love the way you look at me. I love the way you smack my ass.
Oh yeah, I do.
love
I know
the
that.
dirty
real.
things you do.
Yeah, I know that
I
one.
have control of you. I love the way you look at. I love the way you smack my ass. And I'm like, that's it. The phonetically, it's bad in every single way possible.
I forgot about that song entirely.
Melodically, phonetically, everything. It's so stupid.
Dude, I feel like I'm getting flashbanged by a song. It really is. It's just like an after.
Your ears ring. It's so bright. Your ears are ringing.
I felt that earlier, like yesterday, because that guy Solid JJ, he does I've done 2 voices for him. He does those like motion comics with like DC parodies or whatever.
Yeah.
But like he tweeted out somebody in Minecraft built like a mural to fucking grade A under A. And like just hearing that name was like, whoa! How fucking long ago was that? Look at him. He's got a fucking little Vietnam face on.
Wait, how recent was this mural?
Dude, I saw this on Twitter yesterday. And so I'm like, bro.
What in the fuck?
Why would?
Grade A under A is pre-pandemic.
Oh, right. Hey, you fucking Hillary Clinton, fucking Trump, Hillary Clinton, suck ass.
Isn't it crazy how long ago
It
that
was that-
feels?
Dude, I don't think.
I dare anybody to listen to this segment and not find themselves staring out into the fucking space.
I remember him by like Hillary Clinton versus Trump. That was like 2015 or something. Like, that's what I think of grade A underrated around that era, when you're complaining about haircuts.
Yeah.
Complaining about like,
Echoes, right?
yeah, all right.
So like he kind of sounds like
Stop.
He does though. I know what you're saying.
What?
I can't do his voice.
Oh, yeah.
It's just like that.
HV.
It's Comedy Short
Grade
Grade
A under A, the Raven.
Comedy Short.
No.
The most popular rapist in Britain, mate.
Stop.
See-
He's popular. He's not infamous. He's popular.
I mean, at this point,
He gets married, gets frustrated. Die, wife.
gets the chloroform,
Yeah,
you know. Don't make me bring it out, mate. Don't make.
He can manifest it. He can
I
put
wanted
his hand.
He's like a completely fucked Pez dispenser. Like if you made a dead
From the side. Can't even get the fucking candy out.
yeah, it just crumbles. It just gets caught in between the mechanisms. It just crumbles all over you. No, but dude, hearing the name Grade A under A really like it. Really, I felt like
flashback.
I felt like the war flashback meme guy. Where he's just like staring.
yeah,
I was like, bro, because I remember at the time, and I guess in my head, I remember feeling this way, and that feeling being so vivid that I guess it stuck with my association of him.
Yeah.
But I remember being like, whoa, it's crazy seeing a new guy. Like like he was like the newest YouTube explosion.
He was.
To me.
Yeah.
And like, so that to me stuck out as like, oh yeah, that was a relatively recent thing, because I remember the newness of it feeling so specific, because it was like a modern version of something you would see in like 2005. You know what I mean? Like that old like end of the world type shit where it was like drawings.
Yeah. You know what's interesting? I just thought of this. I just remembered that he did resurface, but crazy. This was like almost 4 years ago. Or almost 5 years ago, because he had a COVID take.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
And I remember, so I did what most people did. I looked at the comments section. People were like, "The fuck is this bullshit?" And so I just didn't watch it. I was just like, because I was like, "Oh, is it some stupid?" I
remember it being really boring.
It's probably. I'm assuming from the comments, it was like. He was doing this both sidesing thing with like the pen. I was like, I don't want to hear that shit right now.
Yeah.
I have no patience for that right now.
Put yourself in the ivermectin, yeah. And
Stop.
you think that he leave your bum there, yeah?
That's pretty good.
I really had to dig deep. It's probably not even close.
Actually, I hear it. I fucking hear it, dude.
It's spiritually close.
All right. Right.
This rapist, he looks like Sweeney, yeah? And they put him on a shirt, right?
Boom.
Crazy stuff.
Boom, 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 boom. You remember his intro?
He had a great voice, I will say. Like, I don't remember if like he had like a weird political thing or something, because he really just vanished.
I remember it was just like one of those, because he did the same thing with like he did like a both sides Hillary Trump thing, which I thought was fair, because like he's not even in America.
The Nazis had some pretty good points, yeah.
That'd be crazy. Like, wait, he just out of nowhere just becomes seemingly racist.
Well, I mean,
Trump's it, right?
Trump's it, right?
Trump's it, right? And I kind of like that Elon Musk, right?
Fucking hell.
Roman salute, right?
So yeah,
ain't so bad.
Dude, I really like.
What do you think Comedy Shorts ripe is? Well,
hey guys, I'm raping.
I just finished raping a broad over here.
That's crazy for comedy, right? For comedy. Great under A.
The greatest collab
interviewing.
The greatest
Grape A under A.
But I remember specifically like
Comedy Shorts rapists. What's going on with these UK motherfuckers, dude?
I don't know, man. There's something.
We gotta pay closer attention.
Something in the water.
Man.
Grape, right?
Grape, right?
Let's go to questions.
Yeah, let's.
I ain't going to questions, Mike. I'm gonna go to questions. Make sure you keep that voice on.
I can't. I already am in pain.
Yeah, so whatever we were talking about, the Blotzy. Yeah,
we'll get into questions now. We got a lot of great questions.
Candace Owens. I have DM me. We're gonna discuss this Blotzy thing, okay? I wanna discuss it on Tim Pool's podcast.
Yeah.
All right, Tim Pool. What was the other? What was the oh my god, I forgot the singer of All That Remains' name. Phil Labonte. Tim Pool, the weirdo with long hair. Hit me up. Hit up Candace Owens. We're gonna have a debate with Grade A under A and all
Comedy
of us.
Shorts game.
Yeah, Comedy Shorts game.
Is he gone?
Grade A under A?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean,
I think he just dropped off. But
he must have resurfaced for somebody to make a mural. What is that?
I don't know if it was I don't know if it was an old image that I saw yesterday, which is probably more likely because it is Minecraft.
Yeah.
So like, I don't know. All I know is that like I have not heard that name or thought about that person in years.
A very long time.
He posted 2 months ago.
What?
Oh, so he's still active, huh?
Are you serious?
He posted yesterday.
What?
He posted yesterday.
Let me see.
All right. Wait, click on it real quick.
What the fuck could this?
Click on it real quick. Yeah, it's the same intro.
Wait,
turn up.
Make it louder.
There we go.
We
Money.
all want more of it, and everyone is always thinking of new ways to make
You made him sound so frighteningly retarded.
I think
Holy shit.
I think he sounds much chiller right now. Go to an old video real quick.
Dude, the old ones are insane.
Go to one of his most popular videos. He's like, oh, what the fuck, mate? Like,
what the fuck is going on? Huh?
Yeah.
Things I found stupid about school.
since I've been to school, but this is some of the stuff that I remember being
It's definitely higher.
It's definitely more Looney Tunes.
Setting word limits is stupid. An essay is only as good as it is concise.
This is so. We can't watch more of this. Yeah. I remember, like, I think his voice is so good.
Yeah.
Like, and I remember just being like, why aren't you? You should be like, I don't want to say voice acting necessarily, but you've got like a distinct voice.
It's a great voice. It's the power of having being a Brit with Indian parents.
Yeah, because it's like that weird that fusion. Well, clear. He sounded Indian.
You don't hear it? Oh, there's a little bit of the I can hear.
I hear it. Yeah.
Yeah. There's I watch also.
I wouldn't even know how to specify or how to word exactly what it is.
I watch a wrestling channel called WrestleMania, and the main host.
WrestleMania, right?
I've never seen his face, but his voice. Like, what's going on? Like WrestleMania here. It has this Indian and Brit. It's like that. I was like, they have this very distinct voice.
I don't talk to Indians, so.
Well,
okay. Well, we're gonna move on to questions from our patrons over at. What is our Patreon again?
Good food.
I freeze to talk to the Indians. Gross.
Okay, well, patreon.com/snarktank.
Is that our Patreon?
Yeah.
It should be.
Yeah,
gross Indian. I'm saying this while being surrounded by Indian people growing up is insane.
Yeah, I think that's why you're saying it. It did something to you. And they must have did something to you, too.
Nah.
Like shoving naan up your ass?
Nah. I fucked like 2 Indian girls. So that
non-violence.
Cool. Call me non-binary.
Non-binary. That's crazy.
Yeah, they're
Whoa.
beautiful.
That was
beautiful
accurate.
culture.
I've been dude. I'm kind of into Indian folk music. It's kind of really good.
That's crazy.
it's pretty good, dude.
Well, on that note, we're gonna go to our questions.
I'm gonna sound so racist.
Patreon.com/SnarkTank. If you want to ask questions, get your questions right on the show, all that stuff. Look at them dance. Ask all your questions, and we'll get to them. This is the part of the show where we do that. Yo, what the?
I love it.
There's something about that shit's awesome, dude.
What?
Culturally, the
fact that their heads are on like a loose ball joint almost.
Yeah, because like we'll be like, "What's up?" You know, and people will be like hype and shit like that, and then they're just like, "Whoa!"
I started doing that shit because I was around them so much.
You start doing
whenever
it too?
I was like uncomfortable, I'd be like, I did that shit all the time.
I don't get it. I don't understand. That feels so wrong to do.
I've seen it in a very like agreeing like gesture where it's like something dope happens and I'm like, yeah, and I'm like, dude,
that's so weird.
It's like I've never seen an Indian nut, but imagine,
yeah,
they're just like, oh. Oh, I lost a bit of oxygen. I got dizzy for a second. Oh my god.
Oh fuck.
Hey yo, shout out to the Indians if we got any Indian listeners. Oh man. If we got any Indian listeners,
That
man,
hit
shout out.
right when the edible was at.
Is it?
It's fucking crazy, dude. Oh my god. Very nice.
Very nice.
Very good side.
What's the doctor? The doctor from Courage?
Dr. I don't know, Gutapash or something like that?
It's something vaguely offensive.
Sounds, yeah. I don't know.
He's got a look up the Indian doctor, Courage the Cowardly Dog. There's probably a more concise way to Google it.
Is it like Bajit Pie or something?
It's like it's like Dr. Indy Ann or something. It's like crazy.
Indy
like
Indy. Indiana.
It's Dr. Vindaloo.
Yeah, that was close. You were just a little bit off.
Yeah, you were.
It's like it would be like this is my Mexican doctor, Dr. Horchata. You know what I mean? Like that's a crazy. Like I'm sure that it could be a real name, maybe.
No one is named Horchata.
There should be though.
No, I'm saying Vindaloo.
I wonder if
but like Horchata is that is an insane name.
I think I would name my son Horchata and my daughter Jamaica.
Jamaica Pilot, like phonetically, sounds really good.
That's pretty good.
I disagree, but I respect that. I respect that you
really
do it.
Well, because yours is gonna be like something like Peter Gabriel or something.
Hey, bro, yeah, it'll be a normal name, getting a regular job, while your daughter will be Asha. He's already half black. Terrible creature.
Jamaica Pilot is such a fucking main character name.
Yeah, it is.
That is insane.
I remember someone said that. You know who said that about
biscuits.
Dave Rubin said that about my name, and I'm like, you're stupid. Because like I just thought like Derek's such a normal thing. It's like because he was like, oh, some black guy. What's your name?
Yeah, but think about Dave Rubin, who's married to another Dave Rubin.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
His name's Dave also.
I didn't know that.
Is so fucking gay.
What is with gay people
That
doing
is
that?
so
Bro,
gay.
my first, one of my best friends in first grade, before, we knew he was gay, but we didn't know
the
what
first gay person
was.
I assaulted ever?
Yeah. But like we didn't know. We didn't understand
do it 'cause he
gayness
was
yet.
gay.
But
Yeah.
as soon as we understood
It's not your
gayness,
fault.
we're like, that guy's gay, But no, but look,
crazy.
so I lost contact with him, right? In elementary school.
I
We're
can't
friends.
imagine
Yeah.
why.
Of course.
No.
Of course.
I was dating this Syrian girl in my senior year.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Shut the fuck
Well,
up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. That was the
I
dumbest.
missed
sorry.
that. I missed that, and I hate that
That was
I wish that I would have missed it.
that was an internal
That was
thought
Ben.
that wasn't meant to come out.
Are you serious?
That was Ben.
Are you Syrian?
Are you,
Are you Syrian?
Are you Syrian? Tomahawk missiles.
are you serious?
Kissinger, go!
Are you
Kissinger.
serious?
Kissinger smash.
He comes in like Hulk with the fucking meteorite, but it's a missile.
No, not again.
Dr. Vindaloo, no.
I don't even. Oh, my gay friend Taylor. I reconnected with him because that Syrian girl knew him from her high school,
Right.
And she was like, "Oh, he's dating a guy named Taylor," and I'm like, "What the fuck? Like, why would you do that?"
Yeah, I don't know.
And I feel like is that narciss? I'm not gonna say gay people are narcissists, but is that they love their wieners?
Wouldn't you kind of inherently?
like gay-
they're
Narcissistic,
attracted to their own
I
wieners,
feel like
so they're
gay people-
narcissistic.
I feel like gay people.
Gay-cissist, though.
Gay-cissist.
You're so stupid. I think it's inherent to some degree.
narciss-
How is
gay.
it? Wait, explain this to me.
I just think there's at least like I think if you're gay, you're at least bare minimum 5% narcissistic.
I feel
you
like
cannot
that's
be
not-
0.
Why?
Because you're so into just like there's an entire
Hold on. I gotta hear this. I wanna hear this. Hold on.
there's an entire spectrum of humanity that you do not fuck with specifically because they remind you less of yourself.
So there are.
Okay.
So by your logic, do you think gay people are sexually attracted to their own dicks?
Yes.
Is that what you're trying to say?
Look,
I bet there's
Look.
at least I bet 5% are.
so there's
God, my dick's so hot. I wish I could fuck myself with my dick.
bro. There's a
You're insane.
you don't, you don't think 5% of gay people maybe?
Kingston. This is not. Look, this is not.
5% of the 100% of the not like I know gay people are like what like they're only like 80% of the population.
Yeah.
They're only like 95% of the
80%.
population.
That's crazy. That's so
Only
crazy.
like every liberal person's gay, right?
Yeah, that is
So-
true. That is true.
So are you saying I'm attracted to my own penis?
Yes.
I don't know that.
You know how you.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
I can't know what's in your heart, man.
I could say genuinely.
I think so. I think when you stand in the mirror, you start getting erected immediately. Like, damn.
you look at your
and
dick
then-
and you're just like,
And then
fuck,
it's like a cycle. It keeps getting harder and harder because you're like, damn. As it gets harder, you're getting more erect. You're
That is
Hypothetically,
crazy.
all right. Let's say hypothetically, the guy with the best looking penis is also gay.
okay, hypothetically, okay.
If they see the best looking penis, wouldn't that not? Even if it's theirs,
So-
it's like that's objectively the best
So
looking
this
penis.
gay man, when he's about to fuck another man, takes a picture of his own dick and looks at it to then go for the infinite hard loop that Derek's talking
You never
about.
took a picture.
You
never took a-
It's the infinite hard loop. So it's just, his dick is just getting bigger and bigger.
It's just bigger and bigger.
And he's getting more tired
Is
and
that the
dizzy.
secret? The people with the biggest dicks are the gayest? What? Is
You
that
know people get silicone injections into their penises?
We talked about this on the show recently, I think.
that shit hurts
We
me to
talked
think
about,
about.
it spreading through someone's body and corrupting.
No, it's the guy that has the silicone injection in his balls. He had huge
Oh, yeah,
balls.
yeah.
Have I showed you guys the picture of that guy?
I don't want to see that.
His balls could, if he slammed his balls on this table would give way. I mean, it's metal legs is what I want you to.
That's crazy because nobody
It's not
wants
functional
bigger
anymore.
balls
It's
though.
not functional
But
anymore.
who wants bigger balls?
It's for the aesthetic.
We haven't gone on to questions at all.
No, but like, who wants bigger balls?
People that want bigger balls want bigger balls.
I mean, okay, fair. Yeah, people who want bigger balls are the ones that want bigger balls. Yeah.
You know, like it's an aesthetic
What's the
thing.
point? Yeah.
You just want to have large testicles, and their dicks are really
I
big too.
feel
And they're
like-
not functional penises anymore. They're just like art pieces.
so
that
they
are
just
on their
want,
body.
but they're like getting comically big balls though, right?
Yeah.
Like, so that's the thing that now it dwarfs your penis.
they get comically big penises too.
Oh.
Or they maybe want the small penis to big ball ratio. That might be a thing.
What would you rather have if you had and what I mean by this is you have to get comically large something.
I think comically large penis is funnier.
I mean, I like the idea because then you don't really have to fuck anymore.
Balls are a weakness.
Balls
So
are
like I wouldn't want them bigger.
I love the idea of somebody
That's
doing
true.
like, like the Chaplin thing where the guy like leans forward and like leans backward, sort of like the Michael Jackson
You mean Michael
thing.
Jackson?
Yeah.
Chaplin did it as well.
Yeah, Charlie Jackson. Charlie Michael Chaplin.
Stop, you're confused.
chapstick
guys.
man?
You got okay. You're taking a thought out of my head. Stop.
Chaplin.
Stop.
Okay, where are you going with this?
Stop.
All right,
I
so
wanna do that
Chaplin
with my
has big
penis.
balls.
You're talking about Chappie Chaplin?
Stop, dude. This is funny. I need to say
You're
it.
talking about Charlie Rowan.
I'm
Is that right?
forgetting.
Charlie
I'm forgetting.
Charlie Chaplin
So,
Rowan.
Imagine someone doing the Weebles Wobbles where they don't fall down, but they do it with their dick where they're leaning for a thing and they're like,
So they're like, they're
like the Tin Man. Like the Tin Man.
Okay, so for those who are too fucking young, who were born maybe like this century.
Yeah.
Weebles wobble, but they don't fall down. Is a reference to a fucking ancient toy or like some ancient show.
It's some Russian shit, I think.
Some Russian
like-
show.
that,
That's
like-
your long johns.
long
The-
time.
the- you
was
mentioned
raised
Weebles
by-
wobble.
I was raised by an elderly person. I'm sorry.
That is true.
But like the idea of like leaning
He does
forward.
still say good morrow. It's kind of weird.
I don't say. I say it.
He says good morrow, man.
Good morning, good eve, my good friend. Hello, Negro friend. And
This guy thinks he's
Indio.
This guy literally thinks he lives in medieval fucking times.
Greetings.
Dude, medieval times are awesome. Everybody stinks.
Everybody stinks. The streets are filled with shit.
Do you think
Yeah,
that's
people
why
are
they?
sticking their asses out their windows and it's shitting.
Imagine getting shitted on like that, dog. I'd be so fucking enraged. I would burn their house
Wait,
down.
so what happens? Wait,
Well, dude,
what?
imagine
Uh-huh.
like I don't know. I think about that time period and think about like everybody stinks. Like no one has respect.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's no wonder somebody like that you could kill in that generation and not be that disturbed by it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It makes
of
sense why
course.
there was so much violence. It was like if somebody smells bad, you don't feel as bad about
Right.
about killing them, right?
I bet they probably can't even tell.
Well, I feel like
What do you mean?
Like everything stinks. Like if you brought them to the modern world here now, they'd be like, "The air's so clear, my lungs
No,
don't
it
have
actually
a
might
cake and
overload their
shit."
lungs and pop them.
apparently they, obviously their level of detection was much lower because everything smelled so bad. But apparently handkerchiefs, I don't know if this is true. This is one of those things that I've been told. Yeah, apparently handkerchiefs were too. When someone smelled extra ripe, you would just fucking.
That's fucking crazy.
You would just do that.
I
and talk
get it.
to
Like
them.
imagine somebody being that offensively smelling. You would just walk up to someone with an arrow and be like, "End him,
Yeah,
Jarvis."
I think of that.
No,
Jarvis.
precisely, sir.
No, precisely, sir. And fucking.
He'd notch
Get
the
a
arrow.
rock.
He'd be
No
at
fucking
Chris's
slingshot.
place, and you'd right there, and he would precisely, and he would shoot the arrow that quickly.
And the stupid idiot would just stay there like, just waiting to be killed.
I'm a transient.
All right.
Goodbye. Dude,
Dude, I think the area is cool for like the magical nature of what may be there, but also like
Read it. Just do it.
Rate it.
Rate it.
rate it.
Raid Shadow Legends.
What is going on?
This week's sponsor to cuts.
I fucking wish, man.
Raid, there's no way Raid would sponsor our podcast that said the N-word. We made fun of gay
They
people.
don't know
First
that.
of all, you're crazy to think that. They absolutely they throw money
I
at everybody.
have a clan in there called the N-word Club. And we have not been. I did. So I changed my banner because it was a complete. It's just blackface. Because you customize banner. There's people having dicks busting and shit, and like mine was just like I had the red lips and the black.
That is
I
so
took off the
crazy,
lips,
dude.
so now it's just black and then eyes. But I took off the lips because I was like, I know I'm gonna get banned.
You had Mammy Face as your banner. That's crazy.
It was great because then you do clan v clan, and then all these other people are like looking at your shit, and all the people in my clan are like Jeffrey Epstein Fogel, the Bussy King. It's just the stupidest shit. I need Diddy people to join.
They will. They'll have
Yeah.
a lot of time now.
Yeah, if there's any weirdos, if there's maybe one other person in this podcast that maybe has an account, DM me. I want you in my clan. I need some more weirdos in it.
Ku Klux.
All right.
Yeah, the Ku Klux. Yeah.
Let's read our.
I wonder if I can change the Ku Klux.
Let's read our questions from our patrons over at patreon.com/snarktank. Remember, you can go there and ask questions.
No.
And eventually we'll answer them. Let's see. Crazy Sunshine Vivo wrote in. Says, "Hey Ray, will I?"
Nothing.
What the fuck was that?
That was weird. That name perked my remembering something. But look at this.
Oh my god.
What is that?
And Myron, what the fuck, dude? Myron's such a fresh. He's the fresh one of the fit, or he's the fit one. He's the fit one.
The monkey's fresh.
Yeah, right. Yeah, because he used to be a fitness influencer before, which I couldn't tell. You know what I mean? You look at him. I'm like,
he's a fine build.
He looks like a fucking PS1 FMV sometimes. It's fucking crazy. His polygonal hair.
Yeah.
His hairline is struggling, dog.
Oh, so embarrassing.
The struggle's over.
It already struggled.
The struggle's over.
He went too hard with it, man.
It's so stupid.
Like it's just
like, bro, just shave your fucking head.
Well,
it's fine.
Well, dude, like if you want to get hair, like don't make it so you have a fucking 4-year-old boy's hairline. Like it just looks stupid and fake.
I just
like Joel McHale, I think actually did a great job.
Oh, he did a good job
because he like
again?
Yeah, Joel. What?
Community guy.
Oh my god, yes.
Joel McHale had like he was balding. Like in Spider-Man 2, you see it. Like he's like a balding like clerk.
It's interesting. 2. I forgot he was balding. That's how good it is.
Yeah, it's like because it's like he didn't go crazy. He didn't like put the hairline up. Just like I wanted to look like I'm my age, but just like maybe like fill it out a little bit.
Yeah,
and then that's fine.
What does that really? I never knew that really like worked straight up. I thought, you just.
I mean, when we were kids, it didn't.
Yeah,
like when we were kids, people would get it, and then it would look like they were fucking I don't even know raped by moss. And then it's
like Joe Rogan has like an ugly scar on the back of his head because it did not work
because he sewed somebody else's scalp to his own head.
Yeah. He fucking was like, hey, let's go elk hunting. He even told him in front of his face. He did the quotations with his fingers. Hey, man, let's go elk hunting. And then his stupid friend, okay. And then he just turned around and shot him right there, the bow. They weren't even out in the building yet.
Elk stands for everybody loves killing.
Yeah.
Everybody loves
then
Kissinger.
He just stapled it to his head, his scalp.
Bro, did you see the clip of fucking Harrison Ford doing that?
No? What are you talking about?
Harrison Ford, like, apparently, like, on Raiders or something? Like he had they were shooting an action scene and they had a hard time getting the hat to stick, so he stapled the hat to his fucking forehead. Like that is metal as fuck, dude.
He didn't just use spirit gum or something.
No,
that's fucking. That is the stupidest.
That's why my grandma loves him,
dude.
I
heard that and I loved him 15 more times. That is such an out of pocket. That's such an.
Fuck it, we'll do it live type shit.
That's such a like.
Ouch.
It's the 70s. I'm on so much right now.
I guess
this means nothing to me.
I guess so.
He's more yayo than person, you know.
I feel
he's more.
There are many adhesives that would have done fine.
Probably. That they had probably on hand.
That they 100% had on set.
Yeah, so we got. Let's go.
That was the original, like for the content. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
they're recording this. I'm gonna give him something.
That's crazy. He could have been on like a different. If he would have went a different route, he could have been like on Jackass or something.
That's so funny to imagine.
Hey, I'm Harrison Ford. Harrison Ford. This is Jackass.
And this is talking to fans.
This is talking about Star Wars and stupid shit.
To him, that's a Jackass level. Like he would rather break his tailbone jumping off of like a bungee cord tower with like just rubber bands
than talking to
to a Star Wars fan about like who shot first.
You shot first. You shut the fuck up, you dumb bitch.
He hates us so much.
I get it.
I mean,
he hates us so much.
I
totally get it because the people that are fans of him are often the most annoying version.
I don't think, yeah.
But it's like, I get it. You're cool, dude. Whatever,
You're
man.
fucking gay. Shut up. Like they're just like I'm.
Care. These are space.
These
wizards.
are space fags. Stop.
What are you doing here? Aren't you black? Aren't you
He's so
unironically
dude. Every time I see him,
I'm not racist, but like, look at the situation. You know.
Every time I see him on like some interview, there's like a deadpan nature to him.
Yeah.
That I find so fucking funny.
Yeah.
He loves John Boyega though. I think that's mad funny.
I
feel like John Boyega also is like, Star Wars is cool, but also you guys are gay.
John Boyega doesn't give a fuck at all. That's why the shit that he was saying, we've talked about it before.
Yeah.
Like, he definitely smashed her off screen.
He said, look, man, you know what she came home to, huh? Bum, bum, bum.
right.
And then goes to catch wines on random girl in the street.
All right. Thank you, Sunshine Vivo, for the beginning of your question.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to move on.
Did you even get to the beginning? Oh, you said something like...
I said, hey, Ray, and then you interrupted me.
Oh, right.
It says, hey, Ray, will.i.am, and Sergeant Johnson. Listening to 295, you guys mentioned Marvel vs. Capcom music, and it beamed the themes of Deadpool and Iron Man from 3 into my head. Which...
Damn, 295, I just dropped that.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
Yeah, this is from this morning.
Okay.
Yeah. But he says, so he says... which, by the way, are junk food and fucking horrible, respectively. Has there ever been a track in a game that has completely ruined an experience for you? A track is hard. Like, one song in a game is hard for that to ruin.
That's ruined an experience? I don't have... The only closest thing I can say is the... This is insane. The Mega Man X collections, the new ones, 1 and 2. Like, because I love that music. You can't control the volume. That's a problem. That's a weird thing to have in a modern release.
Yeah.
So I remember when I had to stream the game when it first dropped, I think it was like 2018, 2019 or something. So I had to like turn that volume super down and turn the volume up and other things just to regulate it. And so I was just playing it 2 days ago because I was watching the entire lore. I found one of those black weebs that wears like
dreads.
Yes.
I follow him. Yeah.
He's such a fucking nerd, but he makes great content.
What's wrong with him?
he's so nerdy that it annoys me. It's like too addictive.
Just living.
That's the thing. I really like his content, so I watch him. But like every once in a while, one thing I like about him. He's not afraid of he doesn't censor himself, which I greatly appreciate in this modern day.
Oh, dude, yeah.
He doesn't. He says fuck, shit, everything all the time. Never changes content. He's just so like sometimes he wears the Naruto thing, and he says like certain things, and I'm like, I wish you wouldn't say that. It's just
Why'd you say that?
There's just
what are you gonna kill the
Why'd
character?
you say that?
Why'd you say that?
Say that?
It's just one of those things. Say if that guy was hanging out with us, he would say something so unfunny, and like I would be like,
okay,
like I don't want to be mean at all because like I think there's nothing wrong with the guy, but he's so nerdy. Sometimes I'm like, yeah. But anyway, that wasn't even my point. I was watching one of his videos, so I started playing Mega Man X again. And I forgot. I wanted to watch a video, and then all I hear is burr, 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 burr. Like it's so loud, and I'm like, I can't. So I even turned my YouTube video all the way up just so I can turn the volume down a little bit. It didn't work. The music is so loud in the X games that it's.
Why both volume go up but one no go down?
It's just you can't even do it too. You can't even do it. You can't change it.
Go into the files, bro. Go into the files of the game and alter.
I actually would probably need to have. Yeah, I didn't even consider trying to mod it.
Why does it sound so big?
That ruins the experience because you can't enjoy anything else.
Are loud sounds big sounds?
I mean, they can be. You got an example? You have an example? I don't want to entertain this. Is stupid.
No, it's not that dumb.
Big sound.
I'm not saying.
How
big sound go boom?
How is technically an explosion, the shockwave, a large sound?
I think it's a stupid way to say that. Yeah.
It's stupid, but it should be explored.
It's fine.
Look, if a stupid idiot said that, I would understand what he means. Yeah.
Are you calling me stupid? Are you trying to subtweet me right now? Are you subtweeting me that I'm a stupid idiot right now?
Like
verbally subtweeting at somebody. Is very weird.
This is like you. We're on the same podcast, but this is like a subcast. Like subcast.
Subcast is crazy.
Yeah. Only a stupid, dumb, retarded, dark moron would say something
like that. Especially sitting in front of me.
Essentially,
I don't know if I have a track that ruined the. If anything, I have the opposite. You know what I mean? I have like where like there's a moment in a game where it's just like yes, Breaking Benjamin in Halo 2 just out of nowhere, and you're just like yes, dude.
Or fucking D'Angelo.
D'Angelo and Red Dead.
Coming back from fucking Cuba. Listen to D'Angelo.
The fucking in Spider-Man.
Oh my god!
Delivering the pizzas.
Pizza time.
Pizza time.
Yeah,
that's good. Yeah, the enhancing of an experience is probably that's happens so often, but something that like turned you off, you're like, this is so bad.
I can't think of a track that's done that.
Characters have done that easily.
Well, yeah,
sure, yeah. I'm sure there's some. I can't think of.
Dude,
anything.
Red 13 is the reason I haven't finished Rebirth. Like that
Tosh.
stupid cat.
Tosh, man.
That's so funny.
Every time that bitch opens her mouth, man, I'm like, girl, I want to be you. I want to be on your side so bad, but I can't. I don't know what to call you. I don't know what pronoun to give you. I feel like I want to be respectful.
I imagine there's a lot of
Them.
style games that I would never play because of so I bought Mega Man. I think it's called Dive Network. It was like a gacha, but then they have an offline version to where none of those mechanics are there anymore. So I bought it for like $5, and it's not available in a lot of them. It's just the way that they speak in the Japanese high pitch. I was like, I can't. I played it a level, and then I was like, I can't play it. So I just wasted $5. And I was like, oh yeah, can't do it. Can't do it. It was like that. It was.
You already got it, but you didn't. You painted the picture.
I was like,
now
nope,
we
can't do
know
it.
the picture exactly because
Yeah.
you painted the picture already, and you were like,
It reminds me of
details.
one of my favorite characters in the Darkstalker series, Baby Bonnie Hood. She's like the Little Red Riding Hood, but her voice actor, when she goes into I'm cute little girl mode, it's so I can't
Why
get
do
that
you
high.
hate it though? Because it's just pictures to her whenever her and her homies pull up on you.
No, but
with blamos.
when she gets like into her like bounty hunter mode where she starts sounding really like low and like maniacal, I love it. But it's when she's like doing this like one of her specials when she remembers her like grandma, and then she starts crying and like beating the fuck out of you. But her voice, and when she's crying, I'm like, it makes me want to like turn it off. Like if I was in front of a
momentarily mute it.
If my mom came in the room while I was doing, she would be like looking at the screen, like, "What the fuck are you?" You know, it's one of those things.
Dude, I'm so glad. Like, I feel like I avoided so many awkward scenarios.
Yeah.
By just avoiding that entire section of video game until I was older.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, I didn't play
Yeah.
like Dead or Alive. Well, I did, not at home.
Not at-
But like,
yeah.
like I wasn't playing like things like Bayonetta or something that I would be like, Mom, listen.
Yeah.
You know
I
what
never had to
mean?
worry about that.
100%.
shit, because my grandmother never she respected my room as my room. Because she knew she already raised a bunch
Who?
of young men, so she was like, I don't want to walk
She doesn't
in
wanna
on this.
find-
Your grandmother?
Yeah,
Your grandmother you talking about?
yeah. Who would I be talking about?
I don't know.
The fucking-
I'm just asking.
The person I live with now doesn't respect my room at all.
Yeah.
But the one I lived in before, he doesn't respect my room. So what happened is that like she's like, I don't even want to.
Yeah, I
Just
imagine.
clean your bedroom and don't leave it a fucking mess.
Let
That's
me
it.
ask you something. What was she more closely aligned with culturally? Like which side?
What do you mean?
Like was she more Latino or more like just
I think very down the middle.
down the middle?
Very down the middle. Yeah.
That's probably why she respected your space.
Yeah.
Because they don't. Hispanic parents don't respect your space.
She's very down the middle. She was like,
They don't do it. They don't do it.
She was also.
I came
old,
home to
though.
my
She was
room
also
reorganized so many times. It's crazy.
I've had that a couple times. I've questioned some of the stuff that have been thrown away because I'm like, did they see that? Because like my mom was dating.
Where's my birth certificate?
my birth certificate?
We threw it away.
Where's my birth certificate? Oh man, no, Alex Jones is gonna think I'm not from here.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
That's gonna be crazy.
That
When I get stopped for no reason, it'll be like, "Where's birth certificate?" I'll be like, "Look, sir."
Dude, that guy
kid's
that
not
got
from
his wife, the guy who voted for Trump and got his wife taken away
Oh.
by ICE.
Oh, chef's
And he's
kiss.
like, yo, work with me, man. Work with me.
chef's
Good
kiss.
shit. Every time I see that stuff, I was
The
talking to
people
Derek.
not showing up for their jobs too. It's
dude,
magic.
I was talking. It is.
It's magic.
There is a shot.
Uncle Magic.
You ever see OT Genesis do that in the video "I Would Love with the Cocoa"? Like he goes baking soda, like the way he does the chef's kiss with so much emphasis. That's like how I feel right now.
There's a Schadenfreude to it for sure. Like there's like
absolutely.
it's good shit.
Absolutely. I feel like Joker. You get what you deserve, man.
Yeah.
Like, whoa.
Well, to me, I just think about it in the same way. I've talked about this before on the show, and I can't remember if you guys agreed with me or not, but like I remember like saying generally, empathy is a good thing to have, but you can't just like lend it out to fucking every single thing. You know, if you felt the same degree of empathy for everything, you'd turn on the news and be crippled by it.
You
know
would
what I
die.
mean?
You would die.
You would
feel
die.
so much.
I just have limits, man. Like
Right.
it's like a tank.
You have to dole your empathy out
It's filled.
sparingly because it's there's a limit to how like I don't know. If let's say you're juggling a gun.
Okay.
You're juggling a loaded gun.
Yeah.
And you end up somehow shooting yourself in the head. I can't feel as bad about like
For me,
a
that's
guy
funny.
juggling. No, but what I'm saying is like versus like, I don't know, a child going to homeroom and then they're obliterated. You know what I mean?
Of course.
Of the two people shot, I'm going to feel absolutely nothing about the guy who shot himself in the head by juggling guns.
For me,
in comparison to the actual victim of circumstance.
Yes,
It
is
for
the.
me.
Yeah,
It's like when I watch videos of people getting hurt, right? Some guy kicking down an elevator door, shaft door, and
then falling
down.
into it.
Like, that's fucking funny. I'm
Right.
sorry, because of the fact that's a waste of life.
Yeah,
When you waste your life and and your life runs out, it's like, hey,
yeah,
you kind of did this to yourself.
it's the difference between kicking the door of the elevators in and falling down the shaft and being in an elevator that for some reason crashes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, there's no fault of your own if you're just like in an elevator that crashes.
You're just in a bad situation.
But like, if you put yourself in a bad situation, like, I'm sorry, like, I can't feel as bad for you as I am going to feel for the people who are
Do you guys
in that situation, not of their own fault.
Do you guys remember what that plastic ball was called that people would get inside them and they were like
they would bounce?
Zorbies or something?
Zorbies.
Remember we watched the comics, people falling off mountains?
So this is exactly what I was going to. There was
dying in a bubble.
There was
Like a
those
fucking hamster.
2 Russians, bro. There was those 2 Russians that would regularly ski, and then this guy that like ran the resort, or one of the guys that ran it, had one of those Zorbies, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm sure this will work fine." So the 2 first guys fell off the cliff. It fell like a fucking half-mile down, and then one of them died, and the other guy was all fucked up for a while. And I'm laughing my ass off, like, watching shit about this, because it's like, good. You can't have empathy for that.
We saw that exact video, and there was a moment where Jalen was like, "Oh, this is not gonna end well." I remember him saying that out loud.
There's a guy running trying to catch the ball because it's drifting, and I'm like,
what are you going to do? Who the fuck do you think
He's
you are?
Spider-Man. He's gonna be able to web it back. No, that guy's. Imagine seeing one of your friends in a situation where you gotta be like, I gotta accept this guy's gonna die right now.
Yeah,
like he's gonna,
yeah, because it's so beyond stupid that I feel like that is 100% akin to if you were to vote for Trump and then you're like, oh, I didn't know that my illegal
I didn't know they'd
wife.
come for me.
Yeah, like,
the thing about it too, it's like it's not even just about that. It's specifically the people like, because there are people who are genuinely also just being duped or whatever. I have still less sympathy for that, but there are people who voted that way and are cheering it on. Who make excuses for it.
right.
Find every mental gymnastic way to excuse all sorts of shit. And those people specifically,
I love it.
delicious. Them specifically.
Oh yeah.
I dude.
You see the guy about the eggs? Because you know how eggs are still... Trump said that one of the first things he's going to do is fix the prices, right? At the groceries. And since they clearly haven't been fixed and the eggs have gotten more expensive, I've seen them at $12 in some places. I've seen some of those simps that were being like, oh, fuck you, Biden. Now they're like, this is a good thing. Like literally saying that paying more is patriotic, and other people saying, and now they finally turned into economists, and they're like, well, you see,
it's actually more complicated.
The bird flu is causing it to rise because there's less demand, like there's more
only
demand.
so much that the president can do.
And I was just like, oh, now you understand. Ooh, and I'm just like, those people. I don't know if you've ever seen the Street Fighter 2 movie where Cammy fucking jumps on this dude's fucking neck
and spins on Vegas' face.
No. I'm saying Cammy assassinates
when she
a guy.
assassinates the fucking prime minister.
Jumps and then fucking just snaps his. I imagine things like if someone's saying like that, they're like when they flip flop like that. I imagine Cammy jumping on him and just.
What makes that so terrible is that they can't. His head is off the kilter forever. Like they gotta lay him down and it's just gonna slump. I need like a comedic explosion, like say the end of a Goofy movie, where like Goofy, his car's all fucked up and he's like, good, he fixed it, and then it just explodes and he like lands in fucking what's her name? That bitch? Maxine?
Is it Maxine?
No, that's Max.
Yeah, because it's Max and Roxanne.
Is Roxanne?
Roxanne?
Is it Roxanne?
I think so.
Yeah, I think is that what they somehow the Goofy movie as a concept existed around the time of the police.
Yeah.
And they wrote that song about Roxanne.
Yeah. You don't have to put on the red light.
You don't have to put on your stupid gloves. Wait, the women don't have
Roxanne.
gloves. Roxanne, put on the...
You know what? Dude, that song is iconic to me, not even just because of the song, but because of that Community episode.
I don't remember.
You know, have you seen like it's?
I'm sure I've seen. I just don't remember.
Or not the D&D one, but the I can't remember what it's called. But like they roll a dice to decide who's gonna get the pizza.
Oh God, what a great fucking episode!
Incredible episode.
What a great
but it always
episode.
Crescendos with Roxanne.
I don't
dancing.
God, I gotta rewatch that shit, man.
It's a great show. Actually,
It's a fucking
like
fantastic show.
It's
Even
really,
like
really
I said,
good.
like season 6 is surprisingly good. When Yahoo was trying to get into streaming,
I know. Yeah,
that was crazy.
That's so.
That was their
long ago.
that was their big pull. Was like
That was
community.
it. We're bringing back Community. You know, like see, I'm solid. Keith David got on it.
Keith
He
David
did great.
is hilarious.
He did great.
He's great, but he's not in it enough.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
he's
sure.
only in it for a season.
Right, and then
But-
so it's like, but it was good for what it was. They still need to do their movie because 6
Mike
seasons in a
Ehrmantraut was
movie.
in there, right?
He replaced Chevy
Chevy
Chase.
Yeah.
After the
Yeah,
Yeah, Jonathan
after
Banks did not belong on that show at all. Like, he was fine, but like it's just like you can't.
I love
Yeah.
all the racist.
You're
roles
too
he's
serious.
played. He's
Dude.
played racist roles before throughout time, and it's so funny hearing him just say the N-word over and
So
over
Chevy
again.
Chase.
yeah.
Oh yeah, well,
Dude, Chevy Chase's dad. I forgot. I think you reminded me of him. Was
Colonel
it you?
Sanders.
Oh, I don't know.
Was it you? Because
his
I
ivory
it's
wig?
been- yeah, his ivory wig.
Oh,
He's
in the
so
show.
racist. So it mustn't. I
I
guess
thought you meant Chevy Chase's real
no,
dad.
You're
no, in the
clearly
show.
of a Jewish descent.
What's his
I
name
can
in the show
tell.
again?
Uh,
I forgot. It doesn't matter.
fuck. Pierce.
Pierce. Yeah, Pierce's dad. And someone reminded me of that
You
recently.
look mighty Anglo-Saxon.
That is so fucking. If it was, I swear I thought it was you, but like
And then John Crosfacino
that
was his
shit's
other
so
son.
good.
That shit is so. That show is so
That show is so
fucking funny,
fucking-
dude.
it is.
It's a great show.
It is
really
so much better than I could have imagined. Fucking.
There's
Yeah.
an episode I always put like there's scenes from this one episode that I always put on. It's like it's the one where they're like trying to. It's the Jeff fakes a conspiracy class.
Oh my god, yeah.
Have you seen that one? Where like
I'm sure. I just don't
there's
remember.
a teacher. There's a fake Professorson.
Yes.
like
Okay, I remember that. I remember
teaches fucking conspiracy and he's not real. And then it ends with everybody like pretending to kill each other with fake guns and the dean's having a mental breakdown. It is that show's great, man.
It's a fucking excellent show.
I always go a long time without watching it, but like
I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it since season 6 dropped.
well, that was a while ago.
That was a
Yeah.
while ago.
I think I watched it during the
that show.
pandemic.
I watched that
Okay.
show twice.
Yeah,
At least twice.
I definitely got to watch it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
There are
I'm-
moments
I'm
from that
good.
show that live completely rent free in my head.
Yeah. Fucking Chang as fucking the Drow in the blackface. That shit killed.
They banned
me,
that
dude.
episode too, which is so annoying.
What?
Yeah, there were a lot of streaming services were banning. They were banning black blaze. They were banning black. I can't fuck myself. Banning blackface. Like say
Yeah.
there was the Lethal Weapon 5, for example.
Oh yeah, Always Sunny.
Yeah.
Dude, that episode
There's no
is
reason.
crazy.
That's kind of.
So
that
good.
episode is so
It's
fucking
so fucking
crazy,
good,
dude.
But this is what I
So
mean.
good.
This is kind of a distinguishing point, right?
Yeah.
What are you banning these episodes for?
Bullshit.
It's fucking insane.
Completely bullshit.
The entire premise is that it's bad and
Right.
it's stupid.
That's what's so fucking like obtuse about. It's like they completely missed the point. And it's when those SJW, anti-woke people, those are the when the clocks are right twice a day. When those guys talk about shit like that and normal people hear it, they think they're normal. If you know
Yeah,
what I
that's
mean.
a normal opinion.
Because that's a normal thing.
Yeah.
It's like
It's a weird opinion to look
Yeah.
at an episode like that and be like, well, that shouldn't exist.
yeah.
I don't get it.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like those people get a lot of clout after a while because they. Let me touch tips again, but yeah, we it's one of those things to where they get a lot of clout because normal people see those parts of their content and they think like, oh yeah, they're just on the surface, they're fine.
Right.
That's what's happening with Matt Walsh right now.
Oh,
With,
yeah,
he
yeah.
had that one "Am I a racist?"
Am I racist?
in
Yeah.
a theater. And there's a lot of normal people that don't know how fucking insane Matt Walsh is.
Yeah.
They just see him trying to do this like satirical thing and make these people look crazy or whatever. I saw somebody break it down. It's
Oh, is
fucking-
it that guy who's like a drawing?
Yeah.
I watched that video too. That was a great video.
Soy something?
Soy pill or something?
So yeah, something like that.
That was a good video.
I thought it like just randomly showed up in random
Because that was exactly like I was trying to like because I saw that movie and I was like, that wasn't bad, but also like that wasn't.
It like missed the mark.
And I didn't know exactly why until he put it like, oh yeah, like he's trying to do Borat. But he's not.
He's failing at doing
Yeah.
Borat really, which is like, bro, just lean into it. Like I was saying, like I saw
He's too reserved, and he already looks like He brought it up in the video, but like he already looks like a hipster liberal as is.
100%.
Like Matt Walsh.
If
with
you've
his fucking
seen him,
woolly beard.
he looks 1000% like a hipster. Like he just needs to wear like a flannel. And they're like, oh, that guy hangs out at the fucking the. He'll never go to Starbucks. He goes to the local coffee shop.
Yeah,
like,
He goes to like the farmer's market.
Yeah.
He goes to Joe Beans.
Yeah, Joe Beans.
Best coffee.
And gets the stupid house special. And it's always
he
like,
literally has
today.
problem glasses. You know that thing that people. You remember problem glasses?
What a problem.
That was like the stereotype of like any like woke person back in the day.
Yeah.
Of like they would just have the big fucking thick lenses because they were just hipster nerds trying to seem, you know.
So check this out. Me and Jody were just laughing about this the other day. Because of course we were talking about Matt Walsh the other day, and I can't get over the photo op. Like the gayest fucking, like, you can't tell me that this
That's
is
a gay man.
That is a gay man with a empty, clean tackle box. This nigga's never fished in his life. And you're gonna tell me this guy with the most fashionable wear, because this is actually fashionable for like a gay man. I look like a gay man looks good. Like it's a very short. You can't even button it really. It's too small to button.
Yeah.
So that's a fashion choice. The short sleeves choice, kind of good boots. I was just like, this is an extremely homosexual male. I have never seen a straight man coordinate his dressing that much unless he was going out on a date or like going to a formal event.
Well, it was a date.
I mean, I guess it was. He was plowing
With his
some
cameraman. Anyway, let's move on to another question.
I'm sure he butt fucked his cameraman after they shot that.
It should be noted.
Have you guys seen the?
Never mind.
No, I guess not. Yeah.
Sorry, the Yes King memes.
Yes, King?
Yeah.
No.
They're memes where people are doing like violently dunking their food in like sauces and like dipping their food in various sauces, but it's to audio of a gay porn of two black guys fucking. And it's such a brutal sound.
What?
It is
the
insane.
fuck?
I found it on TikTok somehow.
On TikTok?
It's such a brutal.
They should have banned it.
Yeah, probably though. But like, it's so brutal.
All right, man.
It sounds terrible. I'm gonna pull it up while you got look at the questions.
I hope not.
I'm gonna know, but like,
It's so brutal.
it's.
How do you know it's a black on black? Like, how do you know?
They both say nigga a lot.
How do you
so
know?
I'd assume.
I ask again.
Yeah.
I'd assume.
You assume.
It's assumption. Absolutely.
You assume this is ethically sourced.
That is very, because like, dude, the porn industry is like the only industry that can just be openly racist. So,
Yeah.
like, it's kind of crazy.
Okay.
It's terrible. There's so many.
I'm going to move on to the next fucking question.
All right, go ahead.
So-
I got one more, but later.
Derek's allergic to eggs, but not sperm. Curious. We tried earlier. We went to like a...
How funny is that?
We went to, yeah, that's weird. This is the first time I think anybody's written in about that too.
Yeah, it is.
But we literally like... Because Sweeney was an hour late as per usual.
yeah,
As per usual.
yeah, per usual.
Yeah.
On average, I think it's a fair
I
average.
called him 15 minutes. I called him 15 minutes after we were set to record, and he was like, "Hey, what's up?" And I was like, "What do you?"
just woke up.
What do you mean, what's up?
I was in a blur. I
said, "What do you mean?" And he said, "What do you mean?" I was just silent for a little bit because I thought maybe I was going mad. As Derek and I met up on exactly on the same time on a day that just happened to be wrong for the both of us.
Yeah.
So like maybe it's not Wednesday. Maybe I
could have tried to
tripping.
play that a little harder. Be like, dude, what is this fucking
Well, I
Sunday
checked
morning?
immediately. I checked my phone.
What do you want? Stop bothering me.
But
yeah.
so we figured we had time, so we stopped by this breakfast
joint.
restaurant.
Yeah.
And he got his egg sandwich.
Yeah,
So he was like, I'm gonna test it.
Yeah.
And guess what happened?
What?
He started bleeding out of his colon right in front of me.
Yeah. Instantaneous.
How did
I
you
couldn't.
know it was the colon? Because blood would just be coming out.
No, I told him.
It was I could just tell.
This is my colon.
I was like, oh, my
colon
colon.
blood is more orange.
Yeah. I was like, oh,
At least mine is.
My I had to tie it in a knot so it stopped bleeding. You know. Thank God I went to clown college because otherwise I wouldn't know how to do it. You know. So
Thank God, thank God,
I'm like,
thank God I passed with a C at clown college. Imagine barely passing clown college. The What kind of stupid retard math you gotta know?
I feel like clownery's not easy. I feel like clownery's not easy.
What's balloons divided by air? Fucking suck a dick.
What's balloons divided by?
Stupid cacophonously
Squirt
colored
water, flower water squirt thing. I don't even know what you call that.
water.
Flower water times balloon times
They're just
pie.
They're just
This
all
is
the
such
fucking
an
bug
old
man from
joke.
Men in Black.
Sugar, flour, water.
Imagine a bunch of him at a clown college.
Oh my god.
A bunch of motherfucking aliens that are giant roaches.
Apple pie.
Oh, I'm gonna be Kingpin someday. Oh,
Gargling. Oh man.
hey, it's me, Kingpin.
Anyway, clown college is pretty cool.
Flower Kingpin.
What's the question?
I don't know.
I don't think we got to it
Did
at
we?
all.
I don't think we did.
This is bad.
Oh, because it was the egg thing.
Because I'm high also.
Yeah, the eggs fucked me up still, unfortunately. I'm pissed off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I really want to eat eggs again.
Anyway, that name was not the question.
Yeah, right.
But he wrote in, I'm not going to say it again.
Right.
If it isn't the Three Musketeers.
Cool.
I had to burp. We got stuck. I recently remembered a game from when I was younger called Legendary for the 360 and PS3 about Pandora's box opening in New York City and a bunch of griffins and mythical beasts flying about it. It was a great concept, but the gameplay was atrocious. My question to you guys is this. What's a game that had an amazing concept but shit the bed on delivery? Stay gay. First of all, I want to give you props for mentioning this because when the second you said Legendary for the 360, I knew exactly what he was talking about. Because it's such a weird... I remember it very vividly, but it was such a nothing game. No one gave a shit.
I can't.
I know it because it had a demo, as a lot of games did back then, and that was how I played a lot of games because I just didn't have money.
Yeah.
So like, I would play demos of things that I would not otherwise play, and that was one of them where it's like Legendary. What the fuck is this? It was like Time Shift was another one of those games where I'm just like.
Yeah.
Or Darkest of Days.
Oh my god, I remember that.
There were a lot of weird like PS3 games that like just came to demos where I'm like, I guess I'll play it because it's free.
I think there was a lot. I think this question, there's a lot of games in this category.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
There's a lot of games where I remember thinking, man, this could have been so good. I think True Crime was one of those games.
Oh,
True Crime, it like had, I was like, I like the idea of being some super cop, but then it just didn't go anywhere else.
Yeah.
So I was like, this is stupid. What else do I do?
You know what comes to mind? I don't even know if this is true because my memories of this game are so fragmented and so like they're not vivid at all.
Yeah.
But I remember really liking for some reason my aunt had she also had an Xbox. I don't know why. She played video games, but like not really to the degree that like investing in a new machine at the time would make sense. Right. I'm just like, whatever. She had an Xbox and she had this game. It was Dark Angel.
She had Dark Angel.
I remember that.
Do you know that game?
Yeah.
Do you know what that is also?
Yes.
It's like based on a show?
I watched that show.
I had no concept that was
Was
a
that
show.
the show that
Jessica
Jessica
Alba?
Alba? Yeah, and
Dude.
freaking
I don't know, crippled guy or something? I think there's a crippled guy.
Christopher
in the
Reeve?
show. Yeah, not him.
Jensen
Some other
Ackles.
guy.
Jensen Ackles in it too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
speaking of crippled, let me just bring this up real quick.
Okay.
So I was hanging out with Lyle the other day. And he was talking to me about these things that were going on his Instagram feed. And he talked to me about, I've just been browsing the Paralympics on Instagram. And there's a video of a man with no arms and one leg, but it's like a really tiny leg.
No.
And he's swimming.
I don't
He's in
wanna
a
see that.
swimming competition.
That's
in.
so.
And he's
Hold it in.
amazing.
Hold it in.
It's crazy when that shit happens.
He's the fastest thing I've ever seen. Well, he's fast for the
for
Paralympics.
having.
Hold it in. Hold it in, Kingston.
You want to see it?
Yeah, hold the
it in.
line.
Hold it
Hold
in.
the line.
Hold the
Kingston.
line.
You wanna
Hold
see it?
in. Hold it in. You are stronger than this, Kingston.
Well, you want to see it?
Hold
on. Wait.
Be like Captain Kirahi in Mass Effect. Hold the line.
Hold the line.
I'm good. I can endure.
Okay,
me see.
you got it. You
I
held it.
swallowed it.
But
I
you know
feel
what
it in my hand.
What you
though.
can't hold is that fucking. He's so serious. I don't like this.
He's so
He
fast.
scratched his head with what?
He looks so. Oh my god.
Oh wow!
Isn't that crazy?
I can't.
So if anybody's curious, I know that like I don't like breaking the rule of showing videos, but it's literally just the Paralympics Instagram. Paralympic moments of the year 20 it says number 12.
Get that away from me.
It's amazing.
Get that away from me.
Have you ever played Oddworld Munch's Odyssey?
Dude, stop.
Do you know Munch from Munch's Odyssey?
Yeah, everyone knows Munch from Munch's Odyssey.
Yeah, the iconic Munch from Munch's Odyssey. Anyway, look up that video of the Paralympic swimmer guy, and then look at a picture of Munch from Munch's Odyssey. And I think, you're right there.
Show he's trying to power down.
I want you to do me a favor. Look him up.
I'm trying to look for this guy. Oh, is this him? Oh no, I don't think this is him.
When you look up Munch, look up Munch Oddworld, please.
Hey, look it up. Distracted. Oh my God, he's crying. He's crying. What the fuck is happening?
And look. I know this. Look, I know we're making fun.
I'm not making fun.
It's not like. Look, I'm not happy that they're crippled. It's just a funny. It's a funny image to see a man with like a tiny leg swim really quickly through a pool.
I will say this 100%. I respect the fact that he's able to do that with.
No, it's amazing.
That he is in.
It's actually amazingly impressive.
Of course, there's no, absolutely. It's just
heroic.
You can't look at. You can do both things. You can have respect for what he's doing and also acknowledge that shit looks funny. I mean, like
I don't.
You can't
think it looks
acknowledge.
funny.
Well, you definitely do. That's why you had to leak out of your eyes. You had to purge.
I was so touched by it.
Yeah. That's what's happening. Oh no! No!
That's Munch. But he's got the same little leg.
Oh man, where's that wheelchair rapper guy that I respect? Oh man, I really wanted you guys to see this amazing dude.
Cripple.
This guy, it's
anyway. Legendary for the 360s
man, here he
is an interesting
handicap rapper drill. So here's a drill.
I can't hear this.
What the hell is this?
I can't do this. No, this is I don't want to hear it. That's not funny.
I can't even laugh at that.
That's not funny. And shame on you for laughing at it.
This motherfucker
I follow him. He's dope.
Said, ha, ha, ha. Oh my God.
I follow
I'm
dude.
for real crying right now. Oh my goodness. I have not felt this level of
This guy's dope. I like him. So I don't know what you guys
can we
It's not funny. It's not funny.
Can we continue? Whoa, motherfucker.
Yeah. Anyway, so Legendary for the 360, obscure games. I remember another one. I played so many obscure Eat Lead.
Eat Lead?
Did you ever play Eat Lead?
I heard of it. It was all the bullets on his case?
Yeah.
Bullet shells on the case. Yeah, I remember
that.
Yeah,
it was like a parody game. It was like Airplane almost, but for video games. It was like there was like a Final Fantasy boss who only spoke in like text boxes and ellipsis. And he'd be like, why are you talking in ellipsis? What the fuck is going on? It's Will Arnett is like the voice of the guy in it.
Oh, interesting.
But like it was just some satire game. That's a game I played. Self-Factor, Psychokinetic Wars.
Whoa.
Fucking random shit. Fracture. Too Human.
I want
Dark Void.
I was thinking Darkness.
Oh, the Darkness?
Yeah, the Darkness.
I like that one actually. That was cool.
I believe in a thing called love.
Yeah.
I believe in a thing called love.
But I think a game that had an amazing concept but shit the bed at delivery.
Anthem.
Yeah. I think
Anthem.
Anthem.
I wouldn't even say.
I think Anthem could have been fucking great if it wasn't some gay life service shit. Like if they made it a real like fucking just RPG where they took the time. So it's like, okay, we're gonna flesh out these characters. We're gonna flesh out concepts because like when I actually started, so I tried playing it one time, and basically some of the things that I thought I was gonna have problems with, I didn't because I guess they thought of some things or like, all right, how are you going to like, what is the point of being on the ground if you can fly all the time? Well, there are reasons you need to be there. There are certain things you need to do, and there's certain people you need to kill. And so it's like you can't just like fuck off type of thing. Because I thought like oh, if things get too hot, can I advance? And they're like, well, no, you fucking can't, obviously. So I was like, all right. And then I was having some fun with some of the, I was just like, damn.
It's like entirely competent.
Imagine if they just were like, put this aside. We're going to develop this and like cook it like longer and take the live service aspect out of it. Cause it's like, guys, I know you want live service money. I know you want a looter shooter money, but it ain't going to work for you, BioWare. People don't buy your games for that. Like they don't like those BioWare people don't fucking play looter shooters.
That's not why people buy your wares.
Oh, you know, it's a dude that I never know if I say this right, but Star Wars Masters, the
Masters of Terras Kasai,
Terras Kasai,
I don't know, Terras Kasai.
Terrakazi. I literally have no idea. I still to this day don't know how to pronounce that.
The Star Wars game?
Yeah,
the Star Wars fighting game,
the PS1
right?
fucking fighter game.
Oh,
that was like
I remember
Tekken.
that one. I remember that one. Okay.
That game could have been good. Like the concept of that was really cool, but it just was so shitty and clunky.
The idea of that is so fucking like why?
It's just a fun.
There's so many ideas you can just put in things. Like you have IPs, just put your IP in game, make game decent.
I think
that's
just
it.
Because I like the idea of like iconic games. It's kind of like why like brawlers like got so popular because the concept of these games that normally in fighting games is like okay, let's make them all fight and shit. That's kind of cool. So I even that game Ergies. Or Energy, whatever is that, you know, all of those Square Enix fucking
shit.
Cloud and all those motherfuckers were like fighting each other.
Yeah.
Like that game, I played that on Sega Saturn, sorry. I played that on Sega Saturn and I was like, man, this could have been good. Some people still like it. I think that shit fucking sucked.
Yeah.
But it was like cool, like putting all those stupid gay, like JRPG characters and like they were fighting together. Sega Saturn had another game like that too. It was called something Mix. I can't remember.
Yeah.
There's so many obscure fighters that I played because I was obsessed with fighting games back in the day.
Yeah, there's a lot of
You're
games
black,
that
of
like I
course you
think.
were.
Yeah.
You're black, of course.
There's a lot of there are games that I think are still good, but like I would love to see given like a proper budget.
Ooh,
you know, like
yeah.
I would love to see like a proper Destroy All Humans with like modern tech and stuff. I would love to see. I think a lot of pandemic games actually. Now that I think about it, like that studio made so many. Like Lord of the Rings Conquest was so cool, man.
Dude, if they
Like,
bring those
and-
games back, oh my god, dude.
A Battlefield
Oh my god,
that
that'd
was
be so
Lord of the Rings.
cool.
It actually,
it's so cool.
it would
be
be
so cool.
fucking. I feel like the weird thing is, I feel like there's a lot of people that would love to do that, but Warner Bros. Would probably just be like, because like if you look at a lot of
make
these
another
games on
Hobbit
like
movie.
Mountain Blade and shit like that. Now imagine Mountain Blade, but it was fucking Lord of the Rings. Because like it's just a bunch of like people, huge field, people fucking around doing like cool shit, warring, fucking around with your homies.
But
and
you have
stuff.
to have such a high. You have to have a high standard to work on Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
That's why we got Gollum.
That's the thing that's so weird. Like, how are they allowed to do that?
I really have no idea. That shit is insane.
Yeah.
I think they own the rights to it. I think the company that I think some weird company owns the rights to Lord of the Rings. It's
They
very
were like
weird.
Icewind Dale. They made that fucking game, the new game, that was so
thought Warner
dog
Bros.
shit.
were
And it's like, this D&D game is so bad. And then Larian follows up and makes Baldur's Gate 3, and its company's probably like, we're going to kill ourselves.
Yeah.
We're going to kill ourselves.
Look, Baldur's Gate 3 was such a good tragedy if you think about it, because now the bar is so high. It's like
For RPGs in general,
for us now. That's how I felt about watching Nocturne. The bar was too high to where I know Nocturne's not a bad show at all.
It's weaker. It is weaker. 100%.
It's unfortunately weaker. That's why
it's still a good show. It's still fun to watch. 100%. Like
It's
you can
not
watch
bad at
that.
all.
Like
It's not bad.
these are genuinely nitpicks.
It's
right?
not. It's literally a nitpick.
These are nitpicks.
And because of how good the original, I'm trying to nitpick the original series. I can't.
Season 3 is probably the only one.
Season 3 and 4 are weaker,
Well,
but season 1 and 2 are perfect.
Season 3 I think is the worst one,
3 is
and it's still good.
I
You know what
feel
mean?
like it's so that has to happen by default. Like, because you're never like the idea of having all seasons be equally as good as each
It's
other.
impossible. That's never even.
It's never gonna.
I can't think of a show that's gotten better progressively.
Yeah,
Each season.
there is definitely some like seasons.
Breaking Bad's the only show maybe that like
peaks and valleys, right? Is typically
and
what.
even
a
I would
thing
argue
does.
the last season of Breaking Bad is like as good as the previous one.
What is
Yeah.
a show that gets better every season? I don't think
It's so hard, man, because like how do you recreate the magic that you already made? And
you can't do it.
especially since it's already been made, so now it needs to be just as good or better. Like you can't.
The first season of a show is never the best season of a show.
Maybe Avatar: Last Airbender. That's probably the only series, like I said, it gets better genuinely the longer it goes through.
You think so? I feel like it's the same the whole time.
No, I feel like season 3 is. Well, it's also rushed, but it's really good.
Maybe I have to actually watch it. I still
really good.
I still haven't watched it. I tried watching.
You know what's crazy? It's even good now. Like, as an adult, you're probably watching it, but this is a good show.
There was a little. The way that I watched Fallout, I have to do the same thing. I have to prepare myself correctly. I kind of like I watched. It's funny to say that, but I watched Fallout like incorrectly at first, where I was nitpicking in the way that I'm not like I don't feel the same way that I do because I was like being way too critical on the stupid. It bothers me a teeny bit still, but I have
nitpicks of the show.
It's more of just like I know if we were all sitting in a room, we can dissect that script and be like, all the same outcomes need to happen. Let's just make the journey make a little bit more sense. Yeah. And I think it would just be an enjoyable show overall, but really. I think somebody would dunk me on the head and be like, chill out, it's Fallout. And that's kind of like where I was like, yeah, you're right. I need to chill out on this. It's Fallout. Who cares?
Yeah.
Yeah, having a great season 1 is a curse. Having an amazing season 1 is a curse, dude. It's not. It's
like Seinfeld's first season is terrible. Always Sunny's first season is kind of like it's mad funny.
Extremely weak,
funny.
It's funny. Weaker, but it's not as strong as like season 4 or 5.
It's extremely weak. It doesn't even have Frank doesn't even show up until a little while too.
Frank is
season 3.
No.
I thought it was
2, right?
I think 2.
I think it was 3.
I thought it was 2. I mean, you could be right.
I can't even say. I'm not sure, but I know
I'm not standing on it.
It takes a minute. It's not right away. Let's just say
because he saw the show first. He's like, I want to be a part of that.
Yeah. Which is fucking awesome.
It's just hilarious.
Like,
that is
imagine
also the GOAT though.
You're an iconic fucking actor. And I want to be on that bullshit. That's crazy. Because I feel like that's like our level stuff. But if I felt it almost it's not as crazy. But like imagine Daniel Day-Lewis wanting to be on a fucking comedy show.
Yeah,
a situational comedy show.
Imagine Hideo Kojima coming on this show.
I'd be like, how did you find us?
like, I'm a really big fan of Sweeney. And I'm like
you specifically.
Yeah, I looked through my follows on Twitter, and he's been following me for years.
You didn't notice, and he's like, "Why isn't he following me back?" He's like,
"Where's the follow back, man?
Why is he so judgmental?
Why are you following my game so much?
Why are there so many racist white people?
You know what's crazy about him is that like I know for a fact.
Yeah, I saw you mention that the other day.
It's insane.
What are you talking about?
The amount of fucking right wing crazy niggas.
But are they actually following? Do you see them?
No,
like,
I check follow, and I'm like, why are you following me?
I always do that. Like sometimes I'll put out on Twitter just like even sometimes it'll be like
it's bait.
A milk toast kind of like normal opinion that people be bent out of shape over.
Yeah.
Like how I said, I tweeted recently about people, if you're raising kids right now, you should really pay attention to teaching them how to avoid creating intense parasocial relationships with not only figures, but politicians. I don't think people were like aware of that when we were younger.
Yeah.
I agree with that. 100%. And in the same way, so like I think it'd be worth it to just pay attention to that because there's a lot of people just out there just fucking weird about this stuff.
Very reasonable thing to say.
Yeah, and so people were freaking out about that. But every time, sometimes I'll go aggressive. I'll be like, I'll tweet something aggressively like left, just to see like who's gonna respond to this and take umbrage with it. How are they going to do it, and are they following me? And usually, if people disagree with me but they're like normal about it, I'll leave them. But like, if ever I do like just bad faith shit, I always go to the account and it's like following you. It's like why? I block them and then I unblock them.
Soft block.
And some of them follow again.
That's what's so funny. There's
swear to God,
dude.
Let's go.
That's what's
I
so
want
funny.
to call this dude out, but I feel like it's not right because I feel like our fans are just gonna lampoon him. But there's one guy I've posted 3 things that are very liberal, sort of sensible things. I'd assume I'm not being like
sensible to reasonable people, yeah.
But like, and he was like, oh, you're so fucking dumb. You don't understand this. I'm like, all right, cool. I go. I didn't even comment. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna follow him. I'm gonna soft block him, come back. The next day, I posted something. He followed me again. I'm like, blood.
That must have been some glitch.
Yeah.
Blood.
It's like, brother. No, I've seen a couple of those. Like some people come back, and I'm like, bro,
like,
take the hint, man. I don't like blocking people because I just don't see the point.
I literally told people leave. Like, please go. Like, leave.
Yeah, like you're free, man.
I'm not making you stay here. You're welcome to go.
To me, it's not even like.
me?
To me, it's the bad faith stuff. You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of, to me, it's like, I don't care if you disagree with me, but like, don't disagree with me on bad faith.
Yeah.
That's the shit I can't stand.
The thing is that this
I really can't
this is where
deal
it's
with
getting to me now, where like I'm tweeting things that are they're not even extreme left things. They're just like, oh, preserving people's lives. I'm not even going into my whole like pro-transness, like just any of that shit. It's just like simple shit about like, oh, people's rights. Like, oh, that's unfair. Oh, this shouldn't be happening.
I'm telling you, milquetoast.
Yeah, milquetoast, like what you said about parasocial relationships. And I'm like, what is
like
wrong with that?
Yeah, they were like, he doesn't have any kids. I'm like,
what?
Okay.
What is that for?
It just says it was like if somebody without kids told you not to eat your children.
You don't fucking know.
You know what I
mean? It's just such a self-evidently obvious thing to, I don't know, it's weird.
It's
weird
one of those things that people, I
think I just told everybody who had a problem with that to kill themselves. I think I said something like,
that's what needs to be happening. You need to
game over, tag the next soul in, I think I said.
There's so Elon Musk does the Seek How, and all I said was the next 4 years are going to be so stupid.
Yeah,
that's it. That's literally all I said.
Which is never a bad prediction to make.
Right. It's not even a commentary. It's just like this situation is so stupid. Like this is gonna. So
it's not even just the situation. It's everything.
Yeah.
You know?
But just think about it in like the context of like, let's say you are an Elon Musk fan. Like I think you would almost agree that this situation is stupid too. Like you're like this is such a mess.
It's such a neutral statement.
Yeah, and so that's why I was like, oh, this shouldn't. It's just. I think it's kind of objective. This is going to be a bunch of dumb bullshit. This entire anyway. This guy said this. This is what he gathered from me just saying the next 4 years is going to be stupid. He said, "Are you really just going to assume that he would do a Nazi salute? Not going to think for 2 seconds that maybe it could be somehow misrepresentation of reality? That maybe the media skews things? No." Cool. And I like how you're like completely like derailing.
Yeah, they get so
no. It's the same kind. I'm sorry.
I like how I'm doing a thing right now, and he's like, oh no, don't listen here. Me. It's me time.
But it's the same kind of argument where people are just like, where's your brain at? Where's your mind at? That you'd rather be more upset by me than just fucking go do something you enjoy. It's just
it's not just, to me, it's just like, people can't read, man.
Oh no, people
bad.
People can read. People cannot understand what they read.
That's ultimately what reading is.
I guess that reading.
You know what I mean? Like anybody could just like duck.
Yeah, words.
You know, that's not even reading to me. That's like that's a symbol association.
I can read.
That's seeing.
That's what reading is. But yeah, I agree.
I think reading is understanding what you're. Anybody could read words, but if you're reading words and not understanding them, you're not really reading them.
If you want to really be nitpicky, reading comprehension, right?
Sure, yeah, it's reading comprehension. But dude, like I think because when I think I said about that thing that I was talking about earlier about like just parasocial relationships and stuff, and then I said like, listen, if with all due respect. I said this. If you find this offensive, please just take yourself out. Like, you got to be gone. Like, it's over. Game over. You're cooked. You know, tag the next soul in.
Yeah.
And somebody was like, do you realize some of your fans might have parasocial relationships with you? You're basically telling them to kill themselves.
Sure.
And it's like, that's not
basically
how the sentence works.
Yeah.
And I said, listen, with all due respect, like, this is not how sentences work. I'm talking specifically to people who find that I'm saying this offensive. If you find it offensive that I'm saying like, oh, teach your kids not to have parasocial relationships, that's offensive to you. You should die.
Yeah, because
like you're out, man. It's gonna get much worse for you if that's something that shakes you to your core.
It's.
And then he said, "Oh yeah, my bad." And I'm just like, the fact that I even got that?
I see that every once in a while where someone actually does say like, "Oops, I misread that."
But it's not good for me because it just vindicates. It just digs me deeper into knowing how right I am.
Yeah,
which is not good.
I don't need
that at all.
I know what you mean.
What makes it so weird? Do they give those tests? I remember in school when I was in school, at least. Like, I don't know, a fucking different time. I guess
50 years ago,
57 years ago. I've aged fairly decently.
Yeah, you look pretty good, man.
They would give tests during the year to see where your understanding is of things.
Oh,
not like the
and if you failed, they would pants you and throw you down a well.
They'd have a horse kick you in your dick 13 times. Angry ass
You're
horse
the
too.
school horse.
I think people. It was why people would get held back, right? And that was how. I think
those
people still get held back, right?
You have to be fucked.
You gotta be.
But see, that's the thing.
You gotta be a concept we didn't see in school, probably.
You
didn't see that kind of stuff in
like
school.
those people, I don't know, drank glue off the floor and died before they got to 9th grade. But like, I feel like you really have to try to. You have to almost be like an evil criminal to get held back.
I forgot what they were called. The Regents, not the Regents exams. Those are, I don't know if you guys had these over here. We had
Regents is East Coast.
Yeah, but we had.
They had like ACT or something here.
But not even
something
those.
like that.
Not even those. It's like a test you would get. Like, okay, the school year starts. To try to see where your level is when they're gonna promote you, they would have you go through everything where like a reading, math comprehension,
just all the shit.
This comprehension test. I think they were called comprehension tests.
Sure, I
Do
don't.
they not do that anymore?
I wouldn't know.
Because
Not.
if that's the case, it explains a lot of what's going on.
I feel like there's a what would you call it, a symbiotic relationship going on to where the schools want to pass more people because they get more funding, and if you want to get a little bit more conspiratorial, what I talk about like the symbiosis or whatever is like the quote unquote powers that be, just the oligarchs, people that are really trying to run shit. They count on people to be stupid as fuck.
Of course, yeah.
So it's extremely beneficial to you take money and fund the people that are passing the most, which usually means making shit way more dumbed down. So it's like, oh, this school seems like it's doing great, but literally the bar is so fucking low. Of course they're doing great. So they get money and stuff. Everything seems great. And they're just putting more, like Carlin would say, obedient workers into the system. Because it's like, imagine if everybody was like us, just regular people on the level.
Yeah.
Because then it's like,
just regular people just murdering
there would be no
in their free
department
time.
of government efficiency ran by some fucking South African Nazi. Like,
No, they got rid of it back too.
Yeah, because he's brown
already?
as
Yeah,
fuck,
he's already gone.
and he said it was a mutual split. Like, shut up, Brownie.
That is crazy.
Shut
you
up,
stupid
fucking.
I don't believe that for a
bitch.
second.
Punjab. Shut the fuck
That's
up.
crazy. He is though.
You know exactly.
That is
You know
crazy.
exactly. That's why he's gone. They're like, oh,
Well, that's why he's in America. That's why he's in America. Not to be disrespectful.
come on. I wouldn't vote for you because you're brown. And he's like,
gotta-
that's fair.
You gotta just. All right.
That's fair.
You're like that.
That's fair is such a crazy response because that is like one of the most unfair things I've ever heard.
It's
like on a base
completely
level,
uncalled for.
it's like
That's
it's almost like
racism. That's that is just interpersonal racism.
but it's
straight
but
up.
it's also literally like on its basic level and it's not even more complex than it is
Exactly.
in how
Yeah.
unfair it is. It's
Yeah.
like the most obvious. It's so funny.
Blatant
That's fair.
racism
Hey,
that
good.
would say let's just say 15, 20 years ago, your career would be finished if anyone said anything like that. If you told a brown person on fucking the news,
I wouldn't vote for
I'm
you,
not
you're
voting for you
brown."
because you're brown. Like you're a dirty, smelly Indian. Your street food sucks. And then
shit on your hands and then serve food.
That is fucking crazy.
and then you would never see the light of day.
Yeah.
But now it's like it's literally if you go online, it's based.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, it's
What happened-
Vivek's like, wow, she Megyn Kelly's based.
Wow, she
happens is
made a
this,
good point about me being brown.
a lot of people started calling everything under the sun racist, right?
Yeah.
There's plenty of racism, but people started calling things that were not necessarily racist, right? And what happened is that dumb
The blackface
people,
episodes of Community, for
That's
example.
what happened.
dumb people started calling people that were not racist, just a little ignorant, racist, right? Then what happened is real racist niggas started showing up, right? And the word racist had less meaning, right?
Yeah.
And then what
It's
happens
the Cry Wolf
is,
situation.
Yeah, and then-
we know this.
Yeah.
We know this.
and then now there are straight up
Yeah.
bigots in power. And it's like,
It's gotten
yeah,
so-
but I'm racist too, I guess, because I call people the N-word in my private time. And it's like, yeah, kind of.
Look, yeah.
Yeah,
Look, here's
yeah.
the thing. Here's the thing about that whole
Yeah.
the whole
Fair
Elon
enough.
thing for me was that like the last time I defended somebody for doing a Heil because I assumed it was a joke, I was wrong. So I'm just not gonna make that mistake again.
Yeah, who was
You know what I
that?
mean? The Richard Spencer.
Who?
Richard Spencer back in you remember when he gave that
He
speech?
didn't do it. It was his audience people. So
that guy stood up,
He gave
right?
a couple. There was like two
Yeah,
or three people
yeah.
stood up. So he said "Hail victory." He might have said "Hail
people.
Trump" or
He said
something.
He said "Hail our people" and then
Hail
Trump.
victory. I remember him saying "Hail victory."
Hail victory,
because that's
yeah.
like straight up like a Roman token from. Basically, here's the thing that pisses me off about the people keep saying it's the Roman salute. I'm like, let's unpack that. The Roman salute came from Italy. Fascist Italy was using the Roman salute, and then fucking the Germans stole it. Like, you want to try again, cunt?
It's the same thing.
You want to try again? Fascist Italy is fascist Germany. Literally, there would be no fascist Germany without fascist Italy. They literally are inspired by it. So anyway, well, I made the mistake too because I 100% thought it was a troll. I just didn't understand the alt-right at that time.
Yeah, no, me neither.
Didn't understand.
I mean, why would you?
It's
such an insane.
They were lying. They were infiltrating and saying we're just an alternative version of the right, and then it turns out, oh wait, no, we're extreme racists. And I'm like, oh, whoops.
Yeah.
I was like, whoop, okay. Well, now we know.
Plot twist.
Plot twist. That's why I was like with Elon. It's like, hey man, just believe your eyes.
Yeah. So Chris should have been saved by liquid Majid Lacy Green and then it just cuts
liquid Majid Lacy Green.
That is such
crazy.
a character.
That's so OP, man.
That's scary.
Is it her sister? But Majin?
I don't know.
It's her twin sister.
Her twin sister that had the better traits but thought they had the worst traits, Majin?
Yes.
I don't know.
Well, the liquid part. Well, you don't know?
That's how liquid
I thought
is. You love to, don't you? That's the
No,
whole
I
point.
literally lost track of the conversation because I was reading the question.
Oh, okay. Well, you should see if she reach out so we can find out about her sister.
Yeah, let's see if she has a Majin twin out there.
Yeah, name liquid Lacy.
Green sea lace.
Amazing.
It's green sea lace.
Whoa, whose line is it anyway? That was wild.
You would have had the whole crowd fucking
2 billion
clapping.
points.
2 billion points.
You win. You win. You win.
All right. So this person wrote in. I'm not going to read the name again because it was long. In the most recent episode, you guys talk about how you guys bet they laugh at your flaccid penises in surgery. I work in an OR of a major hospital, and I can say for certain that we in fact do make fun of your penis. Like, actually, we once had a patient with a cock so hairy we nicknamed him Chewbacca and made a joke about him sounding as such when he busts. I think he wrote as such.
This guy is a fan of this podcast. 100. Like
I love that we have somebody in surgery who's a fan. The idea of like our show blasting over an unconscious fucking dude.
Respectable people in respectable fields listening to this bullshit warms my heart.
Imagine waking up in surgery, like you had a moment when you kind of come in where you just hear me saying the N-word and you're like,
what? Am I in hell?
Back under. Am I in hell? That's your first question. Oh, I'm definitely hell. I'm seeing hearing that word from the sky. Oh, it's definitely.
Like the idea wouldn't be that like, oh, that's probably that podcast that I listen to all the time.
Yeah, no.
I must be in hell.
No, you're definitely in hell.
Yeah, no, man. I get messages from people who I'm like surprised, where they're like, yeah, man, I watch your show all the time, and I work here. I work in the fucking. There's people that I know at one point I know for sure there were people listening to our show from like FBI.
I know one person.
I don't know if I like that.
I know one person that listens to our podcast.
They're not a serious person.
That is, what do they do? They work for Secretary of Defense. I know that. One person I know that does. And I'm
Secretary
like,
of Defense.
what are you doing here?
You better.
No.
You better pay attention.
Are they belly flopping on the fucking codes? Like they're hitting all the launch buttons?
I know that they are someone that does not agree with all the stuff that happens there, but they have a job.
That is that's the crazy thing to
job.
maintain, man. That's a hard thing to. I want that gift to be able to ignore, because I said then it would allow us to like grift, because it's the same principle. You suppress your principles. This is a job. I'm going to do my job. I have a good career, and I want to be able to do that too. I want to be able to be like, I feel like I'm starting to, when I know I mentioned this already, when I felt cathartic watching Isaac kill those people.
Yeah.
I feel like it's starting to creep in me.
It is.
And I'm like, let's go.
There's a darkness growing in me that I don't like.
And
it's not a penis.
It's like for the first time I'm finally it's not a penis.
It's not a penis.
For the first time I feel like I'm starting to understand Slipknot lyrics.
Yeah.
Like I get them. Like I'm like, at first I'm always like, that shit's gay, but it sounds heavy. I like it, you know? All the lyrics are for like 13-year-old kids. It's stupid shit. But now I'm like, I feel the hate rise up in me, down. Like now I'm like, yeah.
With a bang on with black mascara and a bang on. He's like,
that's what so many Rise Against songs.
Nigga Derek.
Yeah. It's just like catharsis.
Nigga Derek.
Nigger Derek.
I think I've watched that 100 times over this.
I keep showing it to
past
Lily.
week.
You showing it to Lily. He's like, he's definitely saying to her. I'm like, no, I hear Mega. I hear Megger.
I wish I was hearing it. I don't. I don't hear it.
This is like almost
the dress.
The dress. Yeah, I was about to say the dress. Like, is it blue or black or fucking white and gold?
That was insane, though.
That was crazy.
People got out of hand. People got upset.
The dress was really blue and black, wasn't it?
It was blue, and I remember at one point I saw it as blue and black, and then I saw it as white and gold, but I understood like, oh, that looks white and gold because it is black and blue, and that's what the light is doing. Like I saw them both at one point. Like I looked away and I looked back, and I was like, oh, I
mainly saw white and gold.
I mainly saw the blue. Every time I see that
saw
movie,
white and gold. I'm pretty sure, and I was like, "Is that?" But somebody was like, "Oh, it could be the light," and I was like, "Oh, okay, cool."
Yeah, that's the thing.
And I was out.
I understood the trick.
That's how sensible people were reacting.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it might be the light that's fucking with it. Yeah.
The thing that was annoying was people sticking on that shit. Where I'm like, have you never seen the experiment of just watching people? You know how like deaf people, why they read lips because of how important that shit is.
At all.
Yeah, well, actually, I knew a couple.
Like the water wet thing.
But like it's like the say bar and far.
Is water wet?
If you literally split the screen, right, of the people saying bar and far at the same time, whichever you're looking at is what you're gonna hear. So it's like you look at the person saying bar, you're gonna hear it. Then you look at the person saying far, you're gonna hear far. It's like that's how the brain works. And so it's the same with the dress. Where I'm like, guys, this isn't a big fucking deal. Like, we all know about optical illusions. This is like fucking 17th century shit.
He's talking about mirages. Mirages aren't really fucking retard, bitch.
I'm talking about mirages. I'm talking about
optical illusions. Those optical illusions.
I'm talking about like say the you have the cage on one side and the bird on one side, and you spin it and it looks like the bird's in the cage.
Yeah, that's not a mirage.
Wait, that's real.
Stupid. But yeah, no,
I love somebody filling up a glass of water with a pitcher like on the side of it, and then it was facing the other direction when the water glass is filled. And I was like, I don't know how that works.
Yeah. Actually, what's the thing when the car is driving, the wheels look like they're spinning backwards?
Matthew Broderick?
Yeah, that's it. It's called the Matthew Broderick effect.
Yeah, when your car spins out and you kill people, it's a Matthew Broderick. It's called pulling a Matthew Broderick.
That's Matthew Broderick or Caitlyn Jenner.
You read the question.
I don't know. I was gonna say I do love the fact that we have like fucking people in operating rooms.
Oh right. That's awesome. And they laugh at small penises and hairy penises. I love that.
I mean, I figure that's what they're. I mean, like, why wouldn't they be like, you know? I love. You gotta find some semblance of joy.
It's like the person that found Kobe's body and took pictures and distributed it. Like that's like.
That's insane.
Yeah, that's like there's some people who are supposed to be.
That's real.
They're supposed to be. So unfortunately, most people didn't get to see it, but some people saw it. Some people saw it that weren't supposed to see it.
That's crazy.
I don't think it made it to the internet because we would have found it by now. But I think this person sent it to other people that weren't stupid enough to post it online. But it got out because they're people at the end of the day.
Yeah, they're gonna be.
They're Snark cake enjoyers.
This is why I can't ultimately believe in conspiracies. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like really, crazy, like off the wall.
I think
ones.
pre-internet maybe not anymore.
I think even less so.
They're going home and telling everyone. They're going to the bar and like, yo, Johnny Seed, whatever the fuck
they
their
tried
name
to
is.
kill.
I saw the devil. It was insane.
I literally saw the devil.
Unbelievable.
Dude, they tried to assassinate Fidel Castro. Like what? Times. Like 1,000,000 times?
Yeah.
And that was in a time where you would assume it'd be easier to hide shit. Because you wouldn't be able to just like send, like, what were they using? Carrier pigeons?
One of our friends' uncles is one of the guys that tried to do that. We know.
He was one of the people?
That's right. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
One of our friends' uncles, yes.
Yep.
I'm surprised.
You know them too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, absolutely.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It's insane.
It's an interesting story.
I heard it. I was like.
Anyway.
No.
Let's move on.
Okay.
Let's go to the next thing before these FBI.
Before somebody comes into the window and yanks me away.
Yeah.
You ever saw The Fourth Kind?
I didn't, but
I did. Why do you bring that up?
It's a moment. Oh no, maybe not The Fourth Kind, but it's a movie where some black girl's like telling a girl about aliens, and she's like, "They're aliens," and she just gets yanked.
As she say,
away, like, and the woman just has to stand there and deal with the fact that she saw a black woman taken to the sky.
All right, I'm gonna read the next question.
Was
now.
it Up? Was it or Don't Look Up or whatever?
It was Up. It was
That's not what I meant. That's not what I meant.
It was Up.
That's so not what I meant.
What's the name of the song? No, that's not the song. Wait, what's the name of the song?
I'm gonna move on to the next question.
Yeah. Don't Look Up. I think right. Don't Look Up.
Don't Look Up is the
one with
movie.
black people.
What?
No, Up. No, Look.
No. Wait, am I? No, is that the Jordan Peele movie? No. Am I wrong? Wait. Am I confused? Am I wrong?
Is it Us?
No, Us is one of them.
No, but isn't there one where it's like you're not supposed to look up or something?
Yeah, the alien thing up there.
Is that
Us,
not?
Look.
I
Nope.
No.
Is that what it is?
It's called
Nope. Yeah, I saw it.
Fucking
Good
retard.
fucking movie though.
What is there something called Don't Look Up? Am I just
Yeah.
Don't Look Up is the movie with like I think it's
Leo.
Leonardo DiCaprio and Jennifer Lawrence, and they play. I think right.
Yeah, you're right.
And they play like they're trying to warn the world about like an asteroid that's coming, and no one takes it seriously.
Oh,
And then politicians get involved and they ruin it more.
I never
it's actually
saw
a good
that.
movie, but like it's kind of one of those things where it's like it's made.
Is Leo like talking about like the difference between Negro skulls and white skulls in that movie?
Yes.
Stop. Stop. That's a legendary role. Shut
You know,
up.
he
He said
like,
the N-word by
he's
mistake.
like that in every role now.
He's just Calvin Candy.
He got touched and he was like, I shouldn't touch this.
All right. Juxto the Jester wrote in. He says, "Hey, cigarette, cigarello, and cigar."
Ooh, cigarillos, I like them.
First time
cigarello,
question asker, long time listener, and patron. First off, thank you, fellas, for keeping me insane in our hell world.
No problem, blood.
No problem, man. Happy to do it. I'm constantly reminded by the show of my backlog of single player games. Being 20 and in college, I find myself dedicating my time to multiplayer games as it's easier to just pick up and put down. So I'm looking for advice on what single player games to pursue first. MGS3, Dead Space 2, GTA, GTA 4, Batman Arkham City, Cyberpunk 2077, and The Witcher 3.
MGS3. That's not one you definitely don't want to start.
Yeah, you don't want to.
It just being the first thing on the list kind of threw me off.
It is the most eclectic thing on the list.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, it depends on what you're into, man. Like if you're into multiplayer games, my assumption is that you are more action oriented. And so
Cyberpunk.
I would say
Skyrim and Cyberpunk.
I would actually like right now. I would actually probably say something like. I mean, depending on what games you're playing, I think Cyberpunk is pretty solid. He brought up the Batman Arkham games, and I think those are a great.
Ooh.
That's a great because that's a quick one. You know, that's not a lot of your time. That's like maybe 10 hours for the first one, and then like maybe less than 20 for the second.
Yeah,
it doesn't take a lot of time to get through those, and they play great.
That'd be great.
Ninja Gaiden 2 Black is out now, and it's fucking great. Ooh. That's a nice truncate. That's like a really small game, easy to digest. Not very daunting.
It's a little hard.
If you play it on hard, I'm playing it on just normal.
On normal,
yeah, and it's pretty easy for me.
I think you're a little more versed in playing. You know,
shot. I'm getting hit all the time. I know there's a block button. I'm forgetting to use it constantly.
Well, okay, fair enough. Okay, maybe it's not.
I'm just saying.
Okay, maybe it's not me. Okay, yeah, whatever.
Dead Space 2 you brought up. The Dead Space remake is great.
Yes.
Ooh, Dead Space remake is great because it's like really cheap right now.
It's really cheap and it's great.
It's fucking under $20.
I have that game. That's how cheap is it? I already own it.
Yeah,
in my opinion,
I do that too, though. I swear I still do that. So I have a game and I'm like, oh, look, I'll see the price. I already have it. I'm like, oh, it's
I'll
nice.
buy it again for cheap.
I'll make another account and buy
Fucking
it.
brain sucks, dude.
Yeah, it depends on what you're into, but like, I mean, everything you mentioned is solid. But I would say maybe like MGS is like pretty specific. Cyberpunk is long, and so is The Witcher 3. So like, if you're having trouble maybe delegating time,
Cyberpunk is not long if
you mainline it.
Yeah, I feel like depending on I like games like that to where it gives you the option if you want to play forever or just like kind of.
That's what I like about Mafia right now. It's like I have no interest in doing extra shit. I'm just in it for the story, and it's great for that. It's like the pacing's great.
Yeah, I killed every age person I could find in Cyberpunk. It's pretty cool.
Okay, well.
Every person I found.
Anyway, moving on.
Every time
There's
I found
no Indian people in Cyberpunk, huh?
Of course they're not.
Interesting.
They're stuck. They barred them over there. They barred them to that part of the world.
They're
can't come
they're
back
beyond
here.
like the
Black
wasteland.
Wall. That's crazy. They digitized every Indian and put them beyond the Black Wall. It's crazy.
Why?
That is so insane. And there's no like real good reason. It's like
we are the Digendians.
Is that Cyberpunk 2?
Yeah.
Cyberpunk 2.
Yeah.
Cyberpunk 2077 is Cyberpunk 2. Fucking
I could see that actually, to be honest with you.
Is Cyberpunk?
They never name stuff like that for that world, stuff like that.
Is it
whatever.
Yeah. So what? Cyberpunk 2, is that like the first like chip or something? It's still like modern day and like, oh, look,
that's just
cool.
2006.
Yeah. Look at this.
That's like just 2013 when they did Google Glass.
Ooh, I love how fast that came and gone.
It should have existed.
It's kind of coming back now. They have smart glasses now.
Oh, people are actually
at Target.
Oh, interesting.
Like it's
how smart are they?
I mean, they're pretty stupid right now. Like right now they're just like basically Siri. Like
Are
you
they
can talk,
better than-
but they do beam music into your head, which is awesome.
What
like
do you
that's
mean?
a crazy.
What do you
Like
mean?
I don't like that.
like it just uses the vibrations of the glasses to like
yeah,
just put music in your head without having to listen to it, and people around you can't hear it. It's pretty nutty, actually, to be honest with you.
I mean,
That
it's
feels
really simple
dangerous.
science.
I
That
understand
feels-
the concept of that.
Yeah,
It feels
just-
dangerous in a way, but like whatever though.
I just
Like, I'm
don't.
too
I
ignorant
just.
to understand it.
I don't.
It's kind of cool, to be honest with you, but
It's
like
it's. I would say neat is the perfect word for that. That is a neat trick, but
yeah.
like I'm not listening to music like that.
That's a neat trick.
Nice.
Nice. But yeah, the
Scrabble.
Earlier, you hurt your knee.
dude, I banged.
Ow, my knee.
I banged my knee coming home because we met at the breakfast place and we were like waiting for Sweeney for like 3 hours because he was late.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
At least.
Yeah.
And so we were waiting. And we walked into the apartment to record, and I really fucking banged my knee against the door frame
Yeah.
in a way that like felt like part of me was like subconsciously trying to kill the door frame. And I'm still feeling it. It still hurts like a lot.
Yeah.
But
There was one day I was
Thai
walking into the
warrior.
house and I fucking walked into it and I cut the fuck out of my arm. And I think you were there when I cut it, and you were like, "You're right," and I was like, "Eh."
Yeah, whatever.
Bike,
It's ignoring
going.
like the blood, like Wolverine attacking him. It's like, yeah, whatever.
bike messenger knocked me down.
Where'd you get that cut there? Gay. That's that whole shit.
Hey man, you gotta watch out for them gays.
Anyway.
Go to pedo. No, homo Parker.
I'm gonna write.
Homo
we're gonna
Parker.
read another one.
Pedo Parker.
This will be the end. This will be the last one. Demon's Rage. Kind of jumping off of what we were talking about. Demon's Rage wrote in. He says, "Dear Fart Tank, I wrote in about 6 months ago asking for advice for starting Baldur's Gate 3. This game is one of my favorite of all time, but I really fucked up.
Whoa.
I work 45 hours a week, and I'm playing co-op with my brother. Needless to say, we're still playing it, and I still think it's amazing, but I don't want to do it anymore. How do I get off this ride? I'm watching the game industry pass me by, and I'm getting anxious about it. Please help. All jokes aside, I just want to push through and do it. But how did you guys do it so quickly? How much did you miss? I'm at like 250 hours. That's a lot.
Yo, you're not
250
done with the game yet?
250 hours. Their co-op is. I feel like what's happening is they're having a blast, dying so much.
Just doing fuckery.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they're just fucking getting destroyed, progressing very slowly, but they're having a blast. So it's like, at this point, man, look, I say you have two options. You either don't play co-op anymore and just play it as quickly as possible. But if you don't want to do that and you're still curious about the ending, watch some YouTube videos. Like, you played so much of that game already. Like,
Like what act are you at? You better not be on Act 1.
That's
That's
no way.
crazy.
There's no fucking ways in Act 1 in 250 hours. That's crazy.
You can watch a video about it. I think watching a video about this game is going to undercut.
It's going to undercut a lot of it because of the control and your character and all that aspect. But I'm just saying,
But if you can't have the time,
if it's time to move on, but you're curious about at least how it plays out in a certain aspect, I mean, that might be your best bet.
that's not a game you can put down and pick back up. That's not a game you can. You
It's
can put it down
hard.
and pick it back up. But the problem with that game is that's not a game you can pick up real quick.
That's why I haven't gone back to it yet. That's the only
I gave that game to Mick. I bought Mick that game for his birthday.
Oh yeah.
And he was like, "Hey, dude, I don't think I should play this game. I get like when I play RPGs, I get like really into it.
Yeah, you ruined him.
And like I can't, like I
He
start
lost his
living in
house.
a
You know
world.
that?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Good.
He's
for
on the
him,
You did
street
that.
with all he has is a Steam Deck and Baldur's Gate.
man.
That's it. Literally, I saw him sitting on the street. And
I
he was
saw
just playing.
literally he has no legs because Smokey cut them off and sold them on the fucking Costa Rican black market
Yeah, yeah, I
for
saw that.
$5 because she still doesn't understand American money.
Yeah. And he was like, Derek,
She's so fiscally illiterate that she sells her fucking boyfriend's
legs
She
for
doesn't know fucking
$5,
anything.
and so they bought one.
That's my closest friend. I'm not gonna beat me.
She's
bought one-
watching. That's why I'm saying all that.
They bought
Did you
one
see the-
Frappuccino.
Did you see the thing? I don't know if she sent it to the group
Of
chat
course.
of her
Oh, that
watching
shit
us
was
in the
wild.
theater.
What
and
the
I'm
fuck was that
That looks
thing?
so crazy. I guess I don't know, some fucking
Was that some white only golf club or something?
Probably
What was
like a
that?
country club.
Yeah, country
They
club.
let her in.
Fucking
jungle
Pierce's
dwelling
dad.
ass.
Well, they don't know that
Jungle
just by
dwelling
looking
ass.
at her.
You look Anglo-Saxon vaguely.
You look like you're clearly from the right place in the world.
It's just
She's
Pierce's
like,
dad.
yeah, sure.
yeah. Pierce's dad's there.
Why would Mick be there then?
Because you can't just by looking at him right away. You can't just tell.
Really?
No, you see, so you can't.
I think that's I think I have this thing where I think
Me looking at Mick, I couldn't tell like what was going on.
Yeah.
And in the same way, I can just Mick would just be like, I'm just a white guy, and then be like,
I think
Yeah.
Mick
I don't
is
see
color.
I don't see skin color or gender or race.
yeah,
unless you're white.
unless you're
Then I'm calm.
welcome to the club, my boy. And then they saw cameras. There's like CCTV of Smokey watching the Snark tank, and then they see black men on the screen. They got kicked out. That's
Out right now, creature.
How dare you? And then she was like, "No, this is my these are my mandingos."
That's crazy. Let's move on.
I make them fight.
So
And talk on a podcast.
so listen.
and talk on a podcast.
we gave them a show.
I had good fight. It was really good.
I beat up other Negro. Other Negro no move no more.
I was killed.
you're the plantation owner.
That's crazy.
Can we do that? Can we give you a fucking
Halloween?
Can we give him a southern tuxedo?
Candy for Halloween.
If
Can we give you a southern tuxedo?
If you want to buy me a good Southern tuxedo, I'll
I'm
wear
not gonna
it.
be good, but we'll buy you one.
You or me are absolutely not buying you a good one, but you can.
It will be a southern tuxedo,
I gotta go
but
fucking tuck
It
shopping.
will
too.
be a Southern tuxedo. Oh yeah, I have to. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
shopping
God damn it.
too.
Yeah, the wedding.
oh,
You too, probably.
I'm not doing no tuxedo.
It's gonna come. You're not.
Oh no, I have.
Suit.
Yeah, I got. Well, I don't have a blazer, but you don't need one. I got a vest.
Yeah, I'm gonna be up there. So
You're gonna
I
be.
have to.
You're gonna
you
be.
actually?
Oh, you're gonna be one of the people on
Yeah.
the line.
Serves
Oh.
you right.
Yeah, you little.
Sorry, I'm a good friend of somebody's. I gotta...
Serves you right.
Nah, you're gonna get beaten to death. Yeah, that's-
Imagine
At a wedding.
at the wedding.
someone comes out with a fucking kendo stick made of fucking I don't know vibranium or some shit, and they start whooping me till
What
I
a
die.
stupid concept.
Such a dweeb.
I don't even know what the fuck.
Kendo
It doesn't make any sense. I don't know.
And then they use the craziest, rarest metal for kendo
Like,
sticks.
why do you have that?
Yeah, let's go.
Listen,
Go.
so I mean, if you're trying to, I think at this point you've played enough of the game to be like, listen, whatever, just go, move on. Because I would say at a certain point, like, if I'm playing, that's how I was with the Outer Worlds. Like, I was 50 hours into the Outer Worlds, and I came to the last quest, and then I realized that there was like 2 extra DLC things that were like entire branching paths, and I was like, do I really want to do this? Like, do I really want to spend more than 50 hours on a video game? And I was like, nah, I'm gonna finish this up. I like this, but like, it's ridiculous at a certain point.
Yeah.
One thing:
Yeah.
play till you fuck Carlac, then stop playing the game.
Yeah. I don't. Yeah. One thing. I don't know why.
I fucked every girl in my camp this final playthrough, and I'm
Well,
so
yeah,
proud
yeah.
of myself.
That was the reason why multiple playthroughs make sure you have sex with everybody.
No, at the same time, I fucked all of them. I was trying to hoop the 3-way, but it wouldn't work.
Oh, what do you mean at the same? Wait, that doesn't make you fucked them all at the same time, but
No, like in one playthrough, I fucked
oh,
all
in
of
one.
them.
I got you. Okay. No, that's fair. That's fair too.
Shadowheart's the hardest one. That dumb bitch.
All right, last one, and then we'll get the fuck out of here. This is a quick
Really,
one.
Lizelle was the easiest one for me.
Oh, Lizelle was the first one because she was just like, I had to fight her to fuck her first. It wasn't the easiest one
No,
for
I
me.
fucked her first, but then she fell in love with me afterwards. And I
Oh.
beat that bitch's ass. I whooped the fuck out of her, bro.
I beat the piss out of her. Yeah, absolutely.
I teleported her up and then dropped
Actually, that's
her.
not true. I was blazing through the game, and she actually got pretty close to killing me because I was kind of blazing through it. So I was like, I'm a little underpowered.
Mega Death wrote in.
Hey, let's go.
Says, hola, homosexuals. Is it just me, or do the censor bleeps make TV comedies funnier?
Yeah.
I feel like it gives swear words a bigger punch, specifically in shows like South Park. I kind of agree, depending.
It totally depends. Like, say, one of my favorite moments of South Park is when they're doing the fake Christian rock band, Faith Plus One.
Yeah.
And it hit much harder when it wasn't bleeped. But it hits almost just as hard, but just a little bit harder when Cartman's saying "fuck Jesus." Like, it's so shocking to just hear that word.
Yeah.
Just to hear that for "fuck Jesus" is like, whoa, calm down, man.
Yeah, in 2000, that was like,
And like,
can get you killed.
it still felt great. Like the bleep was. So there is kind of an emphasis with the bleep. So I get that, but
I think the thing about it is that, like, it's almost like a bleep is almost like taking part of what you're watching and turning it into a book, where you have to kind of interpret. Like, you know what that word is,
Right.
But you get to determine the delivery in your head.
yeah, absolutely.
And so, like,
You paint the picture.
that's why I think hearing, like, when I hear things unbeeped first and then I hear them beeped again, I'm annoyed.
I see.
But then when I hear things first beeped and then hear them unbeeped, I think that's kind of weird. It never matches. Because,
Yeah,
like, my assumption of how that sounded was, like, what I assumed to be funny about it. And now I know what it really sounded like. It would be like,
I see.
like, SpongeBob doing the sailor mouth.
Ooh, yeah.
Like I've heard some of the real clips, and it's like it's not as funny as it was in my head.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Because that's a great point.
Yeah, for sure.
And dude, the bleeps are what a magic tool to where you can turn like that Jimmy Neutron clip by later. You can put a bleep in that, and then all of a sudden your mind immediately knows that it's connected to the N word. But that's just the cutoff. The normal thing is that it cuts off right before the nit. But like if you were to put like people, what's that Jimmy Kimmel segment that you do all the time? It's that.
Oh, I don't know.
Brings
it was
inappropriate time, so it sounds worse.
It was the uninappropriate whatever it was called, and that it's the power of the bleep is actually pretty good.
The bleep is pretty bleepful.
It really does like just let you imagine the funniest possible thing, and then you're fucked.
Yeah,
and then you're like N word.
It's like if you, I think I want to put a beep on the Megadeth thing. It's
gonna sound so much worse.
Yeah, exactly.
It already sounds bad, and it's going to sound worse.
Beeper death. Like if you were like, wait, he definitely said it.
All right, let's get the fuck out of here.
Can we pretend to cancel him?
Who?
Megadeth?
Can we pretend?
Dave Mustaine.
Who
We
is?
should make a character. We should
Dave
make a character Megadeth.
Like say,
like a character for our podcast. Guys, create a Megadeth character.
I like Megadeth as a character.
Yeah, as like he's like another Rogues Gallery villain. He's like along with Pizza Time.
Yeah, I pictured him like being loosely connected to Megatron.
Yeah.
He's kind of
he's like a Megatron, but of cardboard.
Yeah.
That is so stupid.
Hey, cardboard boxes can transform, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
Cardboard, you can. It's there. He transforms and then he goes
He just compiles cardboard. What he does, he puts a bunch of cardboard boxes of the smaller size, the slightly smaller size, into himself, so he's actually really dense and quite powerful. But he's still weak to water.
But there's always cumbersome styrofoam shavings falling off of him.
Yeah. That's crazy. He's really strong, but he's weak to water. He has Spider-Man. Spider-Man's like, I got like 7 box cuts. I got cut so many. I got many paper cuts, and I'm fucking bleeding, and it hurts. He's like, I'm Megadeth. And he shoots a box out his head, a smaller box.
All right, we're getting stupid. We're going to read our names. We're going to read the names of our patrons over at patreon.com/thesnarktank. Remember, you can go over there too. Get early access, ad-free, exclusive episodes, all that jazz. So welcome. We're going to read our $25 and up patrons now. What were you going to say?
Are there boxes of every dimension, or are there only like certain dimension boxes?
Okay. So strapped a gun to my dog's back. Now he gun dog.
Gun dog.
What?
I don't know, man. That's as crazy as what he just said.
Mine isn't crazy. Simple question.
Would you even ask?
Are there ever? Is there every like? Let's say you get a box that's like 32.
Are there boxes of every? Is there
32 by 75? Right.
Okay.
Would there be a box that fits perfectly inside of that box that's slightly smaller,
know.
allowing you to be able to fill a box to its utmost with boxes?
I don't know, man.
I think you should be savagely whipped by Indian weapons.
So they're not clean, or like what do you mean? Like
what is an Indian weapon?
There's the
Vindaloo,
the
landline,
that Indian guitar, whatever that thing's called again. You know that thing.
I feel like that's.
I guess bye. I guess this is where the show ends. Where you get taken off.
I can't hit that note, but the
I know what you mean. Yeah.
That thing. I forget what it's called, like a sitar or something.
Sitar.
Is that it?
Oh, yeah, that's from Sitar Hero.
Sitar Hero rules.
I'm pretty sure. I can't take credit for that. That's definitely something.
That's awesome.
That definitely exists already.
It must, and I want to play it.
Yeah, I would absolutely play Sitar Hero.
All the fucking Indian hits, that's fucking dope. You know, the one that goes, hello, baby, give me bubs and vision.
Classic. I don't associate
what's your favorite Indian song? My favorite song is that one by DeForney. Danny with a 4. You know that guy?
Jai Ho.
Jai Ho is pretty good.
It's actually a good song.
That is not bad.
I like Ajit Pai. You remember
Is
that?
that the?
Yeah.
Who is that? What is
You
that?
remember that
Is
guy?
that the web net
He was
neutrality?
the net neutrality fucking asshole.
That shit worked.
We
It
had
happened.
like fidget spinners and
Didn't
all
he
that
have like a
shit.
giant Reese's or something? Or he had a Reese's mug.
yeah.
Right? Was that it?
Yes, that guy. That
What a
fucking
weirdo.
dumb piece of shit that was trying to be like relatable. He had fidget spinners and all this shit.
Tragic how he
he had
died.
these
How they baked him
crazy-
into a pie and killed him.
They made a really hot pie giant and they put it
They made it
inside
a
it, and they left him in it.
They made an Ajit pie.
They made it.
My favorite song is that guy where he goes like, "Goodbye to the people who hated on me. Goodbye to the people who loved me."
Is that real?
You haven't seen that?
No.
Dude, it's it's so earnestly cringe in a way that's like,
That sounds awesome.
yo, look up "Goodbye" by Danny. It's D4NNY, I think, if I'm remembering it correctly. But it is a crazy.
I want to hear it.
Yeah. Oh man.
Have you
you'll
seen that
love
guy
it.
on TikTok that uses the green screen? He just does karaoke. He just stares into the camera. He's like skinny, and he sings like an angel, but also heavily in Indian accent. Yeah, you've seen him.
Yeah.
You've seen that guy.
So-
Look good to me. Like you see, so let's go. Why is he like 7 feet tall too? What's
He's like,
happening?
he's like a 44-foot tall 17-year-old. It's such a crazy video.
I love how bad the quality is.
I know it's
Why does it sound like he's down a manhole? He's like, goodbye to everyone.
that's actually like the meta narrative of the story is that he's trapped at the bottom of a sewer.
Oh, he's on the back.
and he's giving up hope.
It's actually a series of like he's really tall, but he's still trapped by certain things. Sort of like how much, no matter how big you are, you're still inflicted by certain problems in the world. It's
so
like
deep.
fucking
Yeah.
deep, bro. It's like
That's like
fucking
sand deep. Whoa.
about deep.
All right. Let's move on. Let's read the names.
I know a sand deep and a bound deep, actually.
I know Sandeep.
Yeah. I know a suck deep. What are the names?
I don't know, man. I don't even know enough. I don't even know any Indians.
Welcome to the Indian tank.
I don't know any Indian. You grew up with a bunch of them. There's a ton in
No.
your school. There were a ton in your high school. What are you talking
Not that I
about?
noticed.
Damn, what's
You're just black. I
What's
thought they
your
were
problem?
black.
Why don't you?
I don't
why
know.
you like
Maybe they were
Indians?
too tall and I didn't see them, or like they just didn't pay attention to me. But I just wasn't friends with them.
What do you have what do you have against Indian people?
What do they have against me?
It's a
Oh,
good point.
classic white.
I like-
It's everybody else's problem.
I'm not the problem. They are.
I don't know.
I just say these words. It's just a word, right?
I just knew that.
I just throw naan bread at them.
hard.
Naan bread is delicious.
I let it drown in the
I want-
sun
I want
and
Indian.
chuck it at them.
Like a
I
fucking
actually really
frisbee.
want some Indian food. I've been thinking about it recently.
I might get like samosas or something. All right, we're gonna read the $25 up names now. Count me down.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Are we ready? Strapped a gun to my dog's back. Now he gun dog. Amazing.
Now he gunned.
Now this is my dog. This is my dog with a gun. Gun
This
dog.
is my gun dog. This is my dog gun.
Mars Balls versus Capcom 3. The gaze of two worlds.
Stupid.
The homeless person in between Sweeney's teeth. I am going to kill the president with a mortar. I recently got my necrotic gallbladder removed.
Ooh.
Emma throwing big bucks. Can I pay you guys to do a live podcast at a birthday party in March? Yo,
Where?
what's the price?
Yeah.
You got some life-changing money? Are you one of these one of these affluent kids? No,
I mean-
no shot. But like,
If you're serious, DM us, man. I'm like I will hear you out. We
Yeah.
will hear you out, and if it sounds realistic, we can talk about it.
yeah.
Yeah.
But it'd have to. That's a high price, man.
Yeah. I mean, relative. We'll figure it out. We'll see how high, because high can mean very many things.
Thousands.
Of course, there's gonna be 4 figures involved.
Yes.
But like,
Easily.
that's what I'm saying. We can talk about logistically and see if it's real or if he's like, I have $500. You know what I mean? That's
No,
like,
yeah,
that's
it's
what I'm
insane.
saying. Like, we can talk about it.
I would almost rather donate $5 to the person to stop asking me that question. All right, let's
I'll give you a PS2 with no cords.
Oh my fucking god.
Oh god, so enticing.
I need a PS2 so bad. Oh my god.
I actually really do want one.
I'll give you this.
Delaying getting one.
Best I could do is this Xbox 360 filled with milk.
To the brim. To the
sloshing in there.
brim.
See, I preserved the milk. It hasn't even turned into like cottage cheese yet. It's just
It's still milk.
sloshing. That'd actually be impressive.
You take a scoop. You like take a sip.
How
of it.
old is this?
Take a sip of it. Go ahead, please.
This is really good milk.
Is this cream?
Oh my god, that was the secret to the best tasting milk, is just fermenting it in an Xbox.
In an
360.
Xbox.
For 20 years. For 20 years.
All right, can you guys? Yeah, Chris delaying the end of each episode because the moment the camera turns off, Sweeney and Derek brutally molest him. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
that's true.
Yeah, that's why I just keep the show going to avoid the fate of the show ending. So it's just like, so you guys are just like, Chris, it's been 7 hours. Are we good? It's like, nah, I think we got more. Because I know when it ends, it's over for me.
I like it.
That's funny. Broke my dick coming in her snatch, licking the rust off my slutty little car.
Broke my dick coming here. Oh, Benedict Cumberbatch. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. Built a Vergestwaffel Zwei. I don't know what that is. In my garage, I ain't a lie. I ain't a lie. Now coming out, I'm finna fly to the nearest Pride Parade. Goodbye. Nothing, nowhere, one by one. So awesome. I love that name actually so much. Epic rap battles of history. Dr. Frankenstein versus Dr. Jill Stein.
Dr. Jill. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
That'd be amazing. Sticking my head all the way up Invisible Woman's ass to suck on her colon.
That's insane.
Finding Invisible Woman's ass is crazy. Just. Oh yeah.
Yo, that actively made me
I was watching that grapefruit shit last night.
The girl sucking it.
Where she sounded
That
like a
is
bobcat.
crazy.
Have you
Yeah,
heard
yeah.
that shit?
I
You remember
yes.
that? Yeah, of course you've seen it. Yeah, everybody's seen that,
That
right?
girl, whoever she getting blowjobs from,
Dude,
dude,
it sounds like, so we looked up bobcat noises afterwards, and I'm like, it's literally a bobcat. And then,
All right, listen. You got to read the rest of this.
somebody said in the comments.
I'm cooked.
I can't,
Like-
brother.
Like I can't see him.
Sounds like a.
Where were you at,
I don't know.
motherfucker?
Try to remember what I said last.
Everyone needs to get grapefruited, remember.
Okay, Berserker Broly gap shotting Sween, Snark Tanks live in Japan featuring Johnny Somali.
Let's do it.
Did you guys hear about the upcoming Mass Effect series? Neither have I because it just made it. I just made it up. That's fucking insane.
They were
Just
gonna
lying
do that
about
shit.
It. They
and
were,
then,
and then
yeah,
fucking
they stopped.
Veilguard, Emmett Till, Emmett Tilling like a villain. What you call it? I
What?
bite children. Sween flossing using a vinegary ball sack. Derek Poppy made metal. Listen to the New Way Out. Domination, Vaughn of the
Poppy.
Dead. Waldrick says metal is too aggressive. The sketch is sweet. Wait, the sketch is Sween's alt skin. Wait, which to choose between which would you choose? Which to choose between? It's literally, he wrote it like that.
What?
Which to choose between?
Which to choose between?
Yeah, that's weird.
It might be like shorthand. Like,
A
you know.
kill switch engage, Papa Roach, X Rise Against,
Oh, yeah. We did
a
that
Ghost
already.
or Linkin Park concert. Me like movies
Negro
for the right reason. You guys like movies for the wrong reasons. One
that's
woman
fair.
roving band of raiders came inside his sex doll so much I think it's either alive or got a curse. I sometimes see it move from one spot to another. I wish I was joking.
All right.
Hamas Piker and sexual deviant Bonnell and the horse pedo should fuck each other to the death.
Did you
Oh
see,
my god.
To the
did you see
death.
Destiny's son telling him to log off?
No,
It's very funny.
really?
Yeah, yeah.
How old is
Oh,
the son
no.
now?
So
I
his
can't
son's
tell
aware
that-
of all this shit, huh?
Yeah, well, he's old enough. Yeah, he's like 15.
Fuck. That
That's his
sucks,
son?
dude.
Oh, he had a kid when he was really young. I remember.
Yeah, the kid when he
Yeah.
was really young.
That sucks. His son is aware of all this deviancy. That's
That's
crazy.
gotta be rough. Yeah.
That's whatever, dude.
Especially at the same time. Like, it'd be one thing if it was like, you were cringe in the past. Like, I don't know.
Uh-huh.
But like to be ongoing.
Dude, you have
Yeah.
a son. That's the thing that usually whips people straight. They like straighten up. They're like, I'm gonna fly straight. I'm gonna like try not to be a piece of shit anymore.
I mean, I know people that have wives that be cheating on their wives.
You're right.
You know,
like,
it's just like
me giving that as an example is probably very few and far between.
It should be like, hey, look, you know, you shouldn't be doing that stuff. But like, especially when you're like married. Like, you're married. Just don't get married, bro. Like, don't do that stuff while you're fucking have someone.
He was fucking. I mean, I'm telling you, how many times I've said he's villain maxing? Like, in every sense of the word. Like, in every aspect, he's like, oh, I'm going to be married to this bitch. I'm just going to be open. I'm going to fucking try to also be with Lauren Southern. But Lauren Southern's like, no, you're with that chick. And Lauren Southern believes that she caused them to break up. Like, she was a major ripple in their relationship. Just a bunch of crazy shit, man. And the fact that he was fucking Lauren Southern low-key is so crazy. You're like, you believe that she's like a fucking Nazi on the surface, but at the same time, you fuck that Nazi, and then you're fucking allegedly Nick Fuentes, too.
Would there be a person...
Crazy.
Is there a person that you are so into that you would fuck them even if they were a Nazi?
I would fuck them, but I would never... we're not conversing. We're not fucking hanging out. We're not getting to the point where they're being
cuddling
like,
with me.
I have deep feel. Dude, Lauren Southern fell in love with this guy.
It's so funny.
It's with Stephen Bunnell.
Yeah.
That guy, I have never seen one redeeming quality of him in the stream where I'm like, that guy seems like he would be fun to hang out with. I've seen him hang out with Turkey Tom. He's just always this weird, awkward, quippy guy that just seems like, I want to go back to my streams. Like, he always reminds me of that. And I'm like, I don't want to hang out with that energy. Like, it's the type of energy, like, he feels like he doesn't want to be out. Like, he feels the safeness in his room where he can just look up Wikipedia and destroy people. Like, that's what he does.
I don't think there's anyone that I would fuck if they were a Nazi. I think that would turn me off of them.
I totally would fuck some racist people, absolutely.
I don't think I can do it.
Because to me, it almost feels like...
Because my fear is that I can get them pregnant potentially, and I'd be bound to them
Why don't you
forever.
just not do that?
Yeah, I don't have to do that.
So
this guy's just going to bust.
There are so many times people like try to make the proper decision and shit goes wrong. And for me, I understand that sex could lead to something that I do not want to be bound to you.
I'm not that. Well, first of all, I'm on TRT, so the odds of me getting a woman pregnant is I'm good. But even so,
I've been drinking Mountain Dew forever.
That's good. Mountain Dew Doritos is 100%. You have no sperm.
My sperm is bright green. Bright green.
You've never gone to the doctor.
My sperm is more like I would describe it more as hazel.
Ooh, that's really bad.
That's kind of gross.
Green is like, haha, funny. Yeah. Hazel's
like, concerning.
What do you mean? It's
like a beautiful woman's eye.
Yeah, exactly. It's like a positive thing.
My cum looks like honey.
I'm Chris, the man with the hazel cum.
I mean, I guess like would your urologist be like, hazelnut?
Urologist.
Okay. Hiring Bo Obama to kill my boyfriend for not giving me enough attention. Saying to the man whose handies are good, are God tier, and make me Randy. Getting murdered by the entire United States military because some dog used to work at the White House.
I thought urologists
Indiana
were called
Crones and the Temple of Pooh. Do you think the Snark tank leads the Pee-wee? Snark tank led to Pee-wee coming out. That's crazy.
That's right. We forgot to mention that Pee-wee Herman came out. So Pee-wee Herman came out as gay.
Yeah,
what are we saying?
Jack, the world's fastest Maori.
What are you saying? Wait. What are you saying?
Pee-wee Herman, Paul Rubens?
It was revealed he was gay.
Wait.
He came out.
He didn't come out. It was revealed he was gay. He can't come out. He's not here no more. He's put away, in fact.
So, who unearthed that he's gay?
Probably some sort of fucking literature.
Shut the fuck up.
Probably some sort of homosexual literature.
He came out of the casket.
Chimed ladies playing, tennis ball, hair reel, eye show, the metal... He's a Metal Gear Dutch.
I'm a fucking faggot.
I know it.
It's okay to be gay sometimes.
You know it. Also, Robert knows it. Hey, Sween, what's your thoughts on Redman's last album? Or Redman as a whole? Redman, really talented rapper. Never listened to any of his albums, but very talented rapper. Amazing collabs with Method Man.
I'd fuck your butt, but I'll never cuddle with you.
Would you kind of took up my ass, big meaty stinks, semen in my thick knot, which Andy the man whose handies are now S tier and forever dandy. Chris kisses boy penis. That's fucking hilarious. What you call it? Place every dead eye shot on my own forehead. Damn it. Which I live in Texas. I ain't going to Vegas for no Roadhouse. absolute horse piss in the games. The in-game currency in Call of Duty is called CP GIDS. Oh my fucking god! I don't want to do this.
I'll do the rest of them. I need to recalibrate.
I would have finished it for you, but I guess go ahead.
It's fine.
Chris kisses.
Crazy Taxi 3.
Oh yeah, crazy
Taxi.
crazy.
That game is so fucking insane. I remember I played it like maybe when I went back to New York for my friend's wedding. I played it in like 2018, and I remembered how crazy that game is.
Crazy.
I was like, how do I make this racist? I was thinking,
So crazy.
Dude, Crazy Taxi is iconic, man. That's another one of those games. That's like Tony Hawk, where like I got a lot of music from those games.
dude, fucking Tim Walls talking. Tim Walls is a true Dreamcast head, and that makes me respect him so much more than I should.
Yeah.
Like just him even being like, yeah, I fuck with Crazy Taxi. He wasn't playing great, but he's also a billion years old. It's probably
He has
been
bad
like
luck supporting people that have aren't long for the market.
yeah,
It seems.
yeah, fair enough.
He would have been such a better choice, man.
Oh, Sega Tim.
I saw
Sega Tim.
Sega Tim.
You know, he actually
What a
was
dreamer.
I wish
people.
Trump was
Yeah.
savvy enough to have even said something like that. You know what I mean? Sega Tim.
What
With his playing his Seaman.
Seaman. Someone should get him a taxi. He's
Why is
crazy.
he's spending all his time feeding a little human-faced fish? I don't know what's going on.
That's
Echo
so
the Dolphin.
niche. He knows about it.
He knows about Echo the Dolphin. By the way, you know that Echo the Dolphin... You know the Echo the Dolphin trademark was filed on September 11th, 2001?
That's awesome.
That is
That's
unbelievable. That is
We learned that
unbelievable.
on Sacred Symbols. Colin figured that out live. It was amazing.
Wallsy.
Tim Walls.
He never once looked at Ivy.
He said yeah at the beginning of Crazy Taxi.
Makes me
He's
so
too
sad.
busy looking at Cervantes.
He's not a
He
crazy
never
taxi.
looked at Ivy.
He's not a...
Ivy's so beautiful.
He's not a crazy taxi. He's a crazy faxi, I think.
He's a crazy fagsy.
Vaxy.
He's a vaccine crazy person.
He's a vaccine gay. He's a faggot.
He's a Whoa! That's awesome.
That's pretty. That's
They've never used that, have they?
Of course not. They're not smart.
That's amazing.
That's fucking.
I fuck with that heavy.
That's a dumb joke, but it's too highbrow for those.
What are you, a faggot? That's awesome.
I feel bad about that because that's actually gas.
That's really good.
Like that's definitely
They
gonna be
came up
stolen.
with things like, "Oh, you took the Fauci ouchie," and I'm like, "What are you fucking
Fauci,
five?
Ouchie. Yeah, what are you, Dora the Explorer? You should get
stupid
killed
bitch.
like Dora.
But like, if they said, "What are you going?" Like, say, like Ajax and the Warriors. He's like, "What's the matter? You going faggot?" Imagine if it was like a vaccine rep.
My
That's
dad
amazing.
has said that to me.
What's the matter? You going
directly.
faggot?
I stumbled onto some gold there, man.
My dad has said that to me before.
He called it. He said, "You going?"
He's going faggot, and I'm like, Dad.
Damn, that's
Going
like that's
faggot,
70s
dude.
lingo.
That's
That's
like
awesome,
dad.
dude.
Yeah.
Stop.
I can't. My tongue's too dry.
I thought you were trying to do a DJ.
I'm trying
thing.
to the wah. I can't do it right now. My tongue's too dry.
Wow.
All right, let's move on. Coughing phlegm out of my cock.
Ew. Oh, I guess it's a sperm.
Ew.
I guess it's a sperm. I get it.
Yeah, cock phlegm. Such a gross way to describe
Yeah,
it.
right.
My little brother thought germaphobe meant afraid of Germans. The barista deviant should have worn a mask. Did you? Oh, we didn't talk about that either.
Oh, what did we miss?
Have you seen the funeral services going on outside of the bikini barista place for that guy?
What? They did that?
Dude, people, look up Goonaside funeral.
I can't. My
That
phone's at
is
2%.
so
Oh,
not
fuck.
okay.
I can't fuck with it.
Dude, it's so,
Look it up. I didn't charge my phone.
It's so fucking funny.
Look it up.
There are
What did you
people-
say? Goonaside? Wait, what?
They're calling it the Goonaside.
Sometimes humanity comes
Sometimes
through.
we come through, but like
Yeah.
there are people who go to that bikini. Are you looking it up?
Look up Goonaside. I want to see
I
that.
don't want to look that up on my phone, but okay.
I
let's-
want to.
It's not even remotely the worst thing on your phone.
Right.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of.
Yeah, this is milquetoast.
Yeah.
Comparatively.
So there are people
Goonaside.
there are people who are like holding like candlelight vigils outside of the bikini barista place. And look,
Yo.
it is look. Is it dark that people are showing up to the funeral of like a sexual predator? Probably, most likely. Yes. Is it funny? Oh my god.
very much so.
Oh my god, it's so funny. Like they're chanting.
That is. Let me see. Oh my God, so many people! That's so many people!
Dude, it is easily like that's 100 people.
And everyone looks like they should be there.
Everybody looks like it.
Dude!
But they're all just gathered outside of the Bikini Barista place, like holding signs.
Is there a vigil?
They did a prayer.
They should be blowtorched. They should be blowtorched.
Yeah, they're holding the candles.
Oh my God. Gooness, that's so fucking funny.
I
That's
love
crazy.
that, dude.
I don't. I
Dude,
think
Goonicide is fucking
What don't you love
awesome.
about it?
this is terrible.
Why is it?
Because this is a
terrible
real. That is. I hate like a song. This is a sign of a time.
Okay, we're listening
This
to
is the sign of the
Lively Guy.
time.
All right,
This
go
is
ahead.
the sign of the time.
Go ahead, Lively
Because
Guy.
this motherfucker just like sexually harass someone low key, and then they're like, you know what? He had a family.
Well, the
let's
No.
make this a celebration.
The thing to me that I love about it is that it's so multi-layered in its venom.
I mean,
You know what I mean? Because it's like
It's clearly ironic.
It's a
Well,
treasure,
it is clearly
it's
ironic.
a treasure trove of a thing. You
like
know?
you're clearly like, this guy's such a fucking loser. Let's go pretend to
Like, we
you know what I
fucking
mean?
But you're
care
still-
about
but
pretend
you're
like
still
we
doing. Yeah, I get it.
Which is there. I'm not gonna say that there's not a level of sociopathy there, because I think there is, maybe light, but I think it's there for sure.
It's
There's
like
like
the
just such a
ideas-
lack of just tact
Yeah.
from like the younger generations.
It's
Where it's
super
just- it's over.
disrespectful, but it's great.
They don't know how to navigate nuance,
See,
like stuff like that.
they need to
They're
come-
dumb.
they just-
but it's also funny.
They need to come to us to ground it a little bit, you know, to be like to an older generation, be like, hey, look, this is hilarious, but guys, you gotta chill a little bit.
The thing is that
if you truly wanted to go, because I feel like this is a little bit in the medium. You either need to go all out, or so. What I would have suggested is like we hire, and she would have done it. We hire Sarah McLachlan to fucking sing in the Arms of the Ages. She would have done it too. I know she would have done it. If you pulled the money together, she would have showed up.
She probably does that shit on Cameo.
Yeah, so like, so she would have no idea what the guy did and think it's a real vigil, and that would have been like,
In the arms.
Dude, imagine.
She's recording it with her fucking iPhone 4, so it sounds compressed and
fuck, sorry. Oh, okay, good. But yeah, the iPhone 4. That would have been amazing.
For me, the thing is this, right? Like, I agree that that's fucking hilarious. But it's the same thing, and then I'm guilty of this. I'm not actually not. It's like saying the N-word unironically. You know, you're still saying it.
It's a sign of the.
You're
I understand
still
what you're
doing
saying.
it.
It
You're
is a
still
sign,
doing it.
It is a sign of depravity for sure, but it's funny also.
But it's also like,
Harambe, I miss you, and the Gooner side.
I wonder if there's a place where I wonder if it's like a Pokemon stop, like a Pokemon Go where he killed himself.
Probably.
It's so imagine
Probably.
imagine being like
For real.
imagine having no context and witnessing this event, where maybe let's say you're sitting on
You
a
were
bench.
just traveling
Let's
with
say
it.
no. Let's say you're sitting on
Yeah.
a bench, right?
Yeah.
And you see over at the Bikini Barista, there's a commotion. Some guy drives off into a parking lot across the street. But you don't know what happened.
It was that immediate.
Like
Yeah.
your mind is like, damn, what are the prices?
Wow.
I would
This
see
economy.
That, I would see
This
that and
economy's
I would
going
laugh
crazy.
myself to death.
Yeah.
I think that'd be the time where I would laugh till I die because I would be so uncomfortable with what I just saw.
Yeah.
I'd be so unfortunately gifted that moment that I would laugh until my jaw expanded.
It's funny. It's a funny possibility.
Where did this take place? These conversations to have everybody congregate there.
I wonder where he killed
I don't know.
Reddit. Obviously
I
Reddit.
think it happened in Arizona.
Reddit.
If I remember correctly. So like, I mean, this happened in Arizona.
Is Reddit? You think
It's
Like,
Reddit or 4chan or like,
'Cause, like,
I'm Twitter. Honestly,
Those aren't
probably.
4chan people. Don't go outside. So it wasn't that.
It spreads like anything. Like I would imagine if you're from that area,
Yeah.
this
heard
probably
about
would have
But
just been. It probably would have been one of those things. Like, you know how in Washington Square and like Union Square,
Yeah.
sometimes there'll be like people will post posters around and say like, "Watch me eat 1,000 cheese balls in fucking Union Square Park at 12:30 p.m. on this day." Crowd of like a bunch. You know, this is probably local folklore for those people. It's fucking Arizona.
Look,
You know, like what are the odds that anything else has happened?
I think I know what it was because now I was thinking about two big events. There was everybody doing the spirit bomb thing. That was a Facebook group. There was wherever I think it might have been
Was there
DC
another
or
one?
something.
Yeah,
And then there was,
another one where like everybody named Dave or something like met up. It was like a battle of the Daves or
I
something.
didn't see that one.
That was like a Facebook one too, where
Oh.
it's like everybody named Dave showed up to like a park.
That's funny. I didn't.
and
see
they
I
like
didn't hear
pretended
about
to like fight.
it. The other one I was gonna say was the Area 51 storming Area 51.
Yeah.
That was another Facebook event.
Yeah.
And like which I remember they were really nervous about that. Like they thought
Yeah.
people were really gonna do it.
I remember that.
That would have been crazy if they did it.
That would have been cool if they actually did it, because one person might have made it. Maybe
You
one.
gotta
You gotta believe in the cause.
What happens is you need somebody that's sort of devious to be like, you got like really pump them up, because anyone that's there is dumb enough to go there. It's like already stupid enough to be manipulated, right? And you gotta have someone that's like, because people are manipulating people like that for like, you're not getting anything out of it. You're just getting idiots killed, you know. But like, you guys should really do it. Like really pump them full of it, and
get
go and watch
Shane
them
Gillis. Shane Gillis to do his Trump impression all in the makeup and everything.
Yeah.
And like they're dumb enough to think it's actually him. He'd be like, I need all of you, my American patriots, to storm Area 51.
Yeah.
They stole something there. They stole something.
I need you to storm Area 51. If you see big spheres with little red dots on them, step right on them.
Yeah. Step right on them.
They're power boosts. They'll give you.
They give you a speed
They're
boost.
pretty crazy.
They would do it. Like that's the sad thing is,
If it looks like an explosion, it means it's working.
dude, at certain point,
You just got teleported somewhere else.
I was watching some of his Trump shit, and I was like, "Oh, this is kind of better than Trump does it sometimes." Which, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, Shane Gillis does a better Trump impression than Trump does.
Then like Trump's, I was just like, "Wow!" Like if I were a stupid fucking moron, I would believe that was Trump. I'd be like, "Oh, wow, yeah, sure."
Yeah,
Whatever
the stuff
you want,
he says
Mr. President.
as Trump that's crazy makes more sense to me than the stuff that Trump actually said. It's truly wild.
We got to get him to do it. We got to get him to do it.
years old.
What a loser!
He's 82 years old.
What a loser! Bitch.
82.
82. What a
I love that arcade.
He's almost 90.
what a faggot.
What a faggot! He's got vaccine.
I took
the
credit for
vaggotry on
the
display.
He's
All right, let's move on. We gotta fucking jumping into
jumping.
jumping into a stranger's hand as I anamorph into a gun,
Jeez,
so the
almost.
police can do the job for me. Is
Whoa.
a perfect crime.
I like that.
That is Looney Tunes, man.
I want to do that. How come that wasn't one of the fucking books, man?
And
He anamorphs into a fucking Glock.
Yeah,
anamorphing to a black person, anamorphing back.
Anamorphing into a black person
That's
has
crazy.
a lot of implications.
So it's a gun that morphs into a black person? Is that what's happening?
It's a white woman that morphs into a black man that morphs into a gun.
That's crazy.
You can put the books
That,
side
wait,
by
wait,
side.
wait. So no. It's one book, but you know how they always have like the transitionary periods.
Yeah.
It's like it starts off as a white woman, and in the middle is a black man,
Yeah.
and then the end is a gun.
Yeah.
So the natural path.
It's harsh.
Is that the evolution of Animorphs? Like that's like that's the next generation.
Yeah, clearly.
Okay, gotcha.
The Negro morphs into gun morphs.
Negromorphs is insane.
Negro.
We have to fucking
When a
stop.
xenomorph fucking inflates a black
Chevelle
person,
the
it's a
cum,
negromorph.
his penis goo, so gay now, his
Negromorphs.
dick
That's
feel.
awesome.
Kevin Durant's feet, Dr. Manlove, and how I learned to stop worrying and love the cock. Fuck you, I ain't paying my TV license, bitch. Mr. Pants, I hope you only cum sand forever.
Ooh.
Fuckface Unstoppable. You're turned to me like you're delivering bad news.
Hello.
Isn't that
Get
right?
the curry.
Since you guys mentioned Victorious, can you guys pull up a picture of Danielle Monet? She's my crush next to Jade's actress.
Who the hell
I
is
think she's
that?
pretty. Danielle Monáe.
Danielle
that?
Monet, she's Trina in that show, right?
Yeah, sister.
I
Are
mean,
you crushing on her now, or are you talking about on the
seen
show
her.
and you're a pedophile?
I
What
don't know
are we
if-
doing? What are we
Yeah.
talking about?
She was.
I'm assuming she was a kid on the show, right?
She was like 18. So I'm pretty sure.
Oh,
18, 19.
well,
That's
I don't know
And then
about
Victoria
that.
Justice.
They were probably
boring
like
ruins my
17.
They were probably like at
at that cusp, yeah.
the legal age.
At the league, just right on the cusp, or just legally, barely. In the porn community, it's called barely
Barely
legal.
legal,
I
yeah.
hate that term.
It is upsetting.
It sounds so fucked up.
It's what bothers me too is
Yeah.
that sometimes I'll see a video where it says it'll be like a video that Riley Reid made 4 years ago. You know what I mean? And it'll say barely legal teen.
She's
you know what?
She's so clearly in her 30s.
Right. But like, it's like I'm gonna click it, right?
Yeah,
But like, it's not.
it's not for that
It's
reason.
not. Yeah.
She was 30. She's 35 now. So during the show, she was at least in her early 20s.
Oh, okay.
In her early 20s.
I mean, fair, right?
Okay, yeah.
She just looks like a little like Marissa Tomei.
Who's
That's Danielle Monet.
Yeah,
What the fuck? I would have guessed that was Marissa Tomei.
she's
Actually,
like Marissa Tomei. Actually,
Oh, who? I don't know who those people are.
you know who Marissa Tomei is?
my cousin Vinny,
The aunt from Spider-Man, the Spider-Man movies.
Oh, yeah, she's-
okay, gotcha.
That's actually crazy. That is that really her?
Yeah, that's her
Let me see.
right now.
Are they related?
They looks.
That's stun. I looked that up.
They're not related.
She is very pretty.
They're not related.
She's pretty. She's a good. When I was young, I crushed on that Filipino chick, Manny from whatever it takes. Yeah.
Oh God,
Manny, I want to sperm on Mammy.
Dude,
Manny.
Emma
Manny
had a
Pacquiao.
glow up all of a sudden in the middle of that series for no reason. She went from being like skinny, looking like an alien, to like, oh, you're kind of hot now.
Degrassi was kind of. I kind of want to watch it again.
No, you don't.
I know I don't.
I think
Like,
you do.
I kind of don't, but I just want to see if it's any good because I watched like a lot of it. It marathoned one day when I was living in Arizona, and I watched like all of it. Dude, Jimmy getting shot was so funny. I love that.
What makes
scene.
it sad is he got shot for no reason.
Well, because that guy, like, he was the only guy being nice to this dude. He was being nice to this dude, and then he shoots him.
Hey, Drake!
It's insane because he, that whole situation.
I want to hear Not Like Us to that scene.
That's crazy.
That'd be sick.
That whole situation's so fucked up because Jimmy was the only one that was like, stop bullying him.
He even checked on him, and then he just shot him. What's up?
Spoilers.
That's crazy. I remember watching that moment when I was a kid and being like, why did Jimmy get shot?
So hard.
I was like, what the fuck? Because everyone else was, particularly Spinner. Spinner was a fucking
We're not going to talk about
yeah, we don't
Degrassi
need to
like
go.
this.
We don't need to go into it.
I'm going to read the rest
The
of these
nerd
names.
shot the guy that he should have shot. It was so
shot the
funny.
black guy.
It was so funny.
Long-time question asker, first-time listener, jolly
My
old
name
dipshit,
Jimmy.
ace
My
of the
penis
ace of
don't
parades.
work.
Hard R. Kelly. I don't
dating a
see
girl
nothing
that's
wrong
white,
with
but
a
I thought she was
little
black for a
shuck and
long time.
jive. Gaping urethra.
I
Can't
thought Ashley was
believe
black the whole time.
Yeah.
Can't believe we're getting segregation before GTA 6. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Martian Manfucker and the Attack of the Orthodox Christians, walking through the streets sipping semen like a gin and juice.
Let's go.
I know I'm feeling suck a penis, about to fuck a dude. Bars.
I feel like I'd get shot if I did that.
Gay bad.
Somebody would fucking like want
For
to kill
episode
me.
Got my mind.
I don't
on my
disrespect the
penis.
West Coast like that. Like, oh, shut
You
up,
know
bro.
all the West Coast dick riding, bro? People are dick riding the West Coast in a way that's
Well, if this had a W, it's been a long time since the West had a W. That's why.
sure.
So now they're trying to act like everything's great and shit. And I know Joey Badass got pissed off about that.
of course you did.
Yeah.
But I'm like, hey, come on, like let's just let them. Can you just let them have something?
I agree. I think the West Coast dick riding is a problem. It's been a problem for a while, but you guys haven't had a unanimous win like this.
Yeah,
in
that's
a
all.
while.
I feel like
with like 4 great albums one after another. Like I'll give the West that.
Yeah, that's all. I just think like,
Even
hey,
though Joey's my boy, I think he's a better rapper than pretty much anyone that put an
yeah,
album
I'm
out
just
at
like,
that time.
hey,
It's
man,
like let it be.
Let him have.
Let
like,
him breathe.
You don't have to. Every time someone like does something, you're like, all right, fuck you.
Yeah.
I'm like, calm down, man.
It was just him and Kendrick are homies too, which is crazy.
For
I'm like, what
episode
is this about?
300, all of the patron names. Say all the patron names. It'll be funny.
No.
You can say him. How about you, Sam?
Yeah. The guy on the.
Yeah, we'll get you on.
On this,
You
We'll
got
fly
it.
you out. Fly you out. Come here.
Stilton.
Sam.
and then bash your brains.
Everything messes, we slap the fuck out of you.
Keeping my dick
We're gonna Joel
to
Miller
hate.
you.
Keeping my dick to hate fuck the life out of Elon Musk. Auxiliary enjoyer. Smitchy the Kid, Jesse Lee Peterson, sings
What's he saying?
Hakuna Matata.
Coon. Oh, I get it.
Nice.
I hate him so much.
She Pipkin on my Pippa, coming in the name of
He's brain damaged, right?
Ichiban Kasuga. Of
He's
course.
mentally retarded. at
Yeah,
least.
just making sure.
He fell down every slide.
His mom gave birth to him on a stairwell.
Yeah, on a stairwell. Just boom, 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 boom.
That's how he learned how to go down slides.
And he came out. He was like, "Amazing."
Amazing.
Amazing.
He actually spoke really quickly before.
Yeah. Oh, amazing.
I'm alive. Amazing. I'll never stop believing things are amazing.
I didn't think
It was amazing. I survived.
He's like Joe Biden, but like
think
black
he was a
and
real-
stupid.
I didn't think he was a real person. I thought he was.
Yeah, he's like a thin, black, spindly Joe Biden.
I didn't think he was. He threw me off so bad when I talked to him. I didn't know.
You met him?
I had a conversation. I didn't know who he was.
Yeah.
I talked about this once briefly on the podcast. Long story short, I talked to him. We had an interview thing, and he said something I didn't even know what to say. I mentioned this where he said he was talking and he said, and that's why racism doesn't exist anymore. And like, I didn't know what to say to that because it's such an absurd thing to say. You kind of just like,
You should have got physical.
I don't know. You get to a certain point, you kind of just want the interview to be over because you're just like, I don't know what to say to that because is that not a hot? It's like someone's goading you. It's the ultimate. It's such a stupid thing to say. Like, how could you don't believe that? You don't fucking believe that.
It would be like saying it's a good thing crime's not happening.
Yeah,
like what do you mean?
You don't believe. Like, why are you saying this? And then I remember Anthony Fantano laughing. He's like, "What the fuck? You went on that show?" I was like, "I didn't know the fuck." There was a guy that was like, "Hey, I have this show. You want to be on?" And I didn't. I just saw that some people I knew did the show, and I'm like, I guess sure.
Yeah.
Didn't do any research. I don't do shit like that anymore. Honestly.
Yeah.
I don't just willy nilly go on shows anymore.
So did I. I did that same thing too. I was like, "Oh, you want me on? Sure, I guess."
Yeah, I'm like, why not?
And then we get on, and I was like, "What do you want me here
What
for?
is this?
I don't care to be here at all."
Stupid people. I've been on some streams where I'm like, these people are so fucking
That was how I was with
dumb.
when I did that. It was like some podcast or some stream that I did with Tommy C.
Oh yeah, I went on
Yeah.
Tommy C's one
Yeah,
time.
and I remember just being like, I just got immediately the sense of like, I don't really care about these these people at all. And then they were like, Chris was so boring on our show. I'm like, yeah.
No, well, yeah. That I think he still does his show. I think he's still
Yeah,
doing
God
it.
bless. I'm sure he's.
God bless, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
mediocrity is good for people.
it is. You kind of need like AM radio. You need it.
Yeah, you need mediocrity.
Yeah, you need
AM
Yeah,
radio.
you
Who the fuck is AM radio? What kind of fucking primitive baseball listening motherfucker are you, dumb bitch? Listen to AM radio. You listen to
I'm
the
just
radio
here-
in the first place.
I'm just here so I don't get killed. Asking for breast milk at the restaurant. Fuck it. Star Coffee deporting my cum to the unconscious ICE agent's face. You, Mr. Defoe. Why? Because you conjured me from the void. Now it's pizza time, he yelled as a time-consuming transformation began. Craig the Canadian. It appears my superiority has led to some controversy. It's your boy, Shawnee D. Cream by Wu-Tang. Gay rules everything around me. Come in my booty. Sucking on dick, y'all.
That's not bad.
I don't know what that is. I don't think I've heard Cream.
Cash, yes, you have. Cash rules everything around me. Cream, get the money. Dollar bill,
okay.
y'all.
Oh, yeah. I guess I never knew the name of that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, cum rules everything around me. That's a very classic line.
Yeah. Friendly neighborhood sex offender, Cerberus Agent 267, RF Gay Jr., sipping on that prolapsthazine, can't pull my colon up. Billy Joe Armstrong.
You can't pull my... I love Dave Blunts, man. I love that guy.
Billy Joe Armstrong speaking in American Idiot Melody, getting on Jay-Z podcast and having the cadence of like Empire State of Mind.
Can someone please do that with AI?
I really yeah. If
Get that new
anybody,
Chinese
we didn't
one.
talk about the AI thing.
Oh, that is actually a big story, but
what was the AI thing?
Well,
dude, the stock
the
market.
Chinese AI. I can't remember what it's called. Dude, Nvidia plummeted like 17%, lost hundreds of billions of value.
Over hundreds of billions of dollars were lost in the American stock market in one day because of the Chinese AI.
Yeah, because they did basically what is the what was the leader? ChatGPT.
Yeah,
they essentially did what ChatGPT could do with infinitely less resources.
Mm-hmm.
With like they said it was like $6 million. I don't know if it's true, but they invested like $6 million, and we're like doing, and then all of a sudden Nvidia like stock they're like ooh. And other people are getting nervous. Now,
Elon
of course,
lost a lot of money.
It went up a little bit, but still.
Crazy.
Dude, the Chinese are going to fucking mop the floor with us.
It's
been on that trajectory for
I
a while.
told me and Lil had this conversation where I was like, Lillian, no matter what they're going to win, their human resource laws do not allow them for the same kind of bullshit we allow.
Yeah, that's what,
so they will always succeed
literally.
in a way we cannot.
And so, unfortunately, Trump is working to destroy things in infrastructure, make not protect the environment, do everything that China can do so we can actually compete with them. That's going to be devastating for so many people.
It's going to be so bad.
It's going to be
just, but it's,
But the richest people are going to win. That's all.
Yeah.
Trump was right about one thing. He said, we're going to win like we've never won before. He's like, yeah, he's talking about him and his homies.
Of course,
It's very true. That's a very true statement.
The fact that trickle down signs it's people don't get it. It's like it's
piss. Trickle down means piss.
It's not built for us to sustain ourselves as a
It's piss.
society. There's nothing
It's
like people from before it happened and people still are like, this is a bad way of going about things. And then there's some rat fuck that has a suit on. It's like, I think it's a good thing. And it's like, you should be spirit bombed. You should be lifted to the sky and then eaten on display by a bird. Like you don't deserve...
like Prometheus almost.
Exactly.
not unlike Prometheus.
Not unlike the famous character Prometheus.
Oh, my fucking liver or whatever.
I gave you niggas fire. I hate y'all.
Oh, my eardrums.
My eardrums. Eating his eardrums.
It's okay. I love I can't remember which episode it was.
We did talk about something like
we
that.
talked about a wolf eating John Marston's eardrums.
That's right. That's right. That's what it was.
And nothing. And nothing else.
Yeah.
All right. 3XO and the sudden onset diarrhea on my way home, and unfortunately having to potty outdoors.
Oof.
Ugh, that's rough.
Never happened to me.
Never had that happen to me, thank God.
Never
It's
had to
okay
Got
to
a
punch Nazis.
strong sphincter.
Slurping, stroking, smoking, joking. Emoticons going like this. Drip MH, Lord of all drip. Have you guys seen the video of that gorilla throwing the raccoon like a frisbee? Yes.
No,
Classic.
I haven't seen it.
Obi won't you blow me? Last page. Waiting for the Sween hunting tier. I want his pelt. Rise Against recorded with their new vocals in between Sweeney's teeth.
Nice.
Yeah. This is a shame, man.
That was not nice, but okay.
I gotta relive. Maybe I gotta let this song grow on me or something. I don't know.
Yeah, check
It
out
really
again.
the mixing really bothers me though. Drinking Squirrel Girl's ass crack sweat. Derek's Hereditary take his ass. Jarvis take me off Epstein's black book. Jarvis?
Tony would probably be there. He probably wouldn't be doing anything. But
Oh,
he'd
guess
probably
what
be
hasn't
there.
been so more JFK files have been released.
Oh,
But
yeah,
guess
yeah.
what hasn't?
Yeah, right. Yeah, interesting.
The Epstein files haven't been released. Weird, Trump.
Yeah.
Weird.
Whoa.
Weird
Dude,
how
it really is getting to the point though. It's like no way I'm believing whatever the fuck comes out of that though. You know what I mean?
Oh, what do you mean?
Like
if something does drop?
Like if the Epstein files come out and just conveniently like billionaires are missing, I'm not gonna believe
like
it.
It's all blacked
You know what I
out.
mean?
Everything
bad's
only Trump's
redacted.
drop. It'll only be Trump. Only Trump's blacked out.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure he doesn't give a fuck about anybody
And then
else.
Diddy and Snoop and all the people that are cooning for him are still on there, and they're like,
Oh yeah, no, that's
What
absolutely
the fuck, man?
happened.
That's what we did. That is why we came here.
We came here. He 100% would sell them on the bridge. I don't care. I got your money already.
Yeah.
Like-
Brother, he's on that list.
Oh, when
Trump is on that list.
his
Like,
best friend is, of course, his best friend's on the fucking list.
it's ridiculous.
Literally,
It's insane.
the people still don't believe the audio when the audio leaked of Epstein saying that. So like,
Whatever,
you can't. There's nothing you can do.
It's so crazy.
You can't do anything.
Jarvis, take me off Epstein's black book. God made us unfinished. Now it's my job to fix us. Derek, what places would you recommend seeing in Greece? I don't know, the Greece
Definitely
pavilion.
Delphi. Go to Delphi. Some people call it Delphi, but they're retarded. Just go to Delphi. That was like where all the oracles were converged and shit. Obviously go to Athens.
Yeah.
See the fucking Pantheon and all that shit. Just go to the Acropolis.
Yeah.
See all that shit.
See the go to Greece Park.
go find the lion. Go find the.
There is a flea market in the suburbs, the outskirts of Athens. I can't remember what it's called. I wish I remembered. That place was awesome. Watch out for the fucking obnoxious kids that are trying to sell you shit because they'll harass you. One of them kicked and spit on me.
Really?
Yeah, because I wouldn't buy one of his roses. And I was like, no. And was getting really mad and hostile. And he kicked me and spit on me and shit. I have it on camera. I have a vlog of him doing this shit.
You didn't hit him back?
He's a kid. And I feel like
it's in America.
the people that own him probably were like watching or something, you know?
People that own him.
Yeah, it's definitely
Like he's a fucking hair.
that kid's not
hairdryer.
like fucking doing that on his own volition. He doesn't want to do that shit.
Wage Slave 583.
your
The
American
sheen.
gun.
The sheen of Sween's peen is green
Yeah.
from banging
I bought
Colleen
my
last
American
Halloween. Papini Bros, Carl Urban daring Jack Quaid to stick his hand in a deep fryer for the Novocaine movie. Donk Donkerson. Did you ever hear the Weeknd song about being a virgin that he wrote for American Dad? Gate 6. The 1991 film Dragon Ball: The Magic Begins has Oolong the pig in blackface. Also, Goku is called Monkey Boy. It's free on YouTube. PP,
cool.
my uncle became royalty last week. Police say he was human traffic king.
That's awesome. I like that. That's a good joke.
Being that misinformed is hilarious.
That's a good joke. I like that.
That is such a specific. Like I'm trying to envision like which comedian would deliver this.
Yeah, I was thinking of that. There is a comedian that would deliver. That guy, Mitch, would he do
Mitch
that?
Hedberg would
Yeah,
probably.
I think he
could
would do
maybe. Yeah, it's like in
He's that white
vein.
guy, right? That's like he talks kind of like
He has that. Yeah,
The
he
He has like
monotone
he has
voice.
like almost not iambic pentameter, but like he has like a specific. Like it's a very very specific consistent.
sort of like
cadence.
Norman McDonald. Like not his name.
Norman.
Norman.
Norman. Is it this name probably is?
Norm. I mean, it might be Norman, right? His full name,
But it's sort of like that, but not quite the same.
or his name's Normal.
That's
Normal
why I
McDonald.
talk. That's why I
Yeah,
talk
that's an
funny.
alien's name. Normal McDonald.
I am Normal McDonald. Shake the hand, Jake gesture.
He grabbed your
Shake
penis.
my
That's how
up
confused-
feet.
My up feet.
My high feet want shaking from you.
Dude, normal no, Mitch Hedberg was like he had like not Bob Dylan. It's not it's just a weird case.
I know you're
I
talking
don't know how to describe it.
He had a thing.
Yeah, like
the way that he would talk, he would do it. Like
I used to do drugs. I still do, but I used to too.
Oh, it's that white skinny guy, right, with the long hair?
With the
long hair
sunglasses,
guy,
yeah.
Yes, he's mad funny.
I feel like
love
he
that
would
guy.
totally do that traffic king joke.
My uncle became royalty last week. The police said he was human traffic king.
Yeah, like something like
Yeah,
that.
it'd be something like that.
Like that.
He was like such a specific archetype of person that was like probably really common 30 years before then, but like stood out like really weird at that point.
Right.
He was the last bastion of him.
One of my favorite things, like there's a story that I think it might have been Patrice O'Neill. Like some other comedian was telling a story about him, how like he was like he was at a club or whatever, and they wanted him to pay some kind of fee. I can't remember what it was, or pay a tab, but they only accepted card. And he was like, I'll give you cash. And then so he gave the cash, and they were like, no, we need card. And he was like, yeah, but this is what the card represents. This is the same thing. This is what there's a great. I wish I could remember like who told that story.
Patrice is one of the goats too.
It might have been Patrice. I feel like I remember it in my head being Patrice, but
He's definitely like in my top 3, 100%.
He's one of the goats.
he's like one of those like Nas like figures too.
Yeah.
He's like comedian's favorite comedian.
Yeah.
He's like what I thought Dave Chappelle was going to become before he became a real big bitch.
A real big
Became a
bitch.
real big bitch.
Yeah, he's he's lost his stuff for me personally, yeah, for sure.
I don't know. He was on Saturday Night Live and he did pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, he still has some
He's still funny.
There's still parts of it. Yeah,
I think his monologue too was good.
I just feel like
I never deny that, but like he also like just
I feel like just hung
lied
out
about a lot of weird shit for no reason. I kind of was like, why
I
did
feel
you
like he just
lie?
hung out with a lot of
I don't know
stupid
about
people.
any of
I think he just hung out with a lot of stupid people.
I was
that's
like,
all.
why would you lie about stuff like that? It was just kind of weird.
I don't think he's
I don't know what the-
purposefully
what-
lying.
what is
I
the
just think
lie?
he's just
a lot of stuff about that
misinformed.
the trans situation.
Yeah, I
he
think
was
he's
in.
ill-informed.
But what are you talking about when you say lie?
Like his relationship with that trans person. that he
Oh,
kinda
that is
painted
a lie. That's
to be
true.
so
That's
much
true.
much deeper and like friendly when it just wasn't.
Okay, that's true. That is
and
true.
it's like, why did
You're
you
right.
lie?
You're
Like
right.
it would have been the same story if you would have just been like this interaction chain of
He
perspective.
misrepresented their relationship.
like
That's
to
true.
a weird
That is
degree.
true. The family were like, "That's it." They what the story that he told to be like he was like really close to this. That was just a fabrication. And I was like, "Oh, weird." Like, I understand comedians lying all the time for jokes and stuff like that, but
Not at
part
that
of it,
moment.
That part
Yeah,
of
for
it
a
wasn't the
story,
joke.
yeah, there
At
was
that moment,
There was also
That
another
wasn't a
comedian
joke.
that got in trouble for that.
The brown dude.
Yeah, because like his whole thing is about like
Which Brown dude? What are you talking about?
I don't know his name.
He's the one that's in like he was in he was
Indian
in Masters
Brown, or
of
what are
None.
we
Yeah,
talking
India. He was in Masters of None, but he wasn't obviously the main Indian. He interviewed Barack Obama. I forgot his name.
What the?
Oh fuck me.
Heck, that nigga's name is not gonna come to me. I'm not gonna guess his
Yeah,
name.
sorry,
at
I
all.
only know Aziz, the guy that's Andrew Schultz's pet. What's his name again?
That's
I
crazy.
forgot
He's
his
familiar?
name. I used to know his name.
Oshkosh.
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 That sounds a little bit wrong.
Whatever.
Isn't it just Akash?
Yeah, whatever that Indian
No,
nigga.
it's just sorry. It was just that sounded something like a fucking
Fucking it's
clothing
Andrew
company.
Schultz Fleshlight, whatever his name is. Whatever that guy's name is.
yeah. So Akash or something, and then the other guy,
Our feet touched it. I was like immediately annoyed.
the other guy that I just mentioned, and I forgot his name immediately.
Indian.
Aziz Ansari.
Yeah.
Another Indian.
It's just some guy like
Kumar?
A lot of his stories, a lot of his jokes were built on stories about like, and they were meant like the part of it.
Him exploring him exploring life as an Indian man around white people. But what happens is that comes to find out a lot of those situations were just not what
They
happened.
just didn't happen?
Yeah, they just didn't happen.
Okay, so he's some lying ass asshole. Okay, I get it. Yeah, so Dave Chappelle, again though, Dave Chappelle has so much clout and charitability, it doesn't matter. And they'll like say he can do shit like that and it's like, oh, it's distasteful, but largely, I would say 98% of his fans don't give a shit. They're like, yeah, whatever, he's Dave Chappelle still.
Yeah, even I like him less, but like
Yeah, like I
think he's still
I don't
funny.
hate. He's not at the level to where I'm like I fuck this guy. He's not like a Joe Rogan to where I've 1,000,000,000%.
Hassan, his name is Hassan Minhani? Minchan?
what the fuck are you saying?
Let me see.
Hassan Minhaj?
Minhaj, yeah.
Oh, that
Minhaj?
guy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
him.
that guy's a weasel. That
Yeah,
guy.
it's Hassan Minhaj.
Yeah, that guy's a little bit of a weasel. I know what you're talking about now. Unfortunately, there ain't that many famous Indian comedians that you had to poison the well, buddy. You had to poison the Indian
bro.
well.
Oh well.
Hey, bro.
You had to poison the curry.
Guess who's retarded
Put
to
his
click
hand in it.
all? Oh, great. Another one of these.
I just laid the foundation of racism and this motherfucker built a castle on it.
I didn't even hear it because I'm just so annoyed.
No, go.
Oh, yeah,
go.
come on, let's go. You got 3 minutes.
Guess who was too retarded to click all the products on snarktank.shop? This guy. Still, it's weird scumbag tea isn't on the homepage. Oh,
what?
Weird. Yeah.
It's not. We can fix that.
I'll look into it. I'll investigate.
Maybe not.
I'll investigate. That's weird.
You should always look deeper into the store because there's always stuff that's not going to be on the front page. Hey, Dad. Oh, hey, my dad used to punish me by publicly embarrassing me with tart speak too. Me be fishy, she Shabbat on my shalom till I mazel tov. Speaker Mike Johnson and Sun Gooning Emporium. John Strickland, Merck's 1889. The N-word expresses a phrase.
You got 2 minutes, man.
The first Church of Keith David present the JOI Rogan experience. Chris should have been saved by Liquid Majin Lacey Green from the Time Bandits instead of the Bluey creator. Oh,
that would have been way better. That was just him right off the top of his dome saying the creator of Bluey, which that was so fucking random.
I hated it. It didn't go anywhere.
It meant nothing. Your phone's being gay.
Ugh, I'm working.
Yeah.
One of these days, bang zoom out your colon.
Nice. The colon mooners, the honey.
Pre-Raj, Blake 896. Who do you think you are? I am. Pelvis Cocktello, the same sex attractions. Do you think Brian Thompson's last words was wah? My dad went to school with Tears for Fears and told me they were known as those queers. It's not true. Guys are here. The Rachel Payne, Hurricane Miller,
not be, right?
No
Texas
way.
Tater Salad, Shot Young Sheldon.
My heart's breaking if
DX,
that's real.
No way.
DX, Tim Allen Growl Off.
That's awesome.
Oh wait, DMX and Tim Allen. It
And
does
Tim
that
Allen
thing
Growl.
with the ampersand where it does the and symbol and then AMP.
Oh, it does that bullshit.
I
Okay.
see.
Oh, man,
DMX.
you got seconds, man.
And Tim Allen in a growl off, Nikki Ziggy, 58 Shades of Gay, Marcus, Maria's colon fell out, man, I don't know what to do, calming myself to death like a medieval peasant, out of focus Bigfoot, preheated toast, sorry, Miss Jackson, badly brave, Dog the Baby Hunter, Aetherian needs help lowering his weapon in Halo 3, Orange Man Hunter, Nafram Memphis 1, and King of Hap Hat.
Oh, thank God we did it. See you later, guys.
Bye, guys.
Afuera.